by the bay, run away, don't go. I'm in hell, might as well just go. Losing track, don't take my soul. I'm in first, you too late, you slow. Yeah, hop outside the whip and then your skin gon' freeze. Yeah. All the other guys ain't really built like me. Yeah. They got janky motives, don't know what they want. They keep blowing smoke, but I keep it blowing. Got these blue faces on my plate, I can't get on, yeah. Got no sweater going with the ones, don't lace them on, nah. Had a hit up, all like, what you doing with that dog, nah. You know that I do you right, can never go in dog, yeah. I've been losing sleep over dumb shit. Better add a function, but I couldn't go function. I've been with my bros, had to get up on some grown shit. You ain't bought your paper, then don't call up on my phone, bitch. I had to put my pride to the side. I know that the timing ain't right. Come back when you make up your mind, yeah. So my focus and I put it on the cash. And my brothers wake up every day to go and chase the bag. It's so cold down hell when I'm in my fucking head, yeah. All that shit don't help when it's random on my bed, yeah. Got these blue faces on my plate, I can't get all, yeah. Got no sweater going with the ones, don't lace them on, nah. Had to hit up, all like, what you doing with that dog, nah. You know that I do you right, can never go in dog, yeah. I've been losing sleep over dumb shit. Better add a function, but I couldn't go function. I've been with my bros, had to get up on some grown shit. You ain't bought your paper, then don't call up on my phone, bitch.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the live stream, boys. I mean, girls. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to wherever you're from. What's up? What's up, bro? Suresh, hello. Hello, Cricket Live Scores. How you doing? Hi, Varun. Girls who? Arey, girls बोला था Monthly contribution, Vivek Das. Thank you so much for the consequent 15 months. Thank you so much, Sharik. It means a lot. What's up, Pranay? Hi, Pratibha. चश्मा तो है. बतुरा ब्रदर बॉलिंग. चिराग भाई मैं मुंबई छोड़ के आ गया. मैं मुंबई में है ही नहीं अभी. I'm not even there in Mumbai for you to take me to bowling. Mumbai is over for me. What's up, Devesh? मुझे बिरयानी खानी है. One day I'll feed you, bro. Oh shit, burp sound नहीं आया. अरे shit. Cool shades, anything for you, Jiga. मुझे, yeah, of course. What's up, Rana? Hello. What's up, Rana? How you doing? What's up, guys? You know what I had for lunch today? Do you guys know? I don't think you guys know what PERIPHERALS means, no? Do you guys know what PERIPHERALS means? I mean, do you guys know what PERIPHERALS means? No. I had Kheera PERIPHERALS. Do you guys have any idea what that means? By any chance? And Bangalore is so cold, bro. I have no idea. It feels like I'm in VGP Snow Kingdom. So cold it is. Full day rain, रात को ठंडा. No. Jigya, that word is banned. Don't use the word bestie. इसके साथ बहुत पुराना दुख है मेरे दिल में. Bestie नहीं बोलने. Best friend बोलो चलेगा. Bestie मत बोलो. You had Kirapur. Amanda, Swiggy orders. I'll show Swiggy orders. G Master, yes sir. G Phoenix. Let's take a backstory by you. You're coming for the SAD line, of course. Of course, I'm coming. I only had Kira Parup, bro. Yeah, bro. I had Kira Parup and Chicken 65. That is a different thing together. I did, bro. What then? I did, bro. Hello, India. G fighting. Hello, India. My channel, India. Hello, G people. Lord Bathura's channel. When the match started to start, and sometime they're talking, they're doing buck. They're doing buck-bucksy.
Logistical side of the bracket, and then Scythe is just kind of ended up always facing off versus teams like
बात कर रहे हो लोग. Prediction 2-1 to G. We win the first map. We lose the second map. We win the third map again. Oh wait, never mind. It's Haven, Ascent, and Bind. We win first 2 maps, bro. First 2 maps we'll win, bro. First 2 maps we'll win, bro. Confirm. Hi, S Prasad. कभी कभी आती जिंदगी में यूं ही कोई अपना लगता है मैं फिर जी playing from India, yes sir. IGD. वैसे how's your mental health now? I'm coping up. Thank you for asking. Sauce and bread, yes or no? It depends. Toasted bread, omelette, sauce, toasted bread, plain sauce, oregano and cheese, and keep it in the oven for 5 minutes. Plain bread, sauce, pepperoni and cheese. So many stuff, bro. When is Anna coming? No idea, bro. I'll have to ask him. Last one. Hello, GT. Sign my chest. Show your chest. Thank you so much, Robbie. Means Rob, man. Thank you. Toasted bread plus ghee, bro. Toasted bread plus ghee plus a sprinkle of sugar, bro. हेलो ब्रोनो वीएलटी लोगो. अरे वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो वीएलटी लोगो वॉच पार्टी का टाइम में नहीं डालता मैं. डाल सकते हैं, डालना है तो, बट नहीं डालता हूँ मैं यूजुअली. डाल सकते हैं. यस यस नंदन, I'm there, bro. I'm coming. We can go to cafe Bangalore में 29. अरे पागल है क्या? But a long time, yes. Long time, Shubham. How you been? Hi, Jigar. Why sugar, bro? Have you ever had it? But to take care. Thank you, Sarthak. Bye. Hi, Mahi. Yes, I'm good. Why is the Sile mod? Sile by membership. Do you know what a curry roti? Nah, I've heard of it. Excited to see Mia's crack Dame? Yeah, of course. But she's not feeling well. That's the only thing that's been running in my mind. तो क्या प्लान है? इवेंट तो शाम में खत्म हो जाएगा. इवेंट शाम में खत्म हो जाएगा. उसके बाद ना घर लौट के आने तक रात हो जाएगा. भाई हो गया. वो उस कॉर्नर में है, मैं इस कॉर्नर में हूँ. वो किधर? इवन मैन फॉर कन्वेंशन सेंटर में. पता है मैन फॉर कन्वेंशन सेंटर कितना दूर है व्हाइट फील्ड से? अठारह किलोमीटर है. जस्ट सेइंग 18 किलोमीटर. 18 किलोमीटर है. 2 hours इट टेक. सॉलिड 2 hours इट टेक फॉर मी. कितने देर में स्टार्ट होगा? अभी तो स्टार्ट होना चाहिए ब्रो. बस वॉच ड्रॉप लाइक इट सब. अभी तो फिलहाल स्टार्ट हो जाना चाहिए. Actually, opening Twitter on stream is not. Tell me some good places to eat in Bangalore. Good places to eat in Bangalore. Depends on what you want to eat. What do you want to eat? Last time I took you to my place. Sir, are you in Bangalore? Yes, bro. आपको देख के अच्छा लगा बता. अरे कुंसंग, थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू. मेरे को भी अच्छा लगा आपको चैट में देख के. Tell some good place. सिर्फ वेटिंग में मुंबई तो 20 मिनट. हाँ भाई घंटा पहुंचेगा मुंबई में तो 20 मिनट में. शर्म कर देवेश लवड़े. शर्म कर. Everything is far away from. Oh yes, sorry. Everything is far from white people. I mean, Yelan Kachine to me Chabba, yeah. Hussein Whitefield, yes. In South Indian industry, it's also good looker for Corsair Icue and mobile. You might have seen it. I've seen this, bro. I've seen this. I've seen it somewhere. Hussein Whitefield, yeah. Usi दिन we covered 40 kilometers in 38 minutes. Bro, highway is different. Bathura hotel taking? Huh? What is your English, bro? Hello? Hey, hi, Brahman. कैसे हैं सर? इलन भाई का ट्विटर का लोग का चेंज किया भाई माँ का समझ का अच्छे नहीं लगा Wait, when is the fest? This weekend, bro. क्या ले बे फ्रैक्स? आजकल मीम्स नहीं आ रहे मेरे पे यार. Now hotel taking. ये ना क्या करेगा, bro? What is your English, bro? Hello? What happened to my friends, bro? What is Anna hotel taking, bro? Like last time I was in Mumbai. That's why I didn't take the hotel technically. I got it for free because I came with VLT. Mumbai mein bus you can't go to the office house. Yeah, also same only. We have Breed, Jet, Astra, Killjoy and Sova. Mirror comp? Almost. They have an Omen, we have an Astra. Started I know much. These are my own words of make believe. For watching stream, don't forget to drop a like and sub. Thank you so much for being here today. If you guys wish to support me, just drop a like, subscribe.
Ordinary, I don't
Want to support me more? Keep coming daily.
against each other. A battle for the top. It's gonna come down to this.
Wanna go
Winner
together
of
again?
this
Come
game
da.
will definitely secure themselves a
You are
top
still
6
VLT, bro.
placing, and I think that does wonders for the chance to make it.
When are we going out for drinks, Triangle?
GC
Let me get a few bucks in my
so
pocket, bro. I'll
pressure's
take you
on
out.
and
I mean, we'll go
it's
out
pretty
of it.
interesting to see how the maps are gonna play
Mithra,
out,
you wanna go
especially
together
because
again?
we don't
It'll be
have
too
too
far
much
for you, da.
information,
You need to
going
come
into
here and pick
Open
me up and
3.
go.
We have
But
information
if you're
going
coming to
into
pick me up, you
Open
need to
2,
be here by
but,
8:30 or something. I need to be there by
pretty
10.
up in the air, and
I'll be there early morning by
can't
10.
wait to see how these two teams
When come I had bad Question bro channel, I'll come
against
bro.
each other.
Yeah, I mean, so much to play for, a lot on the line. But guys, here to bring you all through all of the action for series number 1. It's gonna be our casters, Dax in black and blue.
Yeah, on smokes. I mean, she's not feeling well, no? Maybe that could be a reason. Yeah, I thought Zach was casting. Tera mic muted hai, sale. Hey, mic muted.
And all I have to say is both GE Phoenix as well as Side have been here for the playoffs of Open 1, Open 2, and Open
आज क्या
3 as
chances है?
well.
But to bro, today is winnable, bro. Very much winnable.
Black and blue and my friend,
किसके साथ खेल रहे हैं? ये इसका team है ना?
and we're gonna see who's gonna be taking the next
Iceberg
step
का team है
down
ना?
in this bracket.
First, can we obviously all point out the nice swag and Riz that our good friend
Oh, this is not Iceberg's team,
shirt, man. It's really cool. The first time I've seen you wear something of this sort, but it's the first time we're gonna see these ladies actually compete here in this Open, the final Open. Obviously, we still got LCQ, as Jenny was able, Ray Rich was talking about a while ago, some of the teams here already qualified into the Elite itself. You know, some of the top names, Orangutan, Arcus, and Sapphire. We know that, but we're looking at this series right now, and I think veto-wise, I don't know if you necessarily agree with me, but I think Big Scythe, considering they are maybe considered the underdogs in the situation, they come out with a pretty good veto. You look at that final map, Bind, and it's one of the maps that you were able to take down Orangutan in, as I can say hi to your cat.
Yeah, of course, Yui always wants to show up. It's raining here, but we
Outside
know,
here.
of course, a storm is brewing for this kind of matchup. I can't
आज तो win होना चाहिए bro. Inna mera upu bathura na topu. Ee bro dina. I used to make memes around the streams, but after joining G, she's more in practice, so little break. You can always make memes around me, bro.
back in
Practice.
Open 1,
Just
they're
saying.
big side beat Sapphire to make it all the way to 4th place through the lower bracket. Now it's finally time.
Updates on Sweka video. There's
Face
nobody
off
that I
with
can
each
ask
other,
now,
and
bro.
I cannot wait as we start
All
off
the
defense.
we have no
That
team
is
who I can
like
ask
to hear
only.
from
I
GE.
told I'll ask for you, but we have no one to ask
Run
after
it
that.
back once more for another opportunity to make things happen. to get themselves into.
Oh, nice. Don't make any sound. Go in contact. Go in contact. Go in contact. Commit now. Commit site. No, there's literally one.
The A site is what they really want to focus on. Big problem for Marche to deal with as
They have to.
she's not going to
Oh,
last
nice.
for too
Dead.
long.
Watch
Yeah,
it.
Marcia falls immediately. Bela with the takedown.
Play
and
anti-flash.
wants to play aggressive. Immediately you have sight. Trying at least to poke fraud, prevent
Nice.
that from happening. But the spam is perfect. Oriophilia actually falls in had a buff and loop. Dash on in. Yamori tried to force that close contact. But GE Phoenix, they're so prepared for this.
Let's go, Muffin.
Came from Muffin Loop to put icing on that cake.
Go, Muffin.
Well done with the pistol. They take the first round.
Quick run over. You see just the amount of, I guess, commitment.
Bathura
that
can
they
go
had
with
on
Dan
the
bro,
A-side
run bro,
themselves
for
here
sure,
coming
for sure.
from Scythe. They just
Bathura
didn't
playing
have
with
the
10s? Nahi,
resources
nahi.
to anchor things down, and by the time the retake
Bro,
came,
I
we
legit
know
think
that A-side
Muffin is
is one
the
of the most notorious
Muffin is the best
difficult
female player in
players.
India
So,
right now, bro.
for the main
Female
team,
aimer in
opening
India.
start here for Global, that's exactly what they
I
want.
mean, if you don't be like, hey, what about Casper and Meow 6K? They both learn different roles.
Team like,
So,
you know,
and I think
Aorus
Muffin is the only person. I mean, there's only
maybe
two,
not
three
necessarily
people that
the
where I consider they can do well in
result
like
they were
a mixed
expecting
league or
to
something.
see
Also,
last
one is
week.
Muffin, the other one
Where
is
does that leave
Casper.
them coming here in open 3?
Both of them can equally fire and equally perform even in a mixed league if they were supposed. If there's
showed up
something like
back
that
in
coming
Open
up.
1. They surprised many with that dub against Sapphire, like I mentioned. But
Hi,
they have
Kilua.
struggled as of late. They have
The
had to try
G5,
to go
G5,
5-1,
sir.
as our panel did mention.
Sway as well.
And
Sway
the interesting
stop
part, GE Phoenix,
competing,
they
so.
barely qualified here. Kakia, they got their revenge back in the Swiss stage.
Sway stop
Took
competing,
them
no,
down,
so not
but
I
didn't
didn't take
actually
them.
eliminate them from playoff competition. The only team right now with a 4-2 standing, but they're here to stand tall and proud on that C site. Rose with a plant through the smoke. NWJ goes and Muffin Loop. She's ready for contact, but falls to the hands of Elise. 4v3 immediately. Rose here checking at the backside, ready with the aftershock as well, and a stellar shot onto Yamori there. Well, of course, full eco
backside
here
to
for
clear kar de
NWJ.
Rose.
Side trying to do at least a bit of economical damage. Well done by Oraphilia. She's still fighting, but Rose has the ghost, gets that takedown, and GE
Two
Phoenix
people,
gets
it's
the
okay,
second.
decent.
Well, you see Oriophili at the end there, and
Casper can hold it,
being
yeah,
one of those
for sure.
players
But
that
the way
we
Casper
really,
improved,
and I guess just seeing the community
improved a lot.
has their eyes on when in regard to this team. We know
Suez
the
said she has plans to
experience
continue
from
after
the
studies.
past,
I don't know.
where he's
Bola
gotten,
tha,
where
अरे
he's-
but I
what
would
he's
want
been
her to
able
continue.
do, and that just
Well, then
puts,
making Bathura
I
edition
guess,
skins, no bro, not
insurmountable
even close.
expectations on this team.
Not
Can
even
you
close to
lead
it.
this
Mage
team
Punk
to
Spectre
the
is
same
trash.
heights that she was able to do with that former
Maybe.
Alter Ego
Bro, I really
squad.
like the
She was
new
also
knife
on
dude.
rank
The
10
new
for a
knife is
while.
crazy,
Many
crazy.
questions
ये
that
जीत गए तो
we're
क्या
going to
होगा?
see
दो
this
चीज होगा.
series.
एक राउंड के बाद बताओ आपका
Leader
एडिक्टिव भाई
here,
रुको बताओ.
paving the way forward is Global. They come
No,
on in
what
with
this
Yeah,
skin
there were
dude?
those examples, especially back in Open 1, but this time around, bonus time here for GE Phoenix. And they send Buff and Loop all alone on a solo endeavor. Stuck now towards the sewer. Do they know
Look at that, bro.
Yamori's
2 rounds, they took
peeking
out fast presence. Now they're expecting them to take an A push again because they have Spectres. So they send Muffin Loop to A shot alone and just distracted it,
Three
bro.
members of NWJ
Oh shit, they
here
saw.
onto this A site. They even use the Owl Drone. While this all happens, look at C go. The garage take a split approach here from GE Phoenix. Yamori eventually gets the pitch going. Sky Elise with the takedown
Yes, they've
too.
taken
And
the
Sight,
kills.
sure, they were divided, but he still conquer anyway.
Well, you can see Global, they're trying to divide them, right? Give them, hit them with the default alarm bot, spots at Rose, and just makes her attempt of trying to get the flank and Crescent's more difficult. As if you want to talk about
So there's
Crescent's
two
Morning,
things.
who's
One,
successful
they
in
will
her
go
attempt.
towards,
Just
they will qualify for
find out
Elite.
here.
Game Changers Elite. And 2, they will advance to the next round of the Open 3 competition that's going on.
Yeah, strong
things.
anchors there from Sight and WJ, and as you mentioned, the flawless has come.
Bro,
Great
Arcane is
takedowns here
releasing
for
again
Yamori.
in-
Good to build
what
up
do you
on
call
the
that?
blades, but of course the buy will come on out here.
Arcane is releasing
I
again
do
in that,
wonder,
bro.
though, why
What do you call
they're
that?
fended off so
China.
easily towards that C side. A perfect paranoia. If you saw there on that replay, courtesy of Oriofilia, that caught everyone along, and that was enough to get that win.
Well,
I hate the Mage
luckily
Punk
for
second
them,
edition thing.
not
Bro.
the
I don't even
most
like it.
favorable bonus.
Mage Punk
here
Vandal, Mage
for
Punk
GE
Phantom.
Phoenix to be playing on. Didn't
And
have
I
the best
hate them,
weapons
dude.
coming into
For
that.
some reason, I hate
Marshall's
them.
Not much of an automatic weapon. If
China
anything.
region में हार है
Spectre.
कितना jealous feel हुआ पता है
Let's see on out here. Full gun round, the first one of this series, and gee, you can see under attack. They're trying to, especially with a smoke being thrown out by Oriofilia, trying to anticipate any sort of aggression coming in from this scythe.
चाहिए
squad.
जीतना चाहिए हाँ भाई
G
जीतना
Phoenix,
चाहिए
they
नहीं
love to
जीतेंगे
do what is tried and tested by them. They stick around with the same compositions. They always look to fine-tune what they're accustomed to. And as we see yet again, they're trying to pull a bit of attention now towards Garage as the rest of the team moving closer and closer towards that B site. Yet again, Muffin Loop wants to lead
Oh,
that
should have
charge. Slower
started.
play though here from GE
lagging hello
Phoenix as they cut noise.
For the meantime, with Scythe here being very proactive in establishing
are they
the
deciding to
defense
hit back
early,
A?
it allows the rest
They're
of the
hitting
defense
A
to
back,
have
they
to
need to-
focus elsewhere, but
Nice!
takeout
That was the
would be
pick we needed, bro.
definitely worried. They get the
Unlucky
damage.
timing for Yamori,
Nice
but
pick
that was
off
the
here
pick
for
we
Muffin
needed,
Loop
bro.
and the rest of Global, and that could signal
That was the
their
pick we needed.
quick and hasty entry towards
Now, to
this
be honest,
site.
after getting that pick, they start the rotation. These guys should have just walked and falled back.
30
Posted
seconds
up
left.
If it was me, I would have walked and fell
Yeah,
back.
good stall with the utility, especially at fault line, courtesy of Crescents. Now GE Phoenix, they need to try and find a way in, and of course Muffin Loop just dashes on forward. Hit by the paranoia though, sticks around the
Nice, they're going back C.
You know that she's there. Muffin Loop still now in position.
They're
but
going
Oreo
C?
still,
Do they have the
has
time?
their number. In the meantime,
10
though,
seconds
look at
left.
Meow. Her
Do they have the
alert
time? Do they have
allows
the
the
time? Do
rest
they
of
have the
GE
time? Do they have
Phoenix
the
to
time?
go
Do they have
towards
the
that C
time?
site. They're gonna cut it closer, but they should
Yes,
make it in time. And Meow gets a takedown. Crescents with the trade. 3v3 for now.
That's what they needed to do, just barely on the knife's edge. Sky Elise, good for the one. Bela, it's going to be a Killjoy v Killjoy bout here.
the reload.
Swing, perfect timing on the reload, and Global East
Aye.
Phoenix rise up.
वो पता है क्या है वो मेरा वो नहीं बोल सकता वो मुंह में आ गया भाई मुंह में आ गया
Indeed, lit up for GE Phoenix. You can see that they're using so much of the map here, Black and Blue. Very active, especially in calling that attention, making
Bhai.
noise somewhere, and then cutting it out, being as quiet as possible, and allow one to lurk on in.
हाँ
But
गुलाब
it
जामुन
was
गुलाब जामुन
Astro
कटकट हो रहा था
Realm
मेरा
position, allowed the rest of GE
Ay,
Phoenix to funnel towards
Zotac.
C.
I mean, it was nicely done here by Global. The attempt initially just being stifled there towards that A side.
wood
but
it's not the
they
wood
could
it's the root
rotate
silk
and wrap around at the right time. Yamori's got an operator.
the wood
here.
was safe it was the
C
roots
site trying to be locked down a bit more adequately. Global, they love to make early contact, burn some utility early and around off of the defense. That's what they're doing so far right now. But
but bro Wakusam bro
when you're in this
what is that
position,
called
you can start
15
to establish
17
this
seconds
early.
left they started
Start to
running
condition
back
that
dude
defense. It also
आलूवान
makes
तक
question,
का
what do they
meaning
do off of
का
that
meaning मालूम है
information later on in the half?
I think the
समझा
question
नहीं
now is,
रोची
can NWJ stick around on those sites, be the anchors that they want to be? Sky Elites trying to prove that theory right. The perfect takedown onto Meow. Could have gone a second, but Bela sharper on the shot. 2-for-1 trade though. NWJ with the advantage this time around.
what util do they have
They're
they have
looking
every
to
util bro
ask
bro
if they can anchor things down.
that breach has one
Those
stun
adequate
to flashes
down.
aftershock breach full
Shot
util omen full util
Peppering Curie there. She's
they
down
can't
to
play side bro
minuscule amounts of health. 4v3 though, successful in the initial bout, but how does the retake work on out? Yamori swapping out the weapons. Here comes the retake.
Trade those guns, get the scan, and get that takedown. Crescent's also blowing up Rose, and it's all up to Bela now. At least she gets 3,
No,
but
very
it's
hard.
not enough to hold down the
I
line.
Zotac,
And
I
site
Zotac. I
NWJ,
don't know,
this
but
is what we're
supposed to
looking
be
for.
cuss
Those
words in Marathi.
anchors, man, they can stay on site and put a
Suppose-
dent to the numbers of
supposedly a cuss word I think I'm not sure Aijal कौन है Rose what's up bro Curse check Discord yeah bro she was having a sorry bro Sarthak is what it is bro Cherisius और भाई हैंडसम क्या हालचाल है what's up bro Kiran
The
how you
amount of
bro
uncomfortability
check
and
Discord it'll open up
the
here da
stabilization that puts here on the side of Global Esports Phoenix, especially the fact that it was their Astra that dropped, right? You found me out 16k.
Title error,
Made it
just
so that they
NWJ.
had much less utility.
No, no,
for
I thought-
stopping the retake from working
Monish
out.
I
They
thought you
didn't
can
have
put
smoke
only one word
cut
it's
off
okay
those angles.
listen
Yeah, it's been solid
everything is
work
same
so
only
far also from Sky Elise. If
Yes,
I
yes,
remember
किधर का
correctly,
team है?
it was that
Indonesia
late
लग रहा
position
है
back and open too. Now they have time to acclimate. Muffin Luto detecting presence close by. Yamori scat out spotted, and here comes the blades, but it's not enough to get the takedown. Marsh is dead. Finds Bela.
You should have got
Chance
that kill,
here
bro.
for NWJ to just hold down the line. Let again. I thought that would have been the kill.
the
but
kill should have been
Yamori
ours dude
survives.
Yeah, I thought so too. She's gifted a second chance here. Gotta make sure to make the most out of it. Not everybody is afforded the same miracle.
oh
So Global looking to
Yes,
try
you
and
give it a
aggress
team of mixed team,
elsewhere.
शायद Indonesia और
Still
Malaysia का.
Muffin here though, just to try and maybe get the pick off. If
cuss word
any
yeah I know it's a
sort
cuss word
of
that's all that I know
advance
I have
comes
no idea
from
what
the
it means,
defense. This garage is what they're currently working on.
What does
You see the
Mitra Mandal
defense
mean?
shifting
That's what they
forward,
say.
but
Eyes
they're
on
they're
Mitra
also just
Mandal.
being more cautious of a possible fake out because we've seen that early in the half where
Don't drive pick.
Global, they hit
Muffin
A,
wait no.
they
Jiggle
go
or
the
something
other
and
way,
wait
then they
no.
double
She has
back
an up.
towards the same site.
Yeah, they're learning their lessons.
Go
here
wide
from
swing.
NWJ, but is it enough?
See, they're not drive picking. Nice. That's an improvement.
On the trigger here.
30 seconds.
That's an improvement.
Set on up. Here comes
They
the
used to
swing.
drive
Fault
pick before,
lines
now
there
they're not
too.
drive picking.
And
That's an
immediately
improvement.
Disengage is called. Sticking around. Back of sight.
Go side.
The flash is there.
Go
and
side,
Margin
back side.
Fury to trade out those numbers.
Nice.
Now for
One more.
Fury,
One
2
more shot. Trade him.
presence.
Nice.
Still there towards Graffiti. As
Good shot,
GE
Mio.
Phoenix
Oh, they can't timing it.
forced to push.
Timing.
Oriofilia though,
Fight
timing
down,
perfect.
A.
It's
10
2v1 now,
seconds left.
all up the rows. And she doesn't know where they can come from. Realizes it might be from Blink. Fakes it out, but the double up is
Bro,
strong.
almost, bro.
GE
She had a
Phoenix's
lineup.
chances wilt there as NWJ tie it up.
Yeah, it's great rat play and timing here from Oriofilia, just dunking it at the right possible moment. And obviously, even with the nice attempt here from Kiri to overrun the site, they go get the wraparound.
Ara Guru. Guru membership konrada idran jebaka. Mitra Mandal means sunset. Okay. Discipline, yeah, they've improved. No, you can archetype, huh? I don't know why I'm watching this girls tournament, but I'm watching maybe because you're doing watch party. Watch because I'm doing watch party. Also watch
Keeping up
because
here for NWJ.
there are girls. They're an Indian
Even
team
bigger
playing. Watch it for
problem now
them too.
moving forward for the Phoenix squad.
Yeah, and that hurts the turret. The operator exposed yet again on its angle. But you mentioned it. It's just Sheriff's right now here
His
for
knife
GE
is lovely,
Phoenix.
bro. I had
And this is where we kind of
I had a
wonder
good
what
friend
else
gift
is
me
there
one.
for
His
this
name was
Phoenix
Happy. He
playbook.
comes on
They're
chat
so
also. तुम लोग
strong
जानते होगे.
at what they're
Happy
accustomed
करके
to.
उसने गिफ्ट किया मेरे को
Their
नया
practice
बंडल. नया बंडल
materials
मतलब नया
from
knife.
what we've seen so far. Stick around with similar compositions they've been running all throughout the year. But
Madhura,
when
when
is
are you
their
going to play in
ultimate
VCT?
to
Never?
trust? What does GE Phoenix have left in store for them?
We're gonna have to find out. Lots of ultimates on either side to throw on out, but obviously the
Unlucky.
operator is gonna be favored there over the Marshall. It's a good pick off. Also, don't have any way of getting back up to speed. Sky
Trade
Elite's
next
for
trade.
one,
Good trade, good
Oriofilia
trades.
traded out as Garage is where they make
Good trades.
contact, but as the information is given away,
Good
it's gonna be
trades.
very difficult now for Kiri and
Some
Bale
more
to find
damage.
an even bigger opening.
And look at the timing from the
Some more
front lines of
damage would do
presence
good.
all of the freaking time. She's ready to use that to stall any kind of
One
push
enemy
from
remaining.
Oh,
GE
nice
Phoenix.
shot.
Slow play now,
Spike
forced out.
down.
I don't like these angles,
Down
dude.
in
Just
the
show a
end.
normal
Prepared
POV,
for
hello?
Anyone coming out from that window. Vela, the only one still standing, wins it out.
Show the
first,
normal
Marcus
POV.
Stewart.
What are you showing?
Still not enough to the firepower of NWJ.
Relatively good enough here, especially as they take the lead now. NWJ. Imagine if the shot connected by Muffin.
No, bro. No way. I'm gonna waste my time by watching this time of gameplay. I would rather watch some people doing sleeping stream. Deepak Kumar. No offense, but I would have wished rather your parents slept that night. A good time, bro. I genuinely wish your parents had slept that night, bro. Yeah, it
Bring
is
out
what it
anymore.
is.
Yeah, and it's just that site has really acclimated right now. Having Sky Elise on this roster, putting
Bye-bye, bro.
Oriofilia on a controller role in such a cemented position, everything looks a lot more fine.
This is just trash.
Fight NWJ compared to the last time around. We saw them back in open too, and this has always been their
Elise?
potential. They have strong players in their own rights. They have players who can hit
Please
some
don't mention him.
stellar
He's hidden,
shots,
yes, chill.
and as of right now, GE Phoenix
I title
need
take
to
kar
find
lo.
even more ways to force the issue to actually beat out these anchor positions from NWJ just to get the side take that they want.
Well, they have lots of ultimate to do that this time around, Dax. Rolling Thunder, Cosmic Divide. You pick it, name it, they've got it right now. And that's exactly what they could utilize here. To maybe throw a wrench into the spokes of NWJ, whose defense has been looking pretty solid these past few rounds.
Course, watch your
Aorus is
stream,
still
don't forget to drop a
alive,
like
of
and
course.
sub.
Cosmic Divide could be a big hamper to
GGC
that,
ka coach
but
कौन
more
है?
amount of ultimates you throw out here.
Chill Batura,
NWJ,
bro.
they've got some of their own
He
to
said
respond
trash. I
and
replied him with
be a
trash.
shuffle where
As simple as
we
that.
see GE commit a lot but not gain much in return.
मत करो गिरी.
Here's there, and the shot doesn't connect. Over onto the corner. Yuri actually still sticking on around, and while this happens, yet again, pull that attention and go elsewhere. Hunter's Fury now forced out courtesy of Marche.
She can still go for
has
the
so
plan.
many ultimates to work with at the very
She can
least, so
still go
there's
for the plan.
stall,
Cover her a
they
bit, she can
realize
still go
it's
for
a
the plan and get
re-engage
out. Get out, get out, get out.
The
Nice.
plant goes down. GE finally making it to post plan.
Yeah, in and out. One
First
and
blood, we have
done.
breach
Just
out,
get
we
the
have-
plant and
Okay.
that's all you need to do. And now they have a decent post-plant hold. Cosmic Divide here. That's an offensive one used by Meow. They don't have one on the defense. Remember that. But the Rolling Thunder is what they got. Scan, perfect. Crescent gets the one.
What a clear, and Aura Fields is defusing while all this happens. NWJ will win the round already, but there's still contact happening towards the grass. Crescent with 3, Hunter's Fury too late to the party, and Sight with such a quick adjustment, such a quick call to win it out.
Were they even aware that the defense...
Hellraiser coach? I don't think so.
It seemed to be the case because you saw that Curie throughout the Hunter's Fury quite late.
मैं चेंज कर दिया भाई, बट लेकिन मेरा टाइटल गलत नहीं था. वो टीम का नाम साइथ NWJ है. अनलकी राउंड रही. हाय कैस्पर, कैसे है? ऑल द बेस्ट कैस्पर. Justice for Muffin Loop not being included in the poll, so I can add only 4 options, bro. And I didn't want to leave out anybody. That's why I added Meow and Muffin in the same poll.
An impeccable game. We talked about her stall potential.
This is essentially like tournament, yeah,
Always
something
that
like
caliber of firepower from her as well. And GE Phoenix a bit stuck right now. I'd love to see them play a bit more aggressive. Look to enable Muffin Loop even further. The Aldrin though.
Don't.
There's
You don't
the
have to.
operator shot, but it doesn't hit its target.
Nice.
Rolling Thunder instead though. They had the inkling of information. It's a short hold.
Go backside. The jet is still alive.
Crescent's falls and GE Phoenix. This is what they're looking for. But you're more.
Bro, I don't like this POV, bro. What is this POV that I'm seeing? It's shown normally.
Reinforcements are there, and GE Phoenix walking into those sightlines. Nice shots though from Meow and Bela to.
Bro, I don't even understand what happened in that round. What is that POV?
Scrappy's the right
Bro,
turn
Marcus,
there.
क्या हुआ अभी नहीं मालूम मेरे को.
Almost losing that one.
यार क्या दिखा रहे यार.
Early advantage here. You see Muffin and Kiri both.
ये क्या है? वो Age of Empires थोड़ी खेल रहा हूँ मैं.
There towards the sewer, but
bro, I don't even know how we won the round, bro.
Always.
I genuinely don't know, bro.
It's a difficult thing. They get 3 picks in a row. But obviously, because Sky Elise wasn't able to mark down that A main, just to swing coming out was right on time. And another timeout here to be called. Scythe calling theirs. And this is what I was talking about, Dax, a while ago, that if you're GE, especially in that round where they went for that B plant, it could be a case of they throw lots of ultimates, but it simply just goes to waste. It goes null because NWJ have more to throw in return, and it just completely nullifies and just simply, it's almost like it just deletes it from even existing. And now they've lost a lot.
अरे genuinely type किया मैं.
They've gotten the one
मैं
round.
genuinely type किया कि मैं कुछ गलत मैं बचकान थोड़ी हूँ जो बचता रहता हूँ. मैं genuinely type किया उनको. भाई अजीब लग रहा है ऊपर से कर दे कहते. GE Phoenix है collaboration.
Absolutely perfect. As soon as they realize yet again, this is another short hold from side.
Is GE Phoenix a collaboration of 50-50 or how are they working in collaboration? Why will they collaborate with themselves, macha? I don't understand.
Can find a frag early on. Up versus up this time.
और
there you go. No gun there. Loop wins it.
तब से देख रहा हूँ गाली नहीं दे रहा. Sorry. No offense. थोड़ा हिट हो गया.
Start.
कोलैबोरेशन नहीं है मचा. उनका ही है. अरे ये क्या लगे रे बाऊ.
By Muffin. Certainly tasty. But let's move on forward. This position for Marche, I'm worried about it because this is something that could go completely well or just be disastrous. Lockdown here. He's going to get scanned.
Oh,
actually destroy this.
This is a big one. Kiri says forced to push because of the aftershock. And Crescent's actually going to get that takedown. And you mentioned it. Lockdown broken. It's just NWJ keeping them at arm's length. But as the gravity well is popped already, GE Phoenix cannot find any of these targets left and right now. Here for sight. GE Phoenix. They might think about disengaging here. They're forcing the issue though, wanting to flush them out with utility. March now out to the open.
As पर भी बटुरा बोला इज्जत नहीं है तो बटुरा नहीं बोला बटुरे बोल. आज तो 20-30 हजार बाद वापस आ गए बटुरा. अच्छा है
but even before that, right? The gravity well.
लड़िया साथ
design. Now simply left with no option.
Which collab उनका female? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
paranoia has already been expended, but there still is that stun. The fault line comes on out here.
Muffins in, and there you go. Crescent though has her number.
Nice trade,
Another
nice
round for
trades.
Crescent. No.
Bro, they've improved a lot,
From
dude.
GE Phoenix instead.
Do they see how they're
At
playing?
least.
Before like the last tournament they played, I'm pretty sure Rose, Mia would have given them 1v1 fights. Nobody's giving them 1v1 fights except the Jet, which her job is to do so. fail किया
All by her lonesome.
अभी क्या करेगा अब क्या करेगा मार पहला पिक करके
Pushes the issue, finds the kill out the Bela, but it's 2v1 now, and timing has to be perfect here from GE Phoenix. Meow gets the info, gravity well has been popped. Sky Elise, she needs to get these kills, but the stun is there, and it's getting even tougher and tougher now as the timer is ticking. Chances running out. Sky Elise with a good kill, yes, but it's not enough. Global Esports, they'll lose their lives, but they'll win the round.
And that's the important part, isn't it? Just so unfortunate there. That could have been the round.
Good round, let's go. Guys, kidnap G fighting in the chat, guys. G fighting, blue heart, red heart. समझ लो? G fighting, blue heart, red heart.
She should have at least gotten one in that final fight.
G fighting, blue heart, red heart.
Sky
वैसा
down to
करेंगे.
the 1v3 here. And this one specifically, they kind of block each other.
They've improved,
Just
bro.
can't
They've
see
improved.
where to keep on connecting. In the end, it's a nice attempt here by Sky. Just, you know, that might be the limit.
Let's go, GE.
Know the boundaries of
Let's go,
time.
GE.
Play it to perfection.
And not only that, I was watching the whole time. How will they counter that utility? But Yamori, where are these shots coming from? Not just one, but two with the Sheriff? Expecting the push here from GE Phoenix. And look at NWJ go. They have no fear. They're on the eco anyway. Pick up that Phantom. Call it the day for now.
There is bad luck on one level and then there is this.
Potential A retake.
That's what they needed. They got Blades too in Yamori, so she could give it to someone else, especially there, if they really needed to. That they do. Some presence right now. Rolling
They're
Thunder
already there.
available. Big pick from Meow, though.
They want to fight, and they want to scrap it out as soon as possible. NWJ with the fisticuffs. Danger close. Thy name is Sight, and Rose in a pretty bad spot. She's the only one still standing. Sight have decided to just put these players on notice. The executioners have come and gone, and Sight NWJ take that
भाई
round away.
क्या read किया रे
That's a
उन्होंने?
great recovery. And the fact that they're able to do that off the Thrifty here and secure.
माँ कसम मैं गाली नहीं दे सकता कितना लैग का एक और है.
Let's get something to say. For the meantime, though, Dax, we go on over to a Thrifty final.
Bro, yeah.
Round from Global.
Now, last ditch effort here.
Of health to the absolute amount just to keep him alive. They got the Cosmic Divide for the initial attempt, but there is quite a bit of utility here to deny some of this entry on the default. They might have to plan towards Underhill.
Elise is alive, but never mind. I was gonna say, please be careful. You need those smokes in the latter part of this round. That Cosmic Divide could have helped. But the turret instead with the takedown. Great job by the 6-man. But the Nano Swarm.
Bro, what is this aerial view, bro?
Updraft past it. NWJ now funneling on in. Stuck here.
It feels like I'm watching Dota, dude.
4v3 for now. Muffin Luke tries to go for the close encounter of her kind. And Rose with the Rolling Thunder. It's 3v1. Sprays it down. 2 left are the targets of Rose. With 20 seconds, time is running out. She tries to lead fights, and that she does. 3 kills. The smoke's gonna be gone soon, as you mentioned. But Rose
That timing she almost had it.
Oriophilius there for the final blow.
Almost
7
had
to
it,
5
bro.
as we end the half. What a way, though. We saw that stall from GE Phoenix, but NWJ, they fought back.
I mean, they definitely kept the round still possible there. The fact that they had so much to keep the retake at bay from NWJ, right? They got the aftershock, the nano swarms, the fault line, so much, and yet ultimately just the firepower working out here for Global. But what's gonna work out is our awesome duo on the panel, Jenny and Koldan. What you guys thinking? Work out is our
For both of these teams, neither really finding that foothold.
कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो तो नॉर्मल किसी का स्ट्रीम देखता हूँ उसमें भी लैग होता है। अच्छा सबका वैसे ही होगा क्या? व्हाट्स अप आर्यन? लैग पार्टी, एक्सक्यूज मी, आर
Your
यू
mic.
नॉट? होपफुली यस।
I think it's your VMix mic.
Hello. Am I back finally?
You
Okay.
are.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Hopefully,
mention,
hopefully
right,
I agree with
that
them.
one of the biggest rounds,
Hopefully I agree with them. Hopefully I agree with them. But apart from that, guys who are watching the stream, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to drop a sub. और कोई नया लोग है क्या chat में ऐसा? Like any new people here who's new here? Or I want to talk with you, bro. I want to get to know you. Any new people that's there? हाँ सबका होता है. Then fine. Are you going to be hopefully me? Oh hi bro, Buka. I'm just gonna call you Buka, yeah? Will that work? I'm just gonna call you Buka. Is that okay? Hi Buka, what's up? Hi Ravan. I think I've heard Ravan though. I know who Ravan is. You're the one who took Sita. Sorry, I shouldn't have. Don's Thomas, what's up, dude? Hello. How do you guys find this though? I'm new. Hi Sandeep, thank you so much for being here. Hey Moise Chupre. Hey Prash Chupre. Hey Varun Chupre. The real Mapla, what's up? Is VLT gonna make a comeback with the Valor roster? I hope yes, but I don't know as of now. Hey Ashwin Chup. Story about your name. So in South India, right, the same dish, Chola Bhatura, is called Chole Puri. And one of my friends' gaming name was Dabura something. And I couldn't copy it directly from him, so I named myself Bhatura just with regards to his name being Dabura. उसके बाद लॉर्ड लगा दिया क्योंकि थोड़ा खतरनाक साउंड कर रहा था कर. उसके बाद पता चला देखो कि Deepak Kumar the misogynist? No, Deepak is banned, no. No, that Deepak is banned. Why Lord? Why थोड़ा खतरनाक
That's
लगने
all
के
you
लिए?
can really ask for sometimes. But I want to see how the defensive global differ this time around.
You are the
Their
danger, of course.
attacking
But
side. Conan talked about them trying to be active a while ago, and
bro,
see, we have to.
what do you mean regular viewer? Wait, bro, are you an idiot? There are some things you can't fuck. You can't go out and you can't call people trash. And you can't call the best of my friends trash. I've been with them, bro. I've been with them. They have less opportunities to prove. They have so much of hard work to do rather than the male doing that. And fucking you're a regular viewer, so what, bro? You're the one who started talking shit. And if you're saying that I'm not respecting my viewers and all of that, I'm sorry to say this. You can ask all the others, bro. What you said was very wrong, grammatically, philosophically, practically, in every way. Shows your upbringing.
Platform and
shows your upbringing.
Will get that takedown. An elongated fight, sure.
Nice
Meow still into the corner. Not cleared as of yet. Low HP targets in front of her. Targets of opportunity. But Oreophilia is ready for anything. It's 3v2 now. Left. Here comes Muffin Loop and Curie. Stellar reinforcements here for GE Phoenix. All topped up, ready to go yet again.
Play together.
That goes down. The turret's there though to try and get a bit more
fire. Oh no!
Nice.
Push together. Push together.
A small distraction, but Crescent still standing tall and proud. 1v1 now. It's Kiri versus Crescent. Who can get the drop on who? Kiri though, wrapping around. Crescent just barely staying away, but eventually Kiri will track her down and get the win for GE here.
Huge round here for Kiri at the end. The fact that she was able to get on top of the log.
Now that you're telling me, you could tell me this before about the scene. Bro, you should come and ask, bro. You were the one talking as if you were the fucking inventor of VCT Game Changers. You should come and ask. For everybody that's been there, that's been regularly, everybody would know I've been supporting female esports since the very beginning. This is the only reason why I got myself into VLT also. And you're here coming telling me that trash. लौड़े के बाल तेरा रैंक क्या है रे? आयन में लटकता रहता. साला तू ही जो है बेंचो, तू हगने के बाद भी जाके मुंबई सर्वर में बोलता है बेंचो दैट थ्रोइंग. And upbringing, really, bro, my upbringing better to look at your parents realizes their mistakes soon. My parents can't realize their mistakes, but my parents will realize their mistake in proper fucking English. What? Get the fuck out.
But She can come away with this. She's got the bulldog. Oh, she dodges. No, the stun it connects, but they're not clearing her out. Gets the one. The double goes her way.
She actually went for the shots while stunned up anyway, so 2 down already. NWJ with no clears whatsoever, and it's pretty crystal clear for GEP instead that this can be their round for the taking. Or you feel it with a fadeaway shot. Stellar value with the classic, sure, but she can't get a second. And now that lead, it was a smidgen a while ago. It's non-existent now.
Yeah, mere blink and it's gone. So, Muffin, they didn't even check her, but still, as you said, didn't even wait for
Fucking
the stun to
misogynistic idiot.
dissipate. Just went immediately. She knew that maybe someone else would have noticed her coming on.
If your own sister was playing, would you have told the same?
Timing still, Bela as well on the back
If
line.
your daughter was playing, would you tell the same? If you hypothetically had a
There
daughter.
was no other pushes to come here from the attacking side, but
अरे bro, mood off नहीं कर रहा यार, मैं बोल रहा हूँ उसको. अरे no bro, I'm not angry at all. I'll get back to normal again. I don't know.
But will that convert now?
English भी बोलना नहीं आ रहा है, बोल रहे तेरा मार रिकट करे ये वो लौड़ा
This
लसन.
time around, though, Kiri gets no value versus the dart. Yamori instead with that takedown. And a push here from Sight immediately. Quick
Nice kill.
reactions here from Sight, but Muffin Loop, where did that come from? Finds the angle, there's the flash, but she can't hit a second kill. Instead, Meow is there
Nice kill.
for reinforcements. Meow with a second two. And it's a cat scratch here. Can Meow get more done? No, she can't, but it's 2v1. And it's up to
Winnable
Meow
है
yet
2v1.
again. Look at them though. NWJ peppered one more time.
Dude, Marche did so much in that final bout there on the swing once more. It's the initiators here coming in big. Let's not forget, she got the opening scan as well to enable Yamori to get the first pick off. And then at the end there too, double for her.
It's 1
but
HP.
now it's a 1v2 for Bela. They know where she is. She's got the turret just off the cooldown.
And now they know that she's just inside the smoke. There's the dart, there's the spam. And NWJ just trying to set up a bit of a crossfire here.
Oh, she isolated the fights.
Preventing
She
that
moved
swing
in.
from Oreophilia. Bela creeping closer,
Ah, she's
closer,
isolated
but
the fights, but
Marche is
unlucky.
at the ready. Third kill, third month, sure. And well, 8-7, NWJ keep that lead.
I was talking about her because really big round for
Let
her
him be,
here.
bro. He's
She
getting a
gets
bit
that
of
scan. It doesn't even connect, but still allows
Chill Batura, chill हो गया, हो
Yamori
गया,
to
हो
get the
गया.
kill on the
जो भी गाली देगा सुपर चैट करके दो. और भाई
Great smoke also.
गाली मेरे को दे रहे. मैं कब बोला मेरे को तुम गाली नहीं दे सकते हो? मैं थोड़ी बोला तुम लोग मेरे को गाली नहीं दे सकते. वो बंदा गाली नहीं दिया भाई. वो बंदा ऐसा चीप बातें किया. He's coming and telling I would rather watch somebody sleeping stream than watch them play. Girls are trash and all that shit he said, bro.
It finally comes in when they needed to.
Let him say anything to me. What have I have to say to all of that?
Superstars at the ready. They have these players that can just
Hey, had us,
step
Sanjay.
on
Alarm, Sanjay.
when they need to. The
I
most
manifest Lord Bathura will be in the books of Indian esports
bit
history.
more that
अरे नहीं
discipline,
चाहिए
a bit more
बाबा.
that textbook. Here for NWJ, it's that firepower
Update का
that
अलग
we
हो.
can watch out for as of right now.
What was
Yamori wants to lead that charge. Bale's the one holding towards winning.
Yeah,
She
Manav,
backs
true,
away
bro.
towards
See,
the
Manav,
side.
after you
Instead,
become a CF,
they're
Gyan, bro.
rotating.
Gyan,
Backside
bro.
hold here for GE Phoenix as NWJ gets a bit of intel and gets garage presence for themselves.
They have the From the Shadows as well here from
हॉट टप वाला होगा.
so
भाई मैं भी देखता हूँ
they
यार, ऐसा
feel
मत
like they
बोलो.
have
हॉट
to
टप
be
वाला सीन
allowed.
मत रखो.
She
मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा कि मत देखो यार. जो
especially
भी
if
देखना
it
देखो.
comes
वो
down
क्या
to the wire
बात
here
अच्छा
on
नहीं
the
था.
clock.
You left
Once
LG
left
Chennai or
main,
you're in Bangalore? I'm in
seems like
Bangalore
B
right
side
now.
looking to be their option. Only a single smoke here off the cooldown from Oreophilia, so they're gonna have to time it right. Muffin Loop, he's gonna get scanned. They know where she is. Dash at the ready.
Yeah, but there you go. The fault line's there yet again. And Muffin Loop, she wants to take one down before she falls. And dash forward and misclick. But in the end, it's NWJ who gets 2 frags for free. The shock dart's there though, and Oreophilia still staying
Unlucky
safe.
there.
GE Phoenix now exposing the presence towards Link. A good kill by Meow. He's getting garage back. But it's a struggle here for GE
Unlucky
Phoenix.
there.
They don't have the angles up opportunity. Meow needs to get these isolated duels going her way.
Let's go,
And that she does. 3 for Meow already. This is looking likely here. The Rose though with the flash. Marsha with the takedown. And Meow.
अरे भाई POV दिखाओ यार. POV.
Meow gets a 4th.
Bro,
But the ace is denied, and
POV,
round
POV.
2 is won by Sight. 9-7 now.
The 1v2
Once again,
POV.
they're coming in big at the end, but look at the attempt here by Meow.
I don't want to talk about the architecture of heaven on top of the B side where the dumps are placed in a cylindrical format behind the backside of the. अरे नहीं चाहिए यार. मेरे को मियाओ का क्रॉसर दिखा दो यार. क्रॉसर दिखा दो यार.
2v1 in favor there of NWJ. In global, they're starting to slack behind here when it's not individual kind of big plays coming out to
He's the
save
biggest
him.
supporter
They just
Israel
seem
actually promote
like
Array
they
Nathilega,
lack
bro.
the rest of the game to come back in the second half.
Yeah, they're trying to run a textbook play. They're looking
तू
to
शांत हो
be
जा, मैं
those
शांत ही हूँ भाई, वो
more constant positions, but when it comes down to it, they look for the bailout play. And speaking of bailout, she's
Bailout?
got Crescent with that takedown yet again.
अब थोड़ा
NWJ
बहरा हो गया शायद.
with a stellar find.
Bhaira
A
means
good moment
deaf,
of
no?
opportunity, and the seaside is there for the taking.
Quick pick off here from MWJ
Shift
and a
करो,
quick
shift
plant
करो,
as
अरे
well.
मत करो.
Could be a very hasty 10th round on the board for him,
Sneak away.
especially looking at how little weaponry they've got here. So
बहरा
if
means
you're
deaf हो
global
गया.
right now,
बैला तुम थोड़ी सी
maybe
बहरी हो
actually
क्या?
can really look for- I
Guys,
mean, there is
don't be
someone
like
on me
ये
on
सब हो रहा वो
Webcam
सब हो रहा मत
NWJ
मत
side to
करो, वो
side,
सब
so
दोस्त लोग हैं, मैं
they
बोल
can
सकता हूँ
keep
उनको.
those weapons from
खींचो म्याओ,
being
खींचो,
saved up. They might actually be good in the
खींचो
long
उसको
run.
म्याओ.
Honestly,
खींचने
as
के पहले मर
NWJ
गया.
look to clean up this site,
जय श्री राम.
Hero fights back. She's the only
जय
one
श्री राम.
standing, and the reinforcements arrive to help out their member over onto the corner.
Bind by
Yeah,
GX is good ना,
NWJ,
हाँ.
They get a round win, but you can see
देखता हूँ,
here
इस मैच के
for
बाद देखता हूँ
GE
उनका
Phoenix,
मतलब
there are moments, Black
पुराना
and Blue,
पुराना स्कोर
where I
वगैरह
feel
सब.
fundamental errors do cost them some of these rounds or these opportunities.
तुम लोग को कभी इतना जोर से टट्टी आने लगता है, you feel like you need to take a shit so fast, and when you run to the bathroom, you take your shots and you sit down. Has it ever been so disappointing that it was just a fart all the while? Do you guys feel me? I mean, do you not feel me, but do you guys relate? Full जोर जोर से रगड़ के ऐसा कीचड़ वो आके छोड़ देगा, समझ रहे हो?
Specific, and for that attempt, it's the operator out for Muffin.
Yeah, Muffin, she has been at least
अभी नहीं हुआ ये मत
making
बोलो.
space here for GE Phoenix, but Yamori ready.
अभी
to
नहीं हुआ
lead
मत
that
बोलो रे.
charge. And I like this honestly for NWJ.
तुम कभी नहीं हुआ बोले तो झूठ
Hasn't
बोल
has
रहे हो
the
तुम.
best record against Muffin Loop right now in this map alone. Instead, she's willing to lead the forces.
Nice shot, Muffin.
As the Hunter's Fury is forced on out. A nice shot though by Muffin. Crescent is gone, and that's a big target of opportunity here for GE.
She still has a dash as well because she never had
Hide
to
more.
prep for the initial fight.
Yes.
Early pick off here in the Crescent, so that's going to be big.
Nice shot! Oh, Muffin, शादी करो मुझे.
And a great shot found here by Muffin.
Yeah, Muffin has had Yamori's number throughout this matchup, especially when it's operator versus operator. GE Phoenix though, just
Come,
with those
register
two
शादी करो
commanding
मुझे.
kills,
Sorry, dude.
that's enough for
Sorry.
them to silence any kind of ambition here from NWJ.
Sorry,
And
sorry.
if this keeps up, this
Sorry.
might be a save
Sorry.
here for the offense already.
Sorry, रे. Sorry. Sorry,
Difficult
sorry.
now, Dax.
Sorry.
Not to say the very
Sorry,
least here for
30
NWJ
seconds.
in this type of round, but
Sorry.
all hope is not lost. They got the economy for the next. The smart
watching.
thing here to do is to be safe, honestly. A swing like that is going to fall right into the hands of Muffin.
Muffin around ace लिया तो मैं खुद around Muffin ने ace लिया तो
Are gonna have any
मैं
problem
खुद
with completing the ace.
नहीं, कुछ
That's
नहीं
an
बोला.
ace
मैं तो
for
complete नहीं
Muffin.
किया.
Quick
मैं तो
and
complete
easy
नहीं किया.
classic at the end too.
What a
मैं तो कुछ नहीं
play
बोला.
and what a stellar
मैं तो कुछ नहीं
showing.
बोला.
We've
मैं तो
seen
कुछ
it
नहीं बोला.
even at the
Complete
start of the
नहीं किया.
game with the Marshall. She hit that shot. She just
खाली खाएगा वो तो है. There will be a ton of gas just before that, one small piece and later full bore. I swear, bro. जैसे तू टट्टी करने बैठेगा ना, ऐसा ऐसा गिरेगा फिर करके उठेगा, ऐसे देखेगा तू. और उतना छोटा आता है, साफ करने का भी नहीं पड़ता, समझ लो.
There, perhaps just saving what you've got would have been the better option, but they thought otherwise, and at least gets Muffin Loop going. That's a dangerous
कुछ
thing
रिश्ता
to
भेजेगा, हाँ भाई. मफिन के
leave
सारे
to
शॉट लग रहे हैं और
chance,
एक
though.
तरफ
If you get a player like Muffin
मत
Loop
बोल पे.
with that type of momentum, she can absolutely turn
Sorry,
this game
sorry.
around in
But
their
सच है
favor.
भाई.
yeah, she has
Genuinely such a.
one of the best feelings in this game. But
Oh,
Bela also stellar
hallelujah.
shot to begin with, or you feel you're caught in the cross. And this is where we can see for GE Phoenix how they peak in a safer kind of position, how they play a bit slowly. It can be an advantage. Yamori Pepper
आज की learning never was supposed to be like
GE
me.
Phoenix
Sorry.
hold down
I'm
this A
sorry.
site for now.
I'm sorry.
Luckily, she's able to get out of it, and the shock dart didn't connect as cleanly as they initially would have wanted here. Muffin, oh, almost getting timing there, but it's a wraparound from NWJ as
Cast करो, cast
Scythe
करो.
looking to try and slice the C side up
And now the aftershock. अरे वो bridge cult का नाम भूल गया, छोड़ दो. Now a beautiful. अरे मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ recasting. ये aerial view में मैं नहीं कर सकता.
Rose actually getting the attention. Meow winning that long range duel, and Kiri's there too. It's all going GE's way, and Sky Elise. Well, maybe now it's a reality check. Down to the ground. It's GE Phoenix who are clawing their way back in this game.
Huge aftershock here as well, thrown out by Rose, and
Flop करके आवाज आती है जब fall होता
any
है.
attempt that NWJ otherwise would have had. You saw because of that, it isolated Crescent who was kind of pressured. Do I pull back or do I try to
Pressure.
take space?
देखा?
Maybe get the kill.
देखा?
off?
उसने
And
भी
Rose
pressure बोला.
connects, even while kind of stunned.
Pressure बोला उसने भी. Pressure वही है रे. So basically तुम लोग ऐसा जाते हो ना, मैं बताता तुम लोग ऐसा जाके ऐसा उतर के ऐसा बैठते हो ना, बैठने के बाद इतना इतना आएगा, थोड़ा सा आके फिर ऐसा उठ जाएगा तो वापस पहन के आ जाएगा भाई, इतना सही आता. बट लेकिन ऐसा एक साउंड आएगा उसमें से निकल जाता. अच्छे ब्रो अरे 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 ब्रो, अरे यार मत करो यार.
Half Meow especially, but we are seeing them step on up. We're seeing GE Phoenix try to fix some of their fundamental mistakes, be in better positions, have these better timings, and it's working out better for them as they're catching out.
तुम लोग को समझा रहा रे, समझा रहा.
Especially in those slower moments before the fight really unfolds.
Well, let's see how this fight
थोड़ा
will
खाना ज्यादा
unfold
खा लिया
next.
आज. I'm having lunch. अरे माफ करो ना यार फ्रेंड्स, लंच सब खा रहे हो बट लेकिन जो भी खाओ एंड में तो वही आना है. तुम रेड कलर का वो ब्राउन नहीं आएगा, ब्लू कलर का वो ब्राउन नहीं आएगा यार. चिल करो ना यार, लाइफ का फैक्ट्स बात कर रहा हूं मैं तो.
Adaptable spot where it does come down with. This is a good smoke thrown out here by Oreophilia, especially as they make noise early on. The scan does come on out though, and that's one big problem because this smoke typically would cut that information off. Because they have the Sova here posted up in the main, NWJ, rather global, they're just so aware of what's happening still.
Yeah, and not only that, I noticed a while ago by Garage, Bela was near the doorway. I think she heard that turret being placed especially. And GE Phoenix, they know it's a bit more scattered here on the offense as NWJ.
Bro, I'm hitting this side.
Command position taken by now towards Cubby. A slower push here from sight. But you mentioned it a while ago.
I am talking facts, bro.
This pace.
If science fellow says this means you call him scientist. If commerce fellow says means chi.
Angles. Here comes Muffin though.
You bro, all discrimination in the world of the world of
Check your corners. But the
Meow
couch there from
16K,
Meow
you have been
allows
caught.
Oreophilia to get that takedown.
You have been caught drawing Picasso art with your bullets and Sealam.
Instead, the true test,
Kidding me,
Bela
I'm
versus 2. Might hear them coming. Moving back behind default. Still onto the side right now.
Nice shot, Bela.
What a shot of Sky Elite. That's big. Not gonna be big enough to fight against Marsh. But it's 2v1. Here comes Muffin. Scope in hand. The corner being taken here by Margin. Well, this is a dart. This is gonna get the scan. This is gonna get the info, I believe. And there's the operator shot. GE Phoenix needs one.
Good hold,
and
good
Kiri
hold,
will
good hold.
deliver. We are
Meow full Picasso moment. Hey Siri, can you send a message to Meow to ask her to send me the PDF that of the saved file image of the Pixart that she was doing on Sealam? Thank you, love it so much. ये सच में कर रही है. अच्छा let me please फिर से बोला था आपको पेट करा होगा. Is it necessary to take on Indian player in G franchise roster? It's not about being necessary. This global esports is an Indian team. It's not necessary at all. You can have anybody you want. You cannot be able from Antarctica also play. Technically, they should be from the Earth. That's all. Hi, Nikhil. मेरा हो गया lunch आप बोल ले.
Play style just benefit global as they're able to not only reposition the op and have them in the proper spot, but also have those stars prepped beforehand.
Hello, Muffin.
as much
आपका
as
नीचे
possible
जल रहा.
against the opposition. We've seen it in open
पैर
one.
का नीचे जल रहा वो
And
माली
open two. If GE Phoenix can be a bit more meticulous on their approach, they will try to find
Good shit. Very important round.
opportunities. And you said it yourself.
So in this round we win the game.
She's been getting away with things unpunished.
One क्यों
by
कर दिया?
NWJ. Now we get the Hunter's Fury.
अरे मियाँ
Nice
पतली
there.
है बे.
Left to Yamori to go for the cross. On
Hey,
top of
kya
the trade,
backup
but
tha?
Vela still gets a takedown. Or Euphelia's there though with the trade. And now Crescent finds Rose too. Meow though, all alone, trying to go
Next.
for the hold. Fights back at least. One falls.
Whoa!
Makes that
Man,
two.
Mark
At least
Kasam,
damage
bro.
done in 2v2. Doable here for GE.
Mark
Phoenix
Kasam,
as
salute,
NWJ
I love you, bro.
gets the plant going.
She had 2 bullets in the magazine, by the way, and she connected that final shot with just 2 left remaining. Now,
I genuinely love you, bro,
some
Sanoli.
time.
they
Deep,
expect it?
difficult. Flank
No.
here. It connects. Perfect timing from Muffin. And now it's a 1v2 Marche and another difficult clutch.
Yeah, similar scenario. Deja vu indeed, but a different corner now by Muffin. Flies high
No way.
and will deny NWJ of any kind of glory. Here comes Muffin Loop, and there
Aloo
goes
game,
GE
extra
with
you
the
want?
lead.
Aloo, hame parota order panna. But to calm down, man. We know how difficult it is to go such a stage. Just another game home, the best for her. Thank you, bro. Vora. Thank you, Vora.
Duelist.
तुम शादी करोगे एक गोरा?
Here,
No,
Muffin.
bro. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't
Where
mean
to
it, bro.
go?
I didn't mean it,
What
bro.
timings to potentially and
Oh wait, you still
just worked out
Saulo, I
the
can't
goal
believe
to
you still
now
remember that, bro.
round
Parata,
three.
mame, vela vachu mame,
Come
those snacks
back,
mari potran.
take the lead over.
Bro, mame. Wait, Sauro, I can't believe you still remember that, dude. Oh my god. So I'll tell you after this round what happened. Wait,
Side
this.
forced to go for
Oh
1v2.
my god,
What
Sauro.
happens? Another GE win. You mentioned it here though. It is just GE right now. Keeping up with success. Getting dub after dub. While Crescent's thinking about the fault line, Muffin Loop wants to go for the push.
Jai Shri Ram, usko bachao
To
re!
get the
Bachao
shot
re!
going, but survives for now. Good damage done though by NWJ at the very least. Making sure Muffin Loop and Bela
कहाँ
are
stream हो
low
रहा है?
HP.
इधर ही stream हो रहा है, इधर देखो ना.
Perhaps these can be targets.
इधर
Like
देखो
shots
ना
not
यार.
gonna happen. GE
Please, bro,
Phoenix
watch here, no, project.
now.
Whatever language you want me to speak in, I will speak to you in that language, project. Please watch here, bro.
They can definitely do damage.
मुझे अभी जाना है. Watch
Yes,
to तेरे
Bela and
just.
Muffin have to be careful of the position, the predicament they're
All the
being
best, bro.
placed in
Have a
right
good
now.
shit.
See sight looking to be split on up. Operator is gonna
नहीं चला, नहीं चला.
prove
Thank
to
you.
be a problem here moving forward.
Speak Punjabi.
Have to use one of these.
पंजाबी कुड़ियाँ तेरे ब्राउन रंग दे सुबह टट्टी की है तो शाम को भी आएगा. Nice me out, Muffin.
Here we go yet again. The M&M's, 2 fights. The blades are there though, and there you have it. Low
We have
HP,
Rose ulti.
punished.
Kiri, आ जाओ. We have Rose ulti. We can win this, bro.
NWJ, they got out of the woods,
Nice.
and they get
Last player
clear
standing.
past GE Phoenix, looking likely as it's all left to carry now. 1v3.
planted.
Sky Elise with the plants, and NWJ. They force the issue.
Unlucky, bro, that
went for the
big pick
push.
was.
Here we go yet again. Take 2, but Kiri wins it. 1v2 right now. Sky Elise actually backing away towards Long alongside Yamori. They planted for that angle anyway. The dart's there. Gets
She must have known. Both of them are long now.
and Yamori, she picked out the operator, wants to do what Muffin has been doing to them all throughout these past few rounds. There you have it. Shot through the hearts. And you're to blame. It's an 11-11 scoreline. A thrifty win even here for Sight.
So guys, last time what happened? I think Meow 16 k clutched around or something. I said, I don't know if I said it to whom. I said it to Meow or Muffin or whoever. So basically, as soon as Meow got a clutch or something, I started telling to Meow, ki, let me stay at your house. I can cook. I can play, you know, because we lost every round. I saw I'm going, dude. अरे nothing like that, bro. चिल है. Speak बोला तो ये तो गाने लगा. जी. Speak French. French. Can I have a croissant? तेरा काम में डालूंगा croissant. मत बोल पंजाबी bro. टीपन पहले ही पंजाबी songs का कातल कर रहा है. Bro, I know Punjabi, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know Punjabi. I don't know what it means also.
That low HP because Bela and Muffin Loop were the ones trying to at least get the catch on the split approach by NWJ. It was punished so quickly. A long
say
range
that,
sheriff
acha,
shot,
wow,
mind
bhul
you.
gaya tha.
And it wasn't even a headshot anyway.
Bro, if you watch all G matches, hey, guys,
to actually get in there.
let's not talk
Just
about all that. Let's
early
watch
bit
G
of
Phoenix now.
counteracting
Why are we talking about G
Proving
Astra?
evidence down
Let's
the
watch
line.
G Phoenix.
Yeah, it was through the wall
Chill,
as well,
guys.
through the platform, and then
वो थोड़ा छोड़ देना भाई, थोड़ा chill करते ना. आजो देखते आजो. Speak Telugu. నేను తెలుగు ने bro. Goes my mother tongue is Telugu. I know Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, and English are pretty fluent.
I don't want to kind of dissuade Muffin from going for some of those
What,
peaks of
Papa?
her where
Papa?
catches him with off timing is
G में
now
कोई
we
Phoenix
actually
नहीं
get
है.
a proper gun
अरे
round.
ये
This
टीम का
is
नाम ही G
so
Phoenix है. ओ अजमल भाऊ, ये टीम का नाम ही जी फिनिक्स है। जी में कोई फिनिक्स नहीं है, जी में कोई फिनिक्स, अरे टीम का नाम है रे बाबा।
Blue. Muffin can't hear you because she's still peeking towards that B side anyway. And Carrie's the one who might be in trouble. Realize the situation. Goes for the owl drone and needs to back away as soon as possible because Yamori wants to barrel down that side of the map. What's there? The Rolling Thunder is the answer. Cloudburst right now as NWJ move their way toward A side.
They use the scan, but I would wager to try and save that here for the retake itself specifically. Rolling Thunder
Three
and
ults.
the Hunter's Fury with the lockdown.
अरे उसको पे मार दिया।
Before the spike is placed, big commit.
She's steeping C.
Oreo has a plan from the shadows right now as it's a scrap fest on that A site. In the end though, it's 2v2 and Oreo just says,
Run,
"I'm
run,
out,
run,
peace.
run, run,
I
run,
ain't
run,
dealing with
instant
that."
run, instant run, instant run,
Oh, but now
instant
this
run,
is
instant
what's
go take
here.
the fight. अरे नहीं 1v1 काय को दे रहे हो?
I think you can tell, they can tell that it's towards C, but you can
Yeah.
also see that Rose is trying to be aware of the flank coming from Crescent.
It's okay bro, instantly,
Still there. They know that Oreo
instant
still-
start diffusing.
Only one rather.
Instant
who
start
dipped on the way.
diffusing.
And this time around,
अरे उनका पियो सोवा को दिखाओ, FSL observer बाबू,
gonna go for a potential punish
show me the
on
Sova, show me my G
Portals.
people who are
Caroline,
retaking.
Fury, and Rose actually
Oh, they
decide
know.
to make their way towards the site.
One enemy
Have it a
remaining.
bit of an angle. Oreo crafting it well. Can she deliver though in this scenario? She put the package down towards that C
Player
side.
standing.
Signed, sealed, and maybe
Played so
even
well.
delivered. So well done here by NWJ. They're the ones on match points.
What a way to recover, Dax. So much committed here by Global towards that A site. Hunter's Fury, Lockdown, and the Rolling Thunder.
लॉर्डबाथुरा
That's what you
चिंपांजी
can
लग
see,
रहा है।
or
अबे
rather,
ओजी
hear
ज्वाइन
me
कर रहा
kind
हूँ
of
ना।
comment on the side, like they're doing all this before the plant even is stuck.
Losing to Orgless team without
That's a
logo.
problem.
Black
You have to-
Lung Morgan. An Orgless team without logo shows the amount of following that you have been giving to the Valorant Champions Tour Game Changers Pacific Open 2023. This team is a team called Scythe NWJ, previously known as Big Scythe. And they just let go of the roster, so they're competing like this. And the score is 12-11. They have not lost yet. And here you are, who says, भाई 1 रन में हारना और 100 रन में हारना सेम ही तो है, हारना ही तो है। नहीं यार, फर्क पड़ता है, फर्क पड़ता है ब्रो।
But from time
Chill
to
करो।
time, it's just those small
Chill bro, Black Lung Morgan,
outplays
chill।
done by Scythe, punishing GE.
अरे सार्थक तो चुप छोड़।
Are over eager and
RN
the case
Global
right
Esports. Global
now, the
Esports
defense is
is
on the lesser buy here.
female roster is called
It's
Global
always
Esports
a bad thing,
Phoenix.
'cause a lot of times you do want to kind of start that retake attempt when you hear the spike
Nice.
trying to be planted, but you have to be
Nice.
absolutely certain that they're going to commit to
Oh.
it. Looking to push in
The
here.
shorty!
No, the shorty doesn't connect up Yamori, and Bela gets the one for free.
She's ready and she's gonna go for the spray down because of the flash. Rose
Wait,
over
wait,
to
wait,
take
Rose,
down
stay
in
alive,
the
stay alive,
second.
stay alive,
The
stay alive, stay
advantage
alive.
is GE so
Stay
far.
alive.
Rose still sticking on around. Oreo with the kill, and here comes Yao and Kiri too.
Rose,
All the
well
angles
played,
and all the
Rose. Well
opportunities in
played, Rose.
overtime.
Well played,
That
Rose.
was
Switching
crucial
sides.
Shivi or
here
Lucky, it's
coming
not
on
Shivi, bro.
in.
उसका नाम भूल
That
गया
should
था।
have been the
Knight
kill.
Rider,
She was
I
right
love you
in
too,
her
bro.
face. The first
Chavin,
one goes
I
over
love you
her
too, bro,
shoulder.
yeah.
The second one right
Thoda yaar.
beside the ear. And it could have been it on the entry. It just allowed Global
और क्या लगता है मैं
flank on behind.
Kiri cutie नहीं bro. Kiri is genuinely like my sister. I can't say anything to her. The others are friends, but Kiri is genuinely my मेरा दीदी जैसा है, मेरा बहन जैसा है। I कुछ नहीं बोल सकता उसको। Genuinely she's like
I
a
didn't
sister
even
to me.
notice Meow.
I'm
coming
thinking
in
not
for
for
ball
me
until
honestly
the
not
very
at her best.
end.
Yeah bro,
Those
I
are the
swear
moments we see
she's
here
playing
from
like this when
GE
she's
Phoenix.
sick.
There's
मैं तो
no
बोलता हूँ हर हफ्ते आइसक्रीम खा के बीमार पड़ जाओ तो ऐसे ही खेलेगा तो। When if Meow says she can play only like this when she's sick, get sick. I will only send ice cream to you.
Well,
Every Friday night I will
opening
send you
down
ice cream.
here,
Eat, fall sick and
first
play like
map
this.
Of this
Hi, bro,
entire
man.
Open 3 stage weekend. And we already go into overtime.
Hi Saurav.
How
Did Indian team qualify for VCT Pacific?
accurate this must be. I think this isn't the first time we've seen
Who's
this
the coach?
happen.
Cray for
The
Kappa?
opening
I
map
don't
of
know
the
bro.
Weekend of an open, but
Yeah.
move on forward now.
Yeah.
Attacking side,
Indian
Global are
team,
back
Indian
on.
team is there in franchisee bro.
This is where we have seen sometimes them
Elite is the
very
tournament that
sneaky,
happens,
taking
bro. And
games a
yes,
few rounds in a row.
Orangutan has played Elite once.
Continuing that
Global
momentum
Esports
deep
Phoenix, I don't think has
into the
played Elite
half.
yet.
We've seen
I think this will be their first Elite that they'll be
My
playing
eyes
after
are
winning
still in
one match.
muffin loop. If she can take command of a game, she will do
Yeah, it's
so.
Kappa. सब बैन
I
ये
just gotta
नहीं,
say,
सब
though,
सब
man,
नहीं, सिर्फ किरी
maybe there's a reason
किरी
why you
और
never
रोज
saw this
रोज
matchup
दोस्त
in
है
the open when it
और
opened.
रोज मतलब पहले
Not
से
in the
रोज
Swiss
बाबी है
stage, not
बाकी
in
सब
the playoff bracket.
Strife is best
Yeah,
coach.
Z2
I don't know, bro.
teams,
I have
we've
no
seen
comments
how
on
their
that.
peaks have brought them towards the fourth place in their
I don't want to
respective
comment
events.
on that.
The fact
Visual
that this
console
game
में
is
मोबाइल
so
गर्लफ्रेंड के पास
evenly
फ्रेंचाइजी
matched right now, black and blue, and
30 seconds
it's
left.
such a treat to see what GE Phoenix and NWJ have in store for us. But eventually, it's a C take. No one to call it home. Sky Elise already retreating towards Link. It's going to be a 5v5 retake.
Yeah, it's a quick plant.
Two of you play side.
Question
Planted.
about that, so it's gonna be a 5v5 as you said. Full commitment on either side. Garage being controlled here by Global. It's gonna be as utmost
Yeah, but-
They don't know. They don't know.
Is away.
No.
One.
Trade, nice
No,
trade,
only
Leo.
the
Nice
one,
trade, nice
but
trade.
They get 2 kills going their way here. Meow answering back. The scan on perfect. Yamori aware, but the flank from Kiri's has to be big.
They all went for that garage,
though.
and now NWJ will just
Wapas
refuse it
yaar.
anyway. Such a whimper at the very end. GE Phoenix, their plan
Bro,
was
this is
to
the
just
second round we're
collapse onto
losing
that
to a defeat
garage
like that,
and
dude.
use that to get back towards the site. Look at that wraparound from both the Breach and the Soba. What NWJ does is, okay, let's win the site. Oh, no one's here. Cool, let's defuse and call it a day. And exactly what happened. Sight yet again, finding those moments to just get the defuse under the noses of GE.
Yeah, a bit of an anticlimactic end there for the round. Good. I mean, the idea.
अनलकी था रे, वो लोग स्टिक कर रहे रे, ये लोग को स्टिक करने का बहुत बहुत मजबूत आदत है. The Sushma Yadav, the orb will fail. You just can't keep making changes to the roster just because they didn't perform well. Hence had a rough patch, but he is still being backed by Sen. In job, if you are able to do good for the company, until then it's good. But as soon as you do not perform, ready for layoffs. That's the same in esports. But as us as Indians make our attachments. Huh? No, bro, nothing like that and all. No, man. அவன் கேர்டு பட்டின சார மாட்டான் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டியா அங்கே கிச்சன்ல வச்சிருவோம் நான் எடுத்துறேன் கிச்சன்ல இருக்குது ஆக்சுவலி இந்த டேபிள் இப்போ கஷ்டம் மிஸ் ஆகும் அது வெள்ளை டேபிள் மேல கிச்சன்ல எறும்பு வருது பாரு அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் திங் corporate jobs and esports is a totally different thing. This is what a professional does. And no bro, sorry, I don't want to get in. You guys, Spirit, Sushant Yadav, Sushma Yadav, fight.
And
मैं नहीं आ रहा हूँ
maybe a hope and
नहीं
a
आ रहा, नहीं आ
prayer
रहा.
with it. NWJ
तुम लोग
though,
देख लो
looking
मैं
likely
वापस
to hit
गुस्सा
that
करूंगा
C-side.
फुकट में मैं नहीं आ रहा
Her
तुम लोग देख
setup is awaiting her.
फाइट
He's all alone, but we've seen her be big and coming huge when they need.
अरे उपेंद्र भाई तेरा तो अलग ही है मैं टट्टी आ रहा हूँ बोल रहा तो तेरे को टट्टी आ रहा है मैं भूख खाना नाम बोला तो तेरे को भूख लग रहा है
Flash.
Flash connects, but
Second flash.
the scan as well. That now confirms where she is. Yamori big pick off, and the second goes her way. Rose responds.
She can't fight and she can't see.
Oh, nice
and
shot.
now it's Muffin Loop there at the ready.
had
With
got-
Crescents will punish
she had
her.
got out
accordingly.
alive there, it would have
3v1
been-
now, and for sight.
Kiri if you win this 1v3 I swear to God the next bundle is
They
on me
set
bro
up. Crescents there gets
If
the
not,
intel.
chat
It's
में से
all
10
up
लोग
in
अभी
the air
membership
now.
लेंगे.
As the owl drone looks for a target, gets a tag, knows exactly where she is, and here for sight. They weathered the storm of GE Phoenix. They're ready now for whatever awaits, and they will take the map pick away.
try, nice
In
try, nice
overtime
try.
it goes, but it's a 14-12 victory here for sight.
All the way to the end. What a way to win the map in overtime. And even though there were some nice
Aye.
attempts and nice
Indeed.
moments from Global, it's about closing out that matters the most. And we saw it be a big problem for them here. Some
Worth watching this video, fed up a like and sub. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
It almost seemed like it would
Guys.
work, and then it
guys
didn't.
guys रुको अभी टाइम है मेरे को फाइट में पार्ट लेने का और निकालो हाइफे को और किरी जैसी बॉट को ले यही होगा ठीक है हिरल भाई आपने बोल दिया तो जरूर जी ने सुना होगा जरूर हिरल भाई जरूर सुना होगा आप वैसे उनसे टियर 1 ऑर्ग में टॉप टियर कंपटीशन और अंडर स्ट्रेस खेलते हो आप हिरल भाई क्रिटिसिज्म इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम हेट ब्रो मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि क्रिटिसिज्म मत दो क्रिटिसिज्म दो भाई सबको दो क्रिटिसाइज देम सेइंग यू प्लेड बैड दिस एंड दैट यू कैन गो अराउंड सेइंग जो डैश तूने 8वां राउंड में मारा वो गलत है तू वो तभी बोल सकता है, तभी तेरे को एक्सपीरियंस है टीयर 1 क्या होता है। मैं इतने लोग के साथ रह चुका हूं, मैं प्रो प्लेयर हूं भी नहीं, मैं 6th में था, आई कंसिडर माई सेल्फ सेमी प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर। मैं खुद नहीं बोलता कि बेंच प्लेयर को जाके मुंह पे भाई तूने गलती की है। हाँ तभी मेरे को जेन्युइनली सबको जानता होगा, जिसको मिनिमम गेम सेंस है वो बोलेगा तो चलेगा। और हाइफे को क्या निकाला, हाइफे को निकाला गया कि नहीं, जी ने पर्सनल चैट में डाला है, हाइफे ने ट्वीट किया कि ऐसे निकाल दिया मेरे को, किसी ने ये क्या हो, कि किसी ने बोला तेरे को, किसी ने बोला तेरे को हिरल भाई? भाई 1990 में तो माँ बाप को पैदा होती था, अभी तो भाई ओवर थिंकिंग और डाउट में ऊपर पैदा हो ही जा रहे लोग, पैदा हो ही जा रहे। कुछ मत बोलो यार, कूल नहीं बनते हो यार आप ऐसे। मैं भी वैसे ही था यार 11th-12th में, बहुत अटेंशन सीकिंग था, जाट भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता किसी को, जाट फर्क भी नहीं पड़ता। जितने लोग केले में सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट उनसे सब छोड़ के अटेंशन गेन कर रहा था 11th-12th स्टैंडर्ड में। अभी वो लोग है ही नहीं भाई मेरे टच में, वो लोग है ही नहीं मेरे टच में। उनको जाट फर्क नहीं पड़ता मैं क्या कर रहा, मेरे को नहीं पड़ता वो क्या कर रहा। छोड़ दो ना यार, काहे को करता तू, चिल करो, देखो अच्छा लगा जी जी टाइप करो, अच्छा नहीं लगा जी जी गो नेक्स्ट टाइप करो। उसको छोड़ के ये करो वो करो, लफड़ा लसन, अदरक का चटनी, मिर्ची का सालन, कहीं को रे बा, काहे 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 को, क्या लगता मजा तेरे को ये सब बोलने में? तू ही बनता है जो जो गली क्रिकेट में आउट हो जाने के बाद बैट बॉल लेके घर चले जाता तो और सीधा धोनी को कमेंट कर रहा है, धोनी ने गलती किया। यार मत करो यार, अच्छा नहीं लगता, अच्छा नहीं लगता। मैं जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूँ आप लोग को, मैं जेन्युइनली बोल रहा हूँ, 2 मिनट फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेरे को, जेन्युइनली बोल रहा। हाय रे हाय मटका, जेन्युइनली बोल रहा, मत करो, नको करो ऐसा, नको। हो गया मेरा आ रहा। Hey bro, now I'm calling out 3-4 people in chat. Spirits, Sushma, Black Lung, everybody. Stop speaking about other players now. वरना सबको टाइम आउट दूंगा, छोड़ दो। स्पिरिट्स तो डिफेंड कर रहा है, सुषमा तो अफेंड कर रहा है, वो कवर ड्राइव खेल रहा है, मेरे को नहीं मालूम, छोड़ दो, छोड़ दो, खत्म करो प्लीज, प्लीज खत्म करो प्लीज। लमाओ रॉसी डी राइडर्स टियर 1 में इतना चांसेस नो वन गेट्स, इवन मास्टर्स विनर डेफो हैड टू गो टू चाइना टियर 3 after one bad season. Ross is I think one of the phone does it is a franchising. Okay, Black Lung Morgan. Hey, chup, chup. Nobody's doing anything, bro. There are supporters, there are non-supporters. He is supporting doesn't mean you can ask them to stop supporting. And supporting doesn't mean deriding. बहुत सुबह मूड खराब कर देता रहे नो। Hey, yeah, bro. Thank you, students. No more discussion, no, bro. No more discussion. First of all, what you guys are having is not why you crying. I am crying. God in the celestial fan. क्यों मैच नहीं दिख रहा उधर? इतने हेटर्स बने बैठे हो, इससे अच्छा इंडिया रिप्रेजेंट करके आओ फिर। वो बात तो सही है। किरी का रियल एज क्या है? शायद 19 का 20 का है, पता नहीं रे, शायद 19 या 20 का है शायद। आई एम नॉट पुल योर ओन चीक्स ऑन कैम, पुल माय ओन चीक्स ऑन कैम। When can we see you in movies? Hopefully, bro. I don't know, bro. Don't know. It's very hard. घर पे उतना बातें बिता करके सब छोड़ के माइक म्यूट हो गया। हेलो, माइक म्यूट हो गया नहीं रे? हेलो हेलो, आ रहा ना आवाज मेरा? मेक योर ओन मूवी। तुम मेक योर ओन कोल्ड वाटर जैसा बोला वो, वैसा नहीं मिलता। मैं क्यों रोऊं? कोल्ड वाटर जैसा बोला तुम. నువ్వు స్లిమ్ ఆగి కానిస్తుంది. Right, slightly bro, slightly because. Whose map pick was this? अच्छा क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मानसी. नहीं मालूम. नहीं मालूम, रुको देखता. हमारा पिक था. हमारा पिक था. हमारा पिक था. हमारा पिक था. Yes, crowd so toxic, so I left professional CS:GO. Bro, no, bro. That is very wrong, bro. Just because somebody else is toxic, you leaving your dreams and you leave, no, bro. You are wrong at this point. सुषमा भाई, आपको क्या बोला मैं? I'll take it, bro. So yes, for all those asking about movies and everything, I don't know, bro. To start auditioning again, I have to first save some money and get my portfolio done. After that, I plan to record some monologues and start sending it to them. And after that, hopefully, if we make it, we make it. Because I don't know, bro. I'm at a very bad point in life. It was for someone in chat. Don't let it be for anybody in chat. Please. You and Anna sound so similar. Thank you. Should I produce a movie for you? Nakko re. तुम लोग तुम्हारा पैसा बचाओ, माँ बाप को संभालो. संभालो मतलब? But to send the power bank link. This is a scam. It has nothing to do with power. It has nothing to do. I just wear it because I like it. The scam. The scam. Nakko karo. The scam. You guys can have different opinions. Just don't. Yes, correct. Yes, bro. Abhi. Yes, sir. Nakko karo. ये scam है. ये 4000 का क्या power मिलता? जैट भी नहीं मिलता इससे. कुछ नहीं मिलता भाऊ. मैं बोल रहा तुम. कुछ नहीं मिलता. Do some dancing. We want entertainment. हाँ तो यहाँ कौन सा पैसा वेस्ट हो रहा है तेरे लिए? ओजी वाला मैच करेगा तो तब आऊँगा भाई. हाँ समन भाई, अभी भी देख सकते हो. बट ओजी वाला मैच 5:30 को है. नया घर से खेल रही है मतलब कैफे जाएगी. Next movie Pachai Veeran 2 sequel for Manje. Dayavasili bro, Chiyamadara. Dayavasili. You better spend that for my 1 month Wi-Fi recharge then. Yeah, bro. Genuinely, bro. It's a scam. Nothing it is there, bro, in this. Skrrr, skibbity bop, 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 bop. Yes, 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 yes. Skrrr, skibbity. SA12 इवेंट के लिए नहीं जा रहे हो? जा रहा ना. जा रहा. Go t-shirtless Batu, please. Hello, excuse me. Don't make me feel the shies. Damn, was waiting for this. अबे मानसी क्या हो गया तेरे को? अरे मानसी क्या हो गया? This is what happens when your sister doesn't give you the PC. पागल हो जाते हैं. For example, presenting you मटका. Skibidi dop 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 dop. Yes, 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 yes. Skibidi bor, skibidi babidi dabidi dabidi dab. Guys, like करो ना थोड़ा. ASMR please. जुबानियाँ तेरी जुल्फों के चमटकाए, तू क्या करेगा रे साला पानी पूरी टिका है. मैं क्यों सीरीज बदला? हस्बैंड वाज डूइंग बट इन बजट. वो बजट ही तो नहीं है ना मेरी जान. करता कुछ Take initiative, yeah, bro. Getting out of a very dark spot in life is hard. Understand? I'm shirtless right now. It's very hot today in my area. Daddy, chill. Sorry, my dad might be watching this shit. My dad might actually be watching this. I can't do all this. Hey, parle se. Sauce? Lord Sasura. Yes sir, अभी yes sir. Guys, थोड़ा Instagram में follow हो जाता तो इधर बारिश बंद ही नहीं हो रहा भाई, इधर भी नहीं हो रहा भाई. थोड़ा Insta में follow हो जाता तो try working with agencies. I'm in talks, bro. I've started talking. Follow तो किया है, follow back नहीं आया. Follow back private से करता हूँ मैं सब. हम लोग. Is raining so bad? Wait, is it raining here also? Only fast. अभी मैंने नहीं. Guys, do you want to see the view that I see? Do you guys want to see the view that I see from my balcony? Wait, I'll show you what I see from my balcony. मस्त ना? मस्त ना? Bangalore, yeah, Bangalore. All I see is the traffic. What is the time? This traffic is because work is going on there, bro. Main road end. Whose balcony is this? My balcony. I'm video calling you. Pick up. No, not on screen. Tips on increasing subscribers, please. I have no idea, bro. Genuinely don't have any idea, bro. Genuinely so happy to see like so many people coming back to watch my stream. I'm genuinely thankful you all for actually coming here. मैं तो करके रखा है बट तो कभी कभी बातें भी हो जाती है. Location reveal. Oh, what reveal? Genuinely, I don't know, bro. But it's hard to grow your audience with Valorant, bro, in India. It's hard to grow in India being a streamer, bro. Start creating content, stop streaming. Video content is much more approachable to audience than your streams. बस अब रो मत देना एक मिनट नहीं. आजकल तो रोना चालू नहीं हो रही चीज. हाय ब्रजीती कैसा है? Clinic plus shampoo. Oh shit, I forgot to remove the shampoo bottle from that. Oh shit. Forgot to take that, dude. My background is nice. You guys like this, huh? You guys like it? Recently किया था. Hi Pixel. ये बॉटल कितने लीटर्स का है? ये 2 लीटर्स. 2 लीटर्स. 150 rupees. भाई अच्छे पता है. This is 700 rupees. Good, it's very strong also. This is 700 rupees. I've got it in Mumbai DIY. 776. Hi Shruti. That food wala video is opa. Are, thank you. Wake up to reality, nothing ever causes pain. I feel you, bro. Do you have a bottle? Yep. Hey, bro, wait, ladies. Hey, bro, ladies in the chat, bro. Do you guys see this? I can't show it to you. Bro, I have small pimple-like thing that have started coming up, bro. पैसा उसको shit. वो क्या बोलूं रे उसको चलो वो लगाना है मेरे को तो उसका याद नहीं है फूड की वजह से फूड तो इधर जाता है ना इधर थोड़ी जाता है मैं थोड़ी पनीर बटर मसाला ग्रेवी लेके ऐसा डब्बा तो ऐसा खाता हूँ ना मैं थोड़ी चिकन ग्रेवी को ऐसा थोड़ी करता हूँ मैं My mom said don't take plastic bottle. मैंने लिया गाली पड़ी वाट लगा देगा सबकी वो वाला वाट फेस मास्क अभी तो है ही नहीं रूल क्यों पहनो मैं फेस मास्क अभी कौन पहनेगा भाई फेस मास्क रूल ही नहीं है अभी सांस लेने दो पेट में जाता है भाई ऑयली एंड स्पाइसी फूड से होता है तो क्या मैं सिर्फ पानी पी के जीऊं मैं पानी पी के थोड़ी जी सकता छी बतूरे भाई ठीक है वही स्टार्ट हो गया
This is a specific change here from Global because they know the KO's on the other side on Crescents, and one of the best counters to a KO a lot of times is an agent that can play off site that won't be affected by those 0 points.
कंट्रोल में कहो
Being a cipher, or in this case,
मैं
a breach as
कंट्रोल में थोड़ी खाता हूँ मैं तो प्लेट में खाता हूँ
If this is a calculated attempt here, or at least a decision that they made specifically against the squad, especially knowing that they had good history on playing the breach here in Ascent, then this might be exactly what they need to bring this into map 3.
I agree with you. It's a game of keep away that GE Phoenix would love to try out. And speaking of, here they go towards B immediately. Muffin Loop already with that first takedown. Paranoia still connects off the march anyway. She tried to go for the sidestep. This gives a chance here for GE to just go for the push. Crescent still gets 2, and it's 3v2 after everything is said and done. Plant goes down, and GE on site.
Especially with all ghosts on one side and classics merely on the other for the retake. They still get that paranoia. Could be big.
Flash,
cool down off this smoke. It'll take a while. It still plays there towards that
oh
back
shit, she
hall,
has her turret.
Skylise having to deal with
Oh shit, this retake is actually possible thinking about it.
They have to get kills off of this early. They do get damage.
Oh, here comes
Jai Shri Ram! Jai Shri Ram!
Get the kill off the road. It's 1v1 now. Very winnable. And she finds the target. What a leap of faith. And what a way to win. NWJ take pistol.
I said the paranoia. It has to connect perfectly, and that it does. Lining up, hitting all 3 of them, and just sending them into a frenzy and a scramble. The double kill here by Crescents as well, keeping them in the game, keeping them within the fight. And then Skylise getting that one off of the paranoia. So much pressure that folds into, and with them all being low, the right clicks up close are exactly what you would want for that situation. So once more, NWJ stealing around under the noses of
Oh wait,
That
what?
was so quick. Or you feel like
Yo, Pratesh, thank you for the 250.
quickly. The fact that you had Skylise there.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the. Thank you so much, Pratesh, for the 250 on UPI. Thank you.
And after we see
Thank you,
Yamori win it out
Arigato.
versus Muffin Loop.
इसके साथ में आज रात में
I want to talk
चिकन
about a
60
bit
खाता
of history here real quick for Sight while we have this time. Both lines there, Skylise going for the hold. Beautiful double kill as she just lines it up. But this is Sight's map. This is a map they made their names back in Open 1, beating the likes of Capybara Gang and Sapphire, even beating RRQ Kaguya last time around back in, I think, Open 2. So there's so much experience for this team to play this map, and as of right now, it's a good start for them.
nicely
Last player standing.
here
Spike
for the
down B.
Scythe
यहाँ भी
squad.
GE का स्कोर सिंक करा पे अरे अभी तो पहला राउंड ही है ना भाई
Good shot from Bale.
Just the first round, bro.
Not
Chill,
gonna be
chill.
enough to bail them out of this.
It's literally just the first round.
String 2 in a row.
Healthy cow by कुछ.
Fuzz.
Healthy.
I think the real
seen that
problem here is Global. They get off to a good start, but we've seen that
I
the
seen that, though,
streakiness
बराबर.
can be a double-edged
Rocket बना के
sword
उड़ा.
sometimes. If it's going their way, sure, but when it starts to turn heel and the slope, the trend starts to go the opposite direction, then you can see Global, sometimes they might have difficulty in regenerating that
भी देखते हैं कैसे खेलते हैं
getting
लोग.
back to what was working.
Yeah, they have to be careful when they start slumping. And I think here for GE Phoenix, the guns are out. And their biggest key to success is how far and how much of the site they can play in post-plant. If they're stuck in more committed corners, they're not going to get as much value with Rose as they would like. So playing angles like A-main, maybe getting a bit more aggression, courtesy of Muffin Loop, a bit more space. That can help them out in a pinch as we go to the rifle round.
Okay, push on in here. You talked about rifle round. You mentioned it for Global, their first map specifically.
Ooh.
And Crescents! They line up for her! A
Wo
Crescent
kill
boom
kaise उधर?
delivers! And they find the double that
How
they
did she
need
get
to
two
get
there?
themselves an advantage.
No matter if it's waxing or waning, they're just at the ready here for sight. A double up posted towards B main, and Yamori, he's prepared yet again. Hits the shot towards Meow. A marsh only in her hands, but that should stave her off for the time being. Both line the answer, paranoia there, used by Oreophilia. Meow has to wait for the proper timing. Goes to the smoke, here comes Muffin Loop though in position, but Oreophilia is ready for her anyway. It's 2v4 now, and Sight in prime position to win out
30
this
seconds
bonus.
left.
Slow but steady pace for Rose. Meow there by Generator. Both of these players need to come up big if they want to win this round, but Rose is in a difficult spot. Crosses through to the other side. There's a flash right now. She still wants to swing. Go for that contact. Realizes spike in her hands. Fakes out the plant. This time around, goes for the stick, but it's little too late.
Oh, it's a blunder.
Yeah, is ready there. Fear her, love her.
How did
Just
the
NWJ
KO
with
get
bonus.
two there? I want to see the
Plant
replay.
is a bit too wide there, and because of that, it forces out her teammate to
How did
have
the
to
KO get
really
two there? I
aggressively
wanna
hold
know.
the angle. And she gets caught out because of it here, Meow. Playing on towards the dice. Or you
How
feel
did
it
the KO
going
get two there?
huge. Triple for her, the initial paranoia to keep him at bay, and then the swing to take down
Have you ever had
Butcher
hummus?
Muffin.
Hummus, yes, I've tried.
This is looking disastrous for Global early, and with the way that they were able to line him up too there
Hummus,
towards that
really?
B main with player
How do you
like
take
Crescents
membership from
just
phone? Click the link on my.
finding, rather, having her cake, picking it, eating it, having everything going her way.
Timeout? I would have taken
Just
timeout the
going
next
global.
round.
Especially after losing that opening clutch in the pistol round, that can do complete, I guess,
GX wins
or
Phoenix.
your
GX wins
mental and
G
send you to
Phoenix.
dismay.
Yeah, and the thing is, GE Phoenix, they're coming into this map choosing to go on the attacking side first. When you think about that, playing on the scent, you're like, okay, fine. You want to get rid of the hard part first. You have a plan, you have this breach, and you can
I'll leave you,
actually get
Sirako.
strong
Yes,
punches
sir.
on, I'd say, committed positions that NWJ has. But what's been happening? Instead, it's still NWJ with
Placing swamp
control
grenade.
of main, B main especially. The fact that they're able to stave them off, fight in those
Hummus क्या होता है?
have
Hummus
given them
is
so many chances.
चना है ना, चना white चना, उसके साथ थोड़ा वो बना के ग्राइंड करके पेस्ट बना जाता है, स्पाइसेस और ऑलिव ऑयल के साथ ऐड करके.
Just a slump.
वेजिटेरियन है, हाँ जी.
Slippery slope they're on right now, because it could definitely be one or the other. Look at this! No fear at all. Snap is on in for the short
What?
game. Oh, Meow finding her.
What did Yamori do?
Careful because Meow is here, ready to be that apex.
What did she do,
Send.
dude?
Finds the kill onto one. That's a gun picked up here by
ये
GE.
किया क्या है?
And that's one thing they're stellar at.
Get out of my
Using
way.
utility to go for the punish. Catch out members who over-aggress, and it's a push towards B instead.
Funny how she side dashed into that as well. Didn't even look at the smoke.
I understood.
Key, but
I don't know. I have no idea. What? Why did she even do that?
Holding the D key. True. True.
Yeah,
Sometimes people hold
it's a
W.
D-dash.
It's a D dash there, and well, it's D-Day
Chicken
now.
hummus
GE
भी आता है,
Phoenix
super good. Chicken
is
hummus I've
looking to
never
land on the
tried.
shores of B. They go for the smoke play also. The turret, though, is stopping their push for the time being. And the Owl drone scouting out the site as well.
Bomb
But
grenade
site
out.
have already evacuated. This is GE's for the taking.
The plant should go down unhindered.
30 seconds
They
left.
got the from the shadows as
Spike
well here
planted.
from Ophelia, just to make sure and check out B main if they really wanted to not waste even further time for that.
Look at Meow.
And
I
like how
never
they
see that,
position
honestly.
Meow's trying to do something.
Yeah, you know, there's a new meta and a new way. There's the one-way setup also covering her.
Oh, they saw her
very
clone.
Interesting here from GE Phoenix. Rolling Thunder now the call. Here comes Kiri as well, looking to go for the swing, but March has the firepower.
Nice shot, Kiri.
And NWJ need to make it towards that site and fast. Taking already this bomb about to
enemy
explode
remaining.
soon, and March will get 3. Muffin loops there though towards the corner. The blades aren't enough, and there's an ample time for NWJ to get away with it. This will be another one in the books for the defense.
That
ये हारे कैसे आफ्टरशॉक भी यूज किया ना हमने
they get the plant down.
आफ्टरशॉक बोल रहे रोलिंग थंडर
They could have gotten so much more, especially since they committed the rolling.
रोलिंग
thunder.
थंडर यूज किया उन
If
लोग
they didn't
3
use that,
didn't
that
we
would've been
push
like, okay, good round for them, but they did. And
Did
it
we
just goes to the
push?
wayside. If
push नहीं किया हमने
that, if they know what they're doing for there.
I mean, why would you use a rolling thunder just to deny some more time?
Isn't to initiate a counter hit, no. It's to burn more time and maybe potentially get a pick off, but really just to burn more time.
अब रेमा दावी
If
रहा
that's the case, then why
बहुत
is
सही है
everybody
टेस्ट
playing up
करते हैं
front on
बोनलेस
the
चिकन
side? Why is
पीस
there
होता
nobody on the
है पूरा
backside
प्योर वेज
playing
और वी कैन
time?
ट्राई दैट
Imagine if they
मैं
had
तो भाई
somebody
हिमाचल
that
आओ कभी
could
अविरा
stall for a second
बोल दिया ना
while on
हिमाचल
the
आऊंगा तो तेरे घर पे ही
backside. Didn't
रुकूंगा
go down because it
बराबर
was smoke anyways.
ठीक है तो
They
चल
could've won that
बुक
round.
कर तू
So
प्लान तेरे
these
घर पे ही
type of
रुकूंगा
things were global. Once
ठीक है
again,
तो बोला
they
होगा
have ideas, but they
No one
conflict
will be
with what
procrastinate,
they're
yeah.
saying, what they're trying, and what they actually try and do.
Yeah, it's been innovative. I mean, we've seen their positioning. In the end, Muffin Loop could have been that one to buy that extra second. It was just cleared better by sight. And right now, it's a defense.
मुंबई आजा तेरे घर पे रुकने
Overrunning
देगा
GE Phoenix time after time, whether it be a
I have to
retake,
meet
whether it be an
have
initial
to meet
hold.
your child
Now
also
Yamori has the
in the
operator.
family's child
It gets
मैं कभी
even
मिला ही
tougher
नहीं
for
इसको
GE Phoenix.
का नाम भूल गया यार
Outro the
सॉरी
herd.
हमारा
Have to
छोटू का
break
नाम
the
भूल
window
गया
and stay on top. Instead, over to Raptors. Fault line gets a good
भाई
connection
मुंबई
as
में आया
well.
तो भी
A
तू
chance
मानसिक
now for
किधर
GE
लेके चलेगा यार मेरे को
way towards
पूरा दिन तो
B-side.
बारिश
Now
बारिश
the
पड़ती
operator
रहती है
provides
मफिन अंडरकरंट
Yamori don't spot it, but it's Ophelia instead who finds Muffin Loop first and foremost. Crescent's there too, and then WJ, eyes wide open, finding opportunity and finding these targets. Here we go with the spray down. Kiri avoiding that crucial blow. Jenny positioned right now. Here we go yet again. Same angle. Will it be the
30
same
seconds left.
conclusion? Yes. Ophelia down in hell. Tearing asunder
Last
anyone who dares take that fight.
Spike
Vela the
down
only one
A.
standing. It's 1v4, and the numbers yet again offside cascade on
Hero.
through and collapse on the opposition.
What a hold on
Hero,
site
hero,
here
hero.
from the site.
I haven't met
And
him
you
once
thought
also
Jenny was on panel. No, she's in the site.
Ha!
बारिश में मैगी खाने जाने का बेस्ट है इससे अच्छा तो मैं बालकनी में बैठ के बाहर देख के मैगी खा जाता बेस्ट है वैसे भी यार
And you would
हम
like to
थोड़ा
see
पावर
their
भेजे
time zone
लेट्स
over
गो
with
जी
global
टाइप हो
if
जाए
they
चैट में
have,
भाई
you know, that
लेट्स गो जी
breach.
टाइप हो जाए
They aren't putting importance
में
into
एक बार,
making sure
let's
that
go G.
backside is clear. The defensive smoke coming from
Let's go
Ophelia
G.
on that dice, buying her
Let's
more
go
than enough
G.
space to hide and get the catch out in Muffin Loop. And it just seems like here, Global, they're forgetting kind of like the fundamentals of some of their executes that just lead into dire consequences.
Yeah, the theory has been always innovative, interesting here from GE Phoenix. But it's the execution that does need a little
Nice,
more
nice one,
effort.
Muffin.
Muffin Loop though has had enough. There's the push into the
Good,
takedown. And yet again, they get the kill and immediately back on the way. They want to play it slow and steady. Find those opportunities elsewhere, but because of this site already reinforcing that
And
A
this lands,
side
man.
with
Yes,
March
sir.
on top, or you feel like clearing out mid too.
Well, at least they get the opening pick they wanted. Not able to retrieve the weapon off of it, but still, numbers advantage does give them just a bit more to fight with here. Flash on out is something that March is already prepared for when you play an anti-flash like
Give me some tips to how to grow on mighty.
It won't be much susceptible to.
Genuinely नहीं पता bro
Global,
how many ever people I know everybody's stuck bro nobody's growing as per se everybody's in the same I don't know how to grow bro
Not only that, I think they're also waiting out for that fault line. They finally get it. They use it to flush out the corner, but March actually on a different angle here by the lockdown. Still
Bro.
not detained, and because of that, she's still standing. Muffin Loop though, yet again, the stinger enough to get up close and personal.
10 seconds
Finally
left.
finds a rifle in her hands. It's 4v3 for now, and GE Phoenix, they played the time, but can they pay the post plant well? Muffin Loop with a 3K here. being the hero that GE Phoenix needs. Sky at least watches towards doors. A different angle taken by Oriofilia, wanting to go for that high ground. And GE to just try and keep up and loop alive here. Gets the dig, and Oriofilia sprays them both down. Just together as one. Now it's 1v1. A teleport perhaps can't find the angle. Kirito with the shot and a stellar way to end it. GE Phoenix. They're thrifty.
Kiri just coming in big there. What a shot to hit.
Nice shots,
Those two
Kiri.
really on the head. It started with Muffin Loop, ended with Kiri. And for somebody you also kind of had, I guess, not the most quantifiable great game for map number 1 to get the type of clutch.
4 round le lo yaar. 4 rounds are enough, bro.
And that's what Global
Legit
do.
4 rounds on attack
One of
are
those
enough,
teams
bro.
that really can be, as I said earlier on, super streaky. They'll rely on that momentum to be going their way, and when they don't, when you have a player go that big, that gets them going back into the game.
Yeah, and just you could see the steps of success there in that last round. GE gets a pick, backs away, re-engages with a full set of utility that they would want to utilize in the first place. Kiri has woken on up. Muffin Loop though will sleep this time as Yamori has the angle. Well, that's a good stop here by NWJ, and I wanted to say maybe that can be an example for GE Phoenix to
I think it's cringe
pick
and
up
all,
the rest
bro.
of the team. But this
If
time
you're
around,
making
it's
2
like the
people laugh, it's
advantage.
not cringe, bro. If you're making 2 people spend their time, it's
That
not cringe,
specific
bro.
kill there on Muffin Loop is an
It's
example
chill.
of what I was talking about too. Unsupported and
They're bigger
unguided,
thrower
yet
than
no
we expected,
information,
bro.
there's no fall
Bathura,
line prepared.
we can
And these type
set
of
an
things are
event.
what NWJ have been making sure to punish time and time on over. Sky at least scanned, but he's got the setup to try and anchor this down.
And not only that, Crescents with a fragment too, stopping the push of GE Phoenix immediately as
SK
it starts.
cosplayer?
The null command still pulsing. GE cannot push without the utility that they'll be comfy with. And as the darts do fly, trying to clear out Speedway.
30
It's a
seconds
committed
left.
position right now for Crescents. They're trying to get the attention of the Aldrum. The Crescents
One
spotted all
enemy
out.
remaining.
Crescent still wins anyway!
Down.
It's all Crescents here! Sky Elise with a helping hand! And Kiri's the only one still standing yet again. But the odds are against her, and Yamori will face her. 6-1 now.
Nowhere to run, no place to hide. Crescent comes and, my goodness, they all die. Fall 1 by 1, and she was even spied out here, cleared out by the drone, fronted the attacking side rather, and still gets a 2, just shutting them down seemingly. Even if they were almost, you would assume, prepared for the fight. It's about winning the fight that's important, and in that case, NWJ, they lose the 1 round off the Thrifty a while ago, but it's back on the same path once more, back on track for this side squad.
And
अरे
Sky
भाई,
Elise!
क्या है?
Okay, even
अरे
the
भाई,
cover
क्या
outside.
है?
Wait. What's
What's
going
happening?
on? What's going on? What's happening
We
here?
just started the round.
And they're gone already. And you can see, it's such a tandem here for NWJ. Crescents as well as Sky Elise, the masters of B main right now, have been instrumental at stopping GE Phoenix as soon as possible. Paranoia connects onto Meow too. It's such a struggle here with the rifle only in the clutches of Kiri. GE don't have the firepower. They don't have the position. And NWJ already breathing on their backs.
That turret is great to play off of
Oh,
here.
this
You can see
crossfire.
Kiri is the right idea of clearing this out. Good
Last
kill goes her
player
way.
standing.
Sky Elise, a
Spike
third, could be
down,
on
B.
pace for a 4th. Get the 4K, call it a day for Kiri. Ultimately
shot fired.
enough, this round should be done. She's
अच्छा
trapped,
यार।
answered. B main, her final ground of stand.
हेलीकॉप्टर से दिख रहे हैं।
Oriofilia 7th, so already the advantageous half secured early on here by the squad, and it's making it more difficult for Global to come back against Scythe.
Yeah, nowhere to run at all. And honestly, the speed that GE Phoenix is playing, as soon as they get caught out early on by Scythe, that's pretty much it for the round. They don't really have too many of those fallback plans besides going for the punish. They're trying to capitalize on Rose's utility as much as possible, and it's just not working. And from that point on, we've seen from
Hi, bro,
Scythe,
Niranjan.
just the swings have been
Kaisa
strong.
hai?
The firepower is incredible. And now, yet again, an inkling of info. Scan going.
Oh, lots of utility. Well, some utility, to be honest.
मेरे
Up here towards A main, but nothing to really call home about just yet.
They're playing double A shot, they're playing double B. We have all the util to do a fast B execute with them doing nothing. There's only 2 people playing in B always. They're trying to take B control every time. They're being aggressive. And the moment Killjoy has his turret here, means he's going for to get the first kill and he's not playing in anchoring his side. As soon as the turret takes contact, stun the Killjoy, flash inside and get inside side with Sova's reconning.
Last time around.
I don't know. They should just start working around that.
Here, but there's so much utility to keep him at bay. By the time they get to inside, look at how much damage they already take.
Kylie is finally forced to go to both house, but she still wins it anyway. Reinforcements perhaps, but from the shadows denied, and Sky Elite still standing. Can she get a second? Yes, she does. Third though denied by Curie, and GE fight their way towards B. It's 3v2 though, and Oreophilia waiting for Yaburi to come together with her. The struggle though, the updraft there for Intel.
Well, at least they know B main is clear here for the retake of Scythe, and that makes it even more possible for another retake potential to come on in. Although, this time though, Paranoia, a bit too early. Rifle not reloaded. Yamori gets a double, a triple for her.
A shorty?
She has a shorty in hand. She gets the first shot.
Oh,
Doesn't
no
have
bullets.
much more. Gotta reload. The right click not there. It connects and buys global time.
No bullets, no chance, and Kiri was just dancing. Left, right of that doorway. And you can see here, for GE Phoenix, they decided to book it. They've had enough of these forward positions of NWJ, especially Sky Elise. And while the Killjoy did put up an incredible fight, yes, it's still
But if it was me at that point,
they capitalized.
if it was me at that point, I wouldn't have hesitated to use my knives. I don't know why they glorified Jet's knives so much. Like they need to save it and stuff. If it was me for the round, I would have used it.
He takes advantage of it.
Kind of fumbling there a bit. That really what led to the missed timing of it. She thought she completed the
Arey Muffin, you've been doing the same thing. They're reading that.
Because she didn't.
They've been reading your default, Muffin. Try to play a bit more different. Try to do something else. They're reading your default there. They know your default now.
At least
you can't keep doing the same thing again and again.
Scythe here have still so much more to work with in terms of economy. So I don't think they're going to be reeling from the effects of that just yet. Let's see how this next round goes. They're going to try another split here. And Disturbance in a very difficult spot.
Yeah, Flash is there. The Rolling Thunder gets a connection. It's a 1-for-1 for now. Oreophilia still sticking around wide. And Mutton eviscerating Crescents along the way. A great clear here from GE. This is what we've been looking for from them. A lot more aggression and a lot more ways to, at the very least, be prepared for these angles taken. Kiri, a hero, but vaporized by March there. It's 3v1. The Odin, the big gun, fighting back, yes! And look how peppered GE Phoenix is this time around. You mentioned it, low HP, but the aftershock can be deadly. March has to push forward. A spray down can be a saving grace here for NWJ, and Muffin Loop is spotted. It's 2v1 now. Meow go behind her, and the spray down gets the connection anyway.
Not like this.
Shenanigans. It's all up to Rose now. She uses the dart though here from March towards Jenny. Looking for wherever GE may be hiding. Time is ticking, and the shock dart's there too. Trying to get halfway, the fault line, and Marsh, can she hold things down? Can she get the shots? You can see the Odin is hampered by the stun, and Rose will be in full bloom this time around. A win for GE.
She still gets a connection there at the end too. So GE, nice overrun. This is what we want to see from Muffin more. Playing with the timing. She knows a second flash could be coming. The Cloudburst there buying them a bit of safety, a bit of a net, so you don't get swung off of the flash initially, and then following up on the rest of the kills here. So nicely done from GE. Kind of messing up the timing. This is what I was talking about. When they split the site, when they actually go for more than just 1 point of contact, that's when they look the best with the attackers. Then NWJ can simply focus down.
Oh no, this dangerous. The timing is better from Oreophilia, but Bela does get the trade on back. Presses with 2. Bela does the same, and now it's a full stand here from NWJ. At the very end though, GE Phoenix, they reel things back and move towards A.
We just started the round, by the way.
Of course.
Not even like a mid-in.
Look!
We're already down to a 2v2.
Scrapfest versus Scrapfest sometimes. If GE Phoenix is willing to fight, don't be surprised. The site will do the same. The lockdown is now moving towards Hell. Marche in familiar territory. This time around, though, has the rifle in hand. A bit more precise in those scenarios. Rose
No, Rose. Nice.
Marche will not
Baila, you have your gulab jamun.
1v1 now. And what's the plan? The null command still gets the hit on the Bela anyway. The fragment's there too. Crescents, I believe, can safely get to half. But does she go for the stick? A little too late on letting go. And Bela will find her there, dead to rights. 4 kills for the 4th round for them.
Great timing there for Bela.
So Mangal, this is the VCT game changers.
Really, as
Open
a KO,
three.
right, you would expect them to be able to stick that for the half, and she knew that. So swinging off that timing, getting the 4th for Bela, huge round for her, bailing them out of a difficult spot, and they have potential to continue this streak for a 5th to end off the half. They have the Hunter's Fury as well to destroy that lockdown if it ever does come into play.
And if you notice, most of those kills from Bela in that last round trade as soon as one from the squad falls. Opportunity knocks.
The time went out.
GE
Baila did
there
this,
to
huh?
collect
He saw what
round,
Baila did.
or this half rather, was looking lopsided in the favor of NWJ. But GE Phoenix have racked up a pretty successful streak. 3 in a row so far.
Will this earn a spot in Masters? Will this earn a spot in
Mitigate that damage.
winning one game? Will earn us a spot in Elite. Just the Elite.
Global here right now.
Global Esports कौन सी? Global Esports Phoenix. Global Esports का female roster.
Do make this noise.
Where is this based? The tourney? The tourney is based Pacific, Asia.
Do that B-side hit. Yes, the Killjoy is there to buy time, but will it actually be enough time for the defense to wrap back around? That scan not finding anything should be the first warning sign to NWJ to scythe that might be coming the other way.
Yeah, the Aldron gets the spot. Marsh, is she brave enough to fight this in close quarters? They hear the numbers barreling on down. Sky Elise tagged down too. The smoke's not gonna provide cover anymore for her. And Marsh has
Isko pakad. Hey, Papen.
Stellar stun though.
This is exactly what I was telling you about. I told you guys, no? Why are we taking mid control? Why are we doing all of that when their B is so freaking weak? They have it so loose. Get into the B side is what I've been telling. They finally started doing it.
Lockdown, where is it?
I literally
It has
told.
to be earlier here now to buy them even more time to work with. And there it is. Flank coming on in. Look at Yamori.
Oh, rolling thunder, but the catch is possible from Yamori. Chasing after Rose. Sky Elise with a takedown. And a second one there. It's 3 already all throughout. And Kiri tried to hold towards both halves, but big kills have come. The way of sight. Can they get that final kill onto Kiri? Yamori looks for the stick. She's just going for it. Here we go yet again. Before everyone's gone, the knife to the heart too. NWJ, it's sight in command.
Perfect retake to be thrown on out here. Marche, she falls, yes, but only a slaughter to the lamb to the slaughter.
Unlucky round. I don't know that after that rolling thunder was very early. Let's go Abhisha. By the way, Abhisha is Baila. I can use her first name because we're tight like that. Yeah, I know top players, but it's not a big deal to me. Lol. Selena, I am a top player. Yeah, that fucked it up. I know. The name is Abhisha Joseph. Hey, Hara Gogul. Parleda na Nico? In Parleda, bro. Better. By the way, guys, Gokul recently met with a very serious situation. His girlfriend left him and his girlfriend's dad started hitting him. You understand? Guys, 500 likes, karo, please. Please, bro. For a top G. Is such a bench.
In a 1 versus 1 where they won. 1 round was at eco, and you just
पूजा बीस्ट क्या कर रहे हो? अभी तो स्टार्ट कर रही है साया.
It's okay. I go shotgun now. Wait.
Fucking Ray 4C, man.
Bathura coach అయిపోసే అంతా సెట్ అయిపోతుంది.
Why you want to fuck him? He's handsome.
लोअर ब्रैकेट है क्या ये? नहीं. What seriously, bro? Why the loves him if we go gym? Sure.
Hey, no one's scared, bro.
One HP, ding, ding, ding. Spike down
B.
Fuck that guy.
Top side.
Blocking sight. I got the spike. Last player standing. Stay down. See ya.
Why are they throwing like that, dude?
Mommy, no, no.
Wait, why did they throw like that? What? Yo, 60 culture, thank you so much. Watch Lord Bathura is funny. DJ Tillu Vidu, Vini style Veru. Igor Bau.
At least it's good भाई.
Igor Bau.
You need help figuring out how.
Oh, started. Hello guys, bologe?
And now global, difficult position to be in. You know, this is really only one momentum swing away from being their game with 4 rounds in disparity, but if this doesn't go their way, the pistol in the second half, that could be the sign of the series to come to an end. Yamori responds 3v2. It's all on the Rose. Does she have each proper pedal going her way? But the thorn in her side is Oreophilia, and they take the 9th off the pistol.
And sight, as soon as they clear out that utility, they were just happy to push.
Thanks so much for being a
Got
60
through the amount
culture.
of swarms.
It means a
They
lot.
had March get in there, sure.
It's so kind of
but
you
it
to
was
actually
really
come here.
Oreophilia and Crescent's that second wave that you
Watch
always
guide
have to
ring
watch
smoke and
out
get
for.
distorted. I'll watch.
Reliable members
college says call
on the
me-
protocols right now here for NWJ. And we've seen even in that
DJ
first round,
Tillu
like,
Vidu,
that
Vini
pretty
style
simple,
Veru.
they're very straightforward and steadfast in their approach, and they know how to time things right so well when they want to play aggressive.
Hey guys, you know what I'm thinking? After finishing the G watch party, can we go have the orangutan watch party on Twitch? Can we do that, please? Can we? Is it okay? Will you please come?
A playoff site because they know the KOs that scan off the.
Will you guys come? Genuinely बोल रहे हैं उधर करता हूँ ना थोड़ा क्या बोलते हो उधर थोड़ा बहुत सारे चीज देख सकते हैं भाई there we can see a lot of stuff bro I'll sit and react also bro no please
that NWJ have shown on their attack.
Yeah, flow like water.
बंदे कम हो जाएंगे कम तो हो जाएंगे हाँ वो तो है we can react to a lot of stuff there bro. I can make highlights from that and start posting also bro that's what I'm thinking
Instead
அதுக்கு சொல்றேன் நான் YouTube itself is fine மச்சான் உனக்கு தெரியல மச்சான் எத்தனை நாள் கழிச்சு இத்தனை பேர் பார்க்க வந்திருக்காங்க
Noya used on nothing. They're thinking the GE Phoenix wants to play it close, but instead, because of that KO, because of that presence, they do stick around onto the rafters instead. That range advantage, and NWJ will get that kill.
I mean,
towards doorway right now, GE knocking to try and find this retake if ever.
This is still winnable, but at this point,
I didn't have a good
you
lot
might
to
want to
channel
wager to give that bulldog to
link
somebody
go to
like
Twitch
Fury,
though
who isn't as low in HP. We can still continue the fight a bit longer. They don't have a paranoia ready.
I'll come on to it, but
Alpro
only if you'll
is still
come,
here
yeah.
though to find if anybody's playing committedly.
That's there too.
They should spot Yamori out, boosted on generator.
And Fury now finding intel. A dart there too to add on up. Fury falls protected. Honestly, you can see that Yamori plays such an aggressive position, but what else does Sight do? Keep tabs on her back. Find all
Is
the
Casper
angles
playing?
just
Casper,
in
yeah,
case.
OG, yeah, she played.
And a round well run. And well,
When is it though? It's at 5:30 PM.
Sight to take the 10.
It's at 5 the 30th.
Spike and that it does. Yamori there being on top of Jenny just allowed her to have an off angle to play
It's
with
at
a bit more,
5:30.
be a much bigger problem, and even if they know that she was there, they'd have to look up vertically, which makes them much more exposed to the rest of the site, and those type of things really do help out, especially when you have the man count, right? The player advantage here. So GE
Oh, very now Bangalore.
could be one of their final opportunities.
Acha, Casper is too good,
back
yeah,
in
she
the
does really
series,
good.
'cause
Yeah, I know,
this
dude.
is also
Notification
the
आया
map
था.
pick, by the way, of NWJ. Haven didn't really turn out their way, even if it should have. And you can see here, just they slowly crumble to the pressure.
Insta में भी
NWJ
follow
have been
हो
doing this
जाता.
entire series.
Yeah, this is a must-win scenario now for GE Phoenix. And Meow 16K
Any mods are there in the chat? Bathura posting.
Take all the
Ante
responsibility, all that pressure.
posting and rani amma
Find a way
chesam
to
kada
get
monne.
these kills towards
Female teams in playoffs, yeah, they can
commit position towards wine. She can teleport out if ever. Once someone swings.
follow back
past
mil jata
that
to I
money.
follow you on Twitch.
Rose also same kind of case. So a trap
Install
set
not
here
chesta.
by GE Phoenix. This NWJ.
अरे पकड़ा गया वो.
The charge. No one checking wine whatsoever. And Meow sprays the mouse
क्या वो
down.
शादी कर रहा है यार मेरे को.
Ball. And it's GE
Shit, Meow.
Phoenix with such a distinct advantage.
मुझसे शादी
Also, now
करोगी.
getting back on side, trying to play hero. Bonus time here for Sight. And 2v3. March closes the door.
Last player standing.
Darts. There's Muffin Loop also. Stellar timing there from Muffin. All left now to Marsh. Stuck into the corner. Bit of time to work with, sure. It's a struggle right now as GE knows that Sight's nearby.
You can see here, Muffin
30
smartly enough
seconds left.
repositions, joins the rest of the pack.
Oh,
Cannot
no.
be isolated. Phantom being picked up here. Unfortunate timing too, but they were angling that. They knew that the boost up or the retrieval of that gun was possible, so keep themselves alive here. Meow, huge round from her. Absolutely clawing and scratching away. Simply nothing they could have done to stop her there. Weren't anticipating that hold.
Well, if they're there,
Admittedly.
dancing, sir.
And the triple.
भाई ये लोग
Gets her-
cinematics का
gets-
नाम
gets
पे
himself-
कुछ भी
get
कर रहा.
herself going back into this game. when
Genuinely cinematics का
We've
नाम
seen a
पे
much
कुछ
more
भी कर रहे
quiet
हैं
map
ये लोग.
number 2 from her compared to the opener on Haven.
I mean, this has always been the potential, right, of GE Phoenix. The fact that they have this breach, they can set up so many utility traps if ever. One thing that has swayed them, though.
Take it one round at a time. It's still
Crescent
possible, girls.
Lobbing. That's 0 point early on to actually find Meow there. And NWJ, they're scattered around the map right now. They have the
How's this place
rifles.
cutting in hell?
Look to find
Cutting
some
in hell,
isolated
yeah. What the hell
tools
is
to help
cutting in
out
hell?
their costs.
What the hell is cutting in hell?
I mean, when you typically do this kind of setup, it does telegraph that you're going towards A, but there's spikes towards A. Typically, if you do this,
Why,
you'd be
but
swinging the
why?
other way. Carezes gets a good pick off though on the Meow, and without any smokes now in Global's defense, it becomes such a bigger predicament to stop the actual execution.
But why? Without the smokes,
Yet again,
it's very
Crescent
hard
saving
to
the day
play
there for
ascent.
NWJ. Meow saw them lined up, took the opportunity, that chance. Didn't really pan out the way she would like. Instead, we move towards B yet again. Sight willing to go for these rotations if ever. Clear already here from Yamori. Even better now, realizing both house has presence. And the flash is there too. Helps out Yamori in a pinch. Muffin Loop forced to actually disengage. It's 5v3
30
now.
seconds left.
Advantage clear
Very
here
hard
for
work.
Sight. And not only that, Global
Can't retake
Esports.
this.
They're stuck here towards the CT side. The dart's there, the smoke yet again to make across even more difficult.
genuinely
You
can't retake.
can't see what's coming. And Yamori instead, eyes wide open.
Can't
A
retake
3K for
this.
her. And it's just some stellar perception here from NWJ. They know where to go.
Bangalore
and they know
place,
where to
bro.
win.
எங்க இருக்கு கூட தெரியாது.
Well, it just looks more cohesive and coordinated here from NWJ. The initial idea I just thought was a bit weird because typically if you're doing that kind of fake out push, you'd have the spike already at the ready there towards B if in case anything awry does happen. But ultimately enough, they still get what they wanted off. They were still able to pull it off, and that's the end all be all. And the cohesion here is just so much more on point.
In
Everybody
Miracle now, Aorus is
moving as a unit.
Ah!
Players playing off of each other. Global just even they're gonna try and attempt a aggressive push here. Should be a great pincer that they have,
They're
but
playing
it doesn't
for
work out.
Yeah, they're playing for overtime. They play aggressive, sure. A good chance and a good try yet again. But while all this happens, that spike's not going towards B, my friend. It's moving toward A, and yet again, the rotations have been clear-cut from a side. Do they know, though, that Meow is right behind them? The classic, the only chance to get shots going. A fake teleport at least to try and psych out the opposition, and Rose does get that takedown. One kill after everything is said and done here for GE Phoenix. This is a round taken already
I
by
don't like it.
Sight.
Don't like what?
You can feel
Think
Black
of
and Blue
feeling
that
what?
this is why they love
Last
playing
player
Ascent.
standing.
They're so clear-cut on their approaches. They're not afraid by pushing from A main, from B main, and knowing when to cross if ever.
So, small bit of feels bad here for Global, who have just been struggling to
Bathura is 18, I'm 24.
really recover from that map
Return
number 1
24.
loss on Haven.
All good with roster. A roster.
We saw
bro.
that they last time around were
Which
able
roster,
to get
Mom?
themselves, into that lower round 2 at the very least from the upper quarterfinal. But in this case, it's looking like a much more, I guess, impressive performance. And
He female? I don't know, bro. I'm not.
for a team that weren't able,
I am not as close to them as I was before, so I don't really know.
NWJ.
Hopefully, there shouldn't be any.
Any performances we've seen from them.
Yeah, sight is looking stellar, better than ever.
Oh, nice Rose.
But as soon as I say that, apparently Caster Jinx, Rose gets 2, the null command denied, and from this point on, it's a trio of NWJ who tries to play towards A instead.
Hey, Meow ka flash sound na
After what Meow did to them in the rounds prior. Orophilia and the rest looking to go for the push. She actually teleports now. Fakes out the plant. Meow peeks. Timing perfect. And while the door closes, an opportunity opens there for GE. Stun connects onto March. Not only that, the paranoia is there too. Blinded even. No senses and no chance. A flawless way to survive for GE.
Okay, nicely done. Clean here as well. And that's what they need. Lift their spirits back on up. Classic spam as Amali was a bit late there. The angle here.
Opponent Aorus strong and let him, bro.
To be quite honest with you. Allows Meow to get a cheeky angle and get a pick off. And Global call a timeout even after getting their first kill.
Why?
Their first round that they needed.
I won't do that.
Round in this half, but the first one that actually
हम खुद momentum क्यों तोड़ रहे हैं?
It's just a bit of kind of a breath to recompose themselves.
Why are we breaking our own momentum?
Even after winning that round, maybe it's a good sign because before that, they've been looking lost.
Yeah, they've been looking to find that direction, and right now, you can see in their arsenal already here. Up is out for Muffin Loop. You get why they're calling for that timeout, because they're gonna need to
I feel
some of their
don't know much.
positions. But my concern here, the side gets also a timeout. Side gets a bit of a fresh of breath air. And do they talk about expecting this now? They have the lockdown into play here for Sky Elise. She can use that to open up the site. And really, Muffin Loop is the one we need to keep an eye on. If she can find that pick early on.
I don't know. Maybe technically to calm them down, come up with a strat and everything. I understand GE's approach for a timeout. But it is going to give them a breather, bro. They're going to play much more calm side.
Hard bout.
Why did my girlfriend leave? Don't know, bro.
More
Ask the mirror.
Map number 3.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
It's going to be difficult, though, to really get themselves in a position to do that. If they're not active early,
Nice shot. You needed that.
To get
Needed that.
Going.
Yep, I asked and she delivered. Muffin Loop, incredible with the op in hand. And enabled now with the Owl Drone 2 trying to scout out mid. Mori sticking around the corner. Now Sight knows
I swear, bro.
the biggest threat
I swear,
is
bro.
back on the board.
The team was there, and if I was still the manager, the team would have been number 1 in the SCA scene, bro. The team would have been number 1 in SCA, bro, not SA. That team would have been number 1 in SCA if the team was back there, bro. Still there. Genuinely, bro. If I was still with the team and the team was there, it would have been team number 1 in SCA, bro. 100%.
Yes, you mentioned it, and punished accordingly.
You don't have to go for an aggressive stance like that, especially unsupported.
Muffin is female Rossi? No, Rossi is male Muffin.
Why take the
kidding, I
risk?
don't flame
You
him.
have the advantage. And those type of moments are where NWJ have been finding these.
Hello, undefeated coach. Kya haal hai? Deathmaker. True Rippers, DM by. Sheesh,
Be
bhai.
able to seize.
Pressures of surviving, and from this point on, Sight can now move across if ever they choose to do
Kya haal hai, Rek? Kai zala?
so. Has utility prepared, so at least there's stall potential here for GE.
Bro, we'll change in clutch plate, clutch belt for it. Why does Active have a clutch?
Now spotted. There's the first Nano Swarm, the second one is there too, and this does cut off the approach of Sight. Yamori all alone, clearing out hell. The teleports from Orophilia though, helping on out in a pinch, and she's the one.
Oh, I think they didn't get the plant.
Up right now from Sight,
okay.
it goes to a post plant.
It's not the best post-plant situation, though, for them in terms of where it is, so this definitely can be forced around off the Rolling Thunder. They dodge it, though, from hell.
They do.
They're not going to be able to clear them out cleanly.
Yamori!
Kiri.
Silent.
Kiri,
Backstab opportunity and presses with a
Nice.
takedown. Now and Kiri go with the clears, and it seems like it's all set
Yeah,
up
boy.
for GE success still.
वो सब ठीक है,
They
कब मिल रहा है
survived
next
even
बता?
longer
मिलते हैं ना
black
भाई?
and blue,
ये
and
weekend
they
को तो
still
आएगा
keep
ना?
on fighting.
That's what I was talking about, because
Weekend का तो आ ही रहा है
position
तू.
of where the spike was planted there, in
Weekend का
Germany,
मिलेंगे ना?
it would have made it much more difficult for them to stop the defuse from happening because of where they can potentially
Weekend का तो आ ही रहा है ना,
deny
Sunny
that
को?
defuse. You think of it really.
Rank never played VCT. Rank highest rank, the rank right now is Ascendant 3 Model 1. Because genuinely I stopped grinding the game. But yeah, right now Ascendant 3 Model 1, but used to be in Model 3 is hard stuck. For since like episode 1, Act 2, I've been in Model 3 hard stuck. And VCT experience, I've coached the team in VCT.
Well,
alright.
This is what the break is all about. The reload, ill-timed and ill-advised, leads to a 3v3. And NWJ yet again, they find those small mistakes
16K
made by
plays.
GE after
Neo
their
16K.
big plays, and they do punish accordingly as they move towards A.
She obviously heard that, right?
That was a fight, for sure. Towards B main, just an absolute slugfest. They stand 3-3. This does make it more difficult for the defense, though, because they're able to split now. And with the control that they seize in A main, their biggest problem here is going to be Meow. If they don't clear out or make good cover of that A main position, it's going to be the bane of their existence.
And they fake out the Hunter's Fury, though, after that initial tap. And because of the audio range, perhaps they also realize Meow nearby.
Shit.
And Oriofilia throws a smoke accordingly.
Wait, they're thinking Meow's coming back A shot because the knife didn't spot her?
Fury setting up towards Raptor. Kraken is there though to stall the approach. This aftershock is quite deadly and Yamori has to evacuate immediately.
Nice flash.
Paranoia gets the connection. Meow yet again
Nice
finding
Kiri.
value. It's Kiri with the takedown. Kiri with a second and Crescent's all alone now. 1v2 scenario. Can she provide the clutch yet again here for Sight? Look for
1v1
candle
Maddo.
isolation behind the Jenny here, but no
Nice Kiri.
power
Nice.
whatsoever. Blackout
Nice.
made by
Good
Meow
round.
and Kiri.
Kiri's been
and
stepping it up.
GE Phoenix. Oh,
Insanely good, dude.
yeah, defuse that.
Ma'am, diffuse.
Okay, that got scary a little bit. I got so scared!
Rose pagan?
What?
I think they just maybe they're
Diffuse
trying to
controls,
secure a
man.
weapon, just delay it to the utmost.
Bro,
Why did you leave the
They
diffuse?
were
Hello?
0.26 away from losing that way, okay?
Bro, gulab jamun aa gaya
Think
paka
it's
paka ke niche. Not sure yet. Oh shit.
No, it was
I
Rose.
think
It
he
was
was
Rose.
messing with us.
Oh,
He
why,
had,
bro?
Like a second to spare, so might as well cut it close like this too.
हिला डाला ना टाइम आउट तुम लोग को लेना हिला डाल रोज और किरी उधर से हिला डाला ना good going. Show the same composure. The game is towards us. One round at a time. Don't overthink. Don't think about anything. One round at a time. Do what you've been doing. Don't overextend your picks. We've been getting multiple picks towards B side, and the side players are not dumb, so they're not going to show that much presence towards A. They're going to try to take a fast mid approach where they gain control and then probably re-hit B once Muffin rotates from B to A. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen in this round. I hopefully they also understand that and play with the same amount of composure that they had in all this round.
In this case, it's Kiri, and she has been the one who has been,
Sunny bhai,
you know,
भाई होता है
following
यार.
up on the space.
कोच लोग का इज्जत ही नहीं मिलता है यार. भाई ये सनी भाई क्या कर सकते हैं, तुम प्लेयर्स लोग सब बोलते हो लेकिन कोच लोग का बोला वही हुआ. देखो जो बोला वही हुआ.
Is this Blackpink?
वाह.
Did I?
No. Anyway, enough about that. This is a judge in the hands of Yamori, by the way. She's utilizing the blades for a longer range if ever. Perhaps some close encounters of the auto-shotty kind. Spike is planted though very quickly here by Sight, and Crescent decides to go for that first blow. Oriofilia too, things collapsing immediately here for GE Phoenix, and it throws in the rest, looking to pick up the pieces. Lockdown's there too. Aftershock flushing out anyone who wants to try and play towards hell. But this lockdown is getting immense value, Black and Blue. They're forced away immediately.
It buys even more time. This is looking disastrous right now for Global. Looking like a hasty retake just to get themselves in. And the knife, it stops the lockdown from being placed.
Oh no, it's even worse for Wear here, as NWJ are all prepared. The Grim Reaper has knocked on GE Phoenix's door, and they have come to collect a 2-0 win here for Sight.
Oh my goodness, you got my hair up in a bit of a muck because that was just so scrappy at the end there, and the perfect 0 point as well connecting just meant that they didn't have the lockdown to utilize. And even though they could have placed it earlier on, because you see the attacking side here of NWJ place there's there simply wasn't no more time for them to wait for another lockdown to be utilized in the post-fan retake, and NWJ just looking a lot more cohesive and playing as a unit than we, to be honest, maybe would have expected coming into this series.
Yeah, I honestly thought GE Phoenix would be the one who's a bit more disciplined, a bit more collected in what they do, and when they set up those incredible traps, when they become innovative at how they actually plan out their approaches, then yes, that's where GE Phoenix does shine. But then again, they're also bailed out by some of these, I'd say, hero plays from the likes of Fury, and Sight instead takes advantage. You mentioned that you mentioned the space that they were able to make, and honestly, Sight, they delivered on their map pick as well. But it's time to
भाई
toss it
मैं
over
खुद
to
एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, सॉरी यार वो गंदे जगह से ऑर्डर करके दे दिया, सॉरी भी बोल दिया, क्या हो जो माच का वो साला.
Thanks, guys. I
भाई
mean,
तेरा दीदी का मैच
Scythe
तो
looked
देख
like
के
they
जाओ
were
यार
getting
मानसी,
off the back and forth
शर्म करो
seesaw
मानसी, आप
straight on a
आपका
train
दोस्त
to
लोग को भी
Win
लेके आ जाओ
City,
यार.
but
हाँ
towards
हाँ
the
अबे
end
साले
there,
चल.
man, that was close. We were
झूठा.
all like holding our breaths. Is this going to be the GE comeback after the switch? But Scythe managed to hold it together, so huge props to them for taking today too. And
नींद आ रही है?
I think
Bro,
Ethan, you had a couple of points
tackle
that
it,
you
bro.
wanted to
Go
highlight,
wash your
especially
face,
about
bro.
the way that Scythe plays their
Go
mid-range,
wash
for
your face and
example.
come back bro. मैं 2 मिनट में आया, फटाफट खाने के लिए कुछ लेके आया, फटाफट 2 से.
Hello, not
You're
again.
back.
My mic just loves to, take things for a little spin. But yeah, Scythe took us for a mad spin, right, on the attacking half. Their mid-round calls and their rotations were really, really on point. I mean, so many times we see multiple members of the Scythe squad on different parts of the map, right? So they didn't really put all their eggs in a single basket. They actually spread their chips out and actually, prodded for information, found out where the stack was, and when they didn't really like a certain side, where they realized that, hey, there's a bit too much heat here, let's pivot, let's head over to the A side, let's head over to the B side, let's head towards mid. There's so many options in that attacking side that it really, really shows their in-depth understanding of how the players sent. And I think when you had such a great lead going into the second half, it really just shows like their team play is just second to none. I mean, GE, they did have some great rounds with some individual prowess. Right, there's a couple of highlight clips from a couple of the GE members, but just not enough as a team, I feel, GE this time around to bring it over the line, to really best Scythe in the macro sense of this game.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a bit more about Scythe later on when we look at the highlights, stuff like that. But I think I want to spend a minute here to talk about GE, and because we are in that double elimination bracket, right? So they've still got tomorrow to play for. They're not out of the competition just yet, but looking forward for GE. What do we think that their main problems are? How do we think that they need to fix this in the few days that they've got?
Oof. Right, the next match is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
there isn't a lot of time to exactly, reinvent yourself. I think most importantly is to really, really like hammer down your fundamentals. Make sure that you aren't making those, very basic mistakes. And I think we can take a look at the scoreboard to really see how things panned out over this map. I think one of the players, I think Muffin, is definitely up there. But Kiri, I think, stole. Sky Elise actually at the top of the scoreboard for Scythe. Actually, not something that I predicted. But yeah, when your killjoy is on such a tear, I mean, honestly, every single member of the Scythe squad were really, really on point.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Like, they at one point looked like they could have closed things out 13-5 and literally only let GE get one in the second half before GE had that crazy comeback towards the end. But 21-11 for Sky Elise, bagging 2 first kills as well on that killjoy, and just barely inching out Aureophilia 22-9, 275 to 258 on that ACS score. But I mean, Aureophilia definitely putting in the work this time around also. But yeah, I think you also wanted to highlight Kiri as well for a second there.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Kiri did so much work for Global Esports. She was the consistent second fragger, right? The second person into the side, always the one to back up Muffin when she goes for those entries. And it was a really, really nice dynamic between the initial push. But as a whole, Global Esports, I think, just missing out on a couple important rounds, a couple important moments, utilities slightly, misplaced or slight gaps in between that really, really cost them quite a couple of rounds. But again, I think one of the biggest confusing points, I guess I could say, is why global esports opted to start on the attack, right? We saw how impressive the killjoy was on the defense, top of the scoreboard, MVP, right? Because they started on the defense side first. Scythe had so much room to play with and racking up so much great stats for all of their players as well. So that is something that I'm a little bit curious about. I'm wondering if they're going to move on with that kind of approach into the next few days, but we have to wait and see for that.
Yeah, I wish, we could just have an interview with the GE girls and just, ask them what they were thinking. But talking about an interview, guys, we have a winner interview prepared for you guys today. It's going to be Marche. I think she's on standby right now. Marche, are you there?
Hi.
Hi! Oh my god!
Hi.
Hi! Congratulations on the win. We had other questions prepared, but I mean, I'm putting that out the window for a second. I have to ask you, do you play like this in the dark? Is this how you play Valorant?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I play like
Actually,
this.
that's the
I
standard.
cannot
Some
play if
gamers,
there's
they
a light,
thrive in the darkness.
Oh my god, I'm shook. I'm shook. Okay, I guess maybe your keyboard lights up or it's like RGB and it glows in the dark or something.
It's just like this.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice keyboard.
That is a pretty sweet keyboard. So yeah, congrats on the 2-0. I think we just wanted to start things off by asking did you guys expect a 2-0 today? How do you feel after today's win?
I feel great because me and my teammate already preparing for GE also, and then yeah, I feel great.
Nice.
All
Did you
right.
guys expect at all to 2-0, or were you guys just gonna go in with that play your best, see what happens mindset?
We expect that we will win, not expect that 2-0.
Yeah, nice. Koldan, I know you got a question for her.
Yeah, actually I have something that's been chewing at the back of my mind. Typically Ascent, pretty defender side of the map, I would say. I'm curious, what were your thoughts or your team's thoughts when you realized that GE opted to start on the attacking side on Ascent? Because I think a lot of teams like to start on the defensive side. So was that something you guys expected? Were you surprised by that? Give us your general thoughts.
For me, Ascent is 50-50 map. It's not defender and it's not attacker. So if they pick attackers, I think it's just they prepare for the attack first.
Hey, hi
and
Marchi.
then- or maybe they want to play the bad side first. Maybe for me it's like that. For me and my team, we okay with both side, So
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
know.
tell. You guys performed
It's like
pretty well. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I think we maybe have time for one last question. I wanted to ask really quickly. So because you won today, your next match is in the upper bracket versus SMG tomorrow. How do y'all feel about that?
Honestly, in 3 open, we never met SMG. And I didn't expect to win against them, but we expect to play good against them because if you want to be the best, you have to beat the best, right? So yeah.
Yep. I mean, definitely you gotta go all in on the winner's mentality. It's been so great to talk to you, Marche. Thank you for the interview. Of
Thank
course,
you.
congrats on today's win and best of luck tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. I love what she said when she was like, yeah, you know what? We actually haven't faced them yet before, but we're gonna do good. We haven't played them yet, but we got plans and we're gonna make it work. I love that.
That's actually pretty interesting, right? That they haven't actually faced yet. That's I assume that SMG was just clearing out the entire FSL circuit and just beating every single team.
Yeah, SMG is just straight on murderizing everyone in the lobby that they meet, right? And I think that Scythe has mostly dropped down
Hey,
to the lower bracket, I think, where you don't
match
really
किधर
have
है?
that chance of meeting SMG in the lower bracket, at least for Open 1 and Open Open too. But yeah, it was great to have that interview and talk to Marche.
Mansi.
Guys, that's gonna be it for
एक
our
help करना यार,
series
Mansi.
number 1 here today. But we're gonna go for a short break before we come back with more Valorant Game Changers Pacific action. It's gonna be Filsa and Sapphire facing off against Orang Utan X. You don't want to miss it. Grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll see you back here in just a bit.
Hey, thank you, love you too. अरे वो शेड्यूल का नया वीडियो देखना था यार मेरे को. Zishu, hacker spot on stream. Tanmay but Ant for sure. Reckless fighting. Benmadi, Jayesh Gaming. Remove. Rahat Fateh Ali Khan songs. Yes, yeah, where is Resident Gaming, bro? Can I watch this or will I get copyright strike? Or can I watch this? Geodpin, bro. अरे मत का पूछ ना उसको कितने टाइम में स्टार्ट हो रहा है.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new STL video. Basically अभी यहाँ पे क्या होएगा, दो बंदे आएंगे जो कि रहेंगे वो लोग अपने टीममेट्स. तो अगर आपको वैसा टीममेट मिलेगा तो उसका क्या लोड आउट होएगा उनको बनाने का है. और ये पूरा लोड आउट सबके सामने है, तुमको मालूम पड़ जाएगा क्या है. इसके अंदर इंग्रेडिएंट्स रहेंगे कुछ, वो उनको मिक्सर में डाल के दूध डाल के मस्त स्मूदी बना के पीने का है. जैसे पिएगा एनर्जी आ जाएगा और गेम आने के बाद समझ रहे हो. तो गाइस हमारे पहले दो प्लेयर्स आ चुके हैं,
प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर. और ये
ब्रो என்ன ஹெல்ப் பண்ண காஸ்பர் கிட்ட ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க மாடுக்கு. எதுக்கு ப்ரோ மாடலாம்? मैप वीडियो का 15 मिनट होगा सर. 5:30 का टाइम है बट शायद जल्दी स्टार्ट हो. हाँ जल्दी स्टार्ट होगा इसी.
ओह तेरा बाप समझा.
कौन सा बाप?
रिटायर हो गया, अगला बाद में आया ये.
आप दोनों ने साथ में खेला रहेगा.
जी जी बहुत.
कभी ऐसा हुआ यार मर्सी के पास ये चीज रहता तो जीत जाते, या माम्बा के पास वो चीज रहता तो जीत जाते? कभी हुआ है?
मर्सी के पास लाइफ रहती है क्योंकि वो बेट करता है ना, हम सब मर जाते हैं.
ये डालता है स्मोक सॉस डालता है तेरे लिए कभी?
सब डाल लेता है, बचा लेता है. लेकिन बात ये कि इधर में जितने सामान है ना, हम लोग उतरते पूछेंगे. शुरुआत में कुछ नहीं मिलता है इनमें से.
क्या ऐसा एक चीज है जो इसके पास कंपलसरी रहना चाहिए?
इसके पास कंपलसरी रहना चाहिए एम है यहाँ पे.
एम है, एम नहीं है, एम नहीं है.
स्मूदी बना के पीनी भी है. तूने क्या क्या डाला, मैं क्या बता.
तो ये तेरा डालेगा, ये तेरा डालेगा, आपस का डालो. चलो शुरू करो. तेरे को इसका स्मूदी बनाना है, इसको तेरा स्मूदी बनाना है. ठीक है, रेडी हो? चलो उतरे, पोचंकी में उतरे. तो रेडी हो तुम लोग? हाँ, एक दूसरे को फुल
यार हमने पता क्या सोचा है, हम ना प्रॉपर लोड आउट बनाएंगे.
प्रॉपर
मतलब बदला नहीं लेंगे, अच्छा लोड आउट.
तो ऑब्वियसली तुम्हारा
चली
बदला नहीं.
VLR शो 5:30 बट
सुना कि अभी
अरे VLR में 5:30 दिखा रहे हैं, लेकिन वो सीन है कि जल्दी स्टार्ट हो जाएगा ना. आई विल मैसेज व्हेन स्टार्ट. थैंक यू मानसी, व्हाट्सएप कर देना. थैंक यू यार मानसी.
पहले सपोर्ट पे को 2x ही होता है, क्या पता तेरे को कब जरूरत पड़े.
किसने बोला 2x ये रेड डॉट बढ़िया होता है? 2x बेकार है.
2x बढ़िया होता है, 2 रेंज में काम आता है.
2x कितना बेकार है पूछ ले.
कैसे डाला ऐसे डालूं?
ये मिर्ची है. क्या ओ ये मिर्ची है. मैं मिर्ची नहीं खाता भाई, मैं नहीं खा रहा. मैं नहीं खा रहा भाई, तो मैं खाता ही नहीं भाई. मैं नहीं डालूंगा भाई, मैं मिर्ची नहीं खाता भाई. तू पागल है क्या? 10-12 डाल दियो, पागल है. एक डाल. दिक्कत है, समझ क्यों नहीं रहा तू?
अच्छा ठीक है, मिर्ची हटा ही दे. एक डालूं मैं माफी, कितनी डालूं बता.
एक ही डाल. अब मैं वो भी डाल, वो भी मत डाल, मत ही डाल. दो मैं तो मारूंगा.
क्यों मारेगा?
एक डाल बस.
मैं बना रहा हूं लोड आउट.
देखो जायरो तो बहुत जरूरी है अपने लिए.
हां
जायरो, लेकिन जायरो मिलता तो नहीं है. जायरो ऑन रहता है ना
उसको.
2 सेव.
ठीक है,
जायरो सेट है. तुम स्टार्ट करो ना भाई.
तू मैं स्टार्ट करूं?
हां
देखो डीबीएस तो चलाने आनी चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से.
अच्छा की तरफ जा रहा है. अच्छा
व्हाट इज
तो
दैट?
नेक्स्ट पहले आप लें कुछ.
व्हाट इज DBS में क्या था?
देखिए बहुत टाइम बाद खेल रहे हैं, मैं भी और ये भी. तो ये भी जायरो प्लेयर है, मैं भी जायरो प्लेयर हूँ. जायरो तो मस्त है यारो. सबसे पहले मैं जाऊंगा यारो जायरो के साथ.
ठीक है, जायरो मेरे को भी दे दे एक.
आपको भी चाहिए जायरो?
एक जायरो तो यार मस्त ही है, वो मस्त है.
तो जायरो के अंदर यारो हमारे को मिल रहा है एप्पल.
इसकी बैंड की
एप्पल एक आप
डालें.
क्या बात है, मैं डालूंगा.
तू एंट्री बैग रह चुका ना.
हां एंट्री बैग मेरी बेस्ट गन है भाई, फेवरेट गन है. हां डाल, भर के डाल.
पुदीना है.
हां भर के डाल भाई, अच्छा होता है सेहत के लिए.
तो मैं अपने को डाल रहा हूँ भाई. इसमें
पागल लेके उधर डाल.
पुदीना ले लो, पुदीना.
जाग गया इसका आवाज जाग रही है.
कोचिंग में
फुटबॉल और क्रिकेट यू नीड टू चूज वन. क्रिकेट
गन मिलती नहीं है.
क्रिकेट
हां यूजली दे.
हैव 3 balls even I got that only.
बॉर्नवीटा कुछ तो है.
बॉर्नवीटा
फ्लेवर डाल ले मर्जी.
हां बहुत बढ़िया. इतना फ्लेवर चलेगा? हाँ चलेगा चलेगा।
इनको सबसे पहले हर बार ये मिलता है ना पैन, तो पैन, एक पैन गिर गया है, बट पैन होना जरूरी है। मैंने बादाम डाला।
बादाम बारी नेक्स्ट पिक करने की पिक। ठीक
है, जारो ले लिया। पर DP28 नहीं होगी तो स्नैक्स नहीं रहेगा, तो ले ले DP28।
थैंक यू।
तो DP28 स्नैक्स भाई, DP28
के
अंदर मीठा वाटरमेलन,
बस जहर वाटरमेलन।
एक वाटरमेलन,
दो डाल, एक DP,
एक दो डाल,
दो DP डाल,
हां एक DP, एक सेकंड,
एक एक्स्ट्रा DP,
एक
बराबर।
सपोर्ट में क्या चाहिए था? जायरोस्कोप यूज किया तूने आज तक?
हां
अच्छा भाई।
अनपॉपुलर इंडिया बट फुटबॉल और क्रिकेट। अरे भाई जान, तूने पूछा मेरे को क्या पसंद है, मैं बोला क्रिकेट और तू बोल रहे उसको भी क्या यार।
An apple a day keeps a doctor away.
उसमें बीज है भाई, वो निकाल।
हां बीज खा ना भाई, बीज हेल्दी होता है।
सेब का।
हां
अपने को
यूजी
चाहिए।
मिली। ओह फ्लेयर गन मिली, फ्लेयर गन मिली। ओम आ गई। शहद।
हाँ
ओह फ्लेयर गन मिल गई।
उसके बाद हमें 8x की भी जरूरत है टीममेट्स को।
8x ऑन पे तो 8x चाहिए।
शेयर कर लेंगे।
हाँ वही वो उसमें आई है।
8x दो 8x
लगा दे, टोपी पे टोपी लगा दे। 8x लिया हमने,
बस
ये हमारे में जा रहा है। ऑम पूरी हो गई है। 2
बस।
देखो जायरो तो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है।
तुम्हारे को तो जायरो आता नहीं है।
मेरे को आता नहीं है, तो मेरे को क्यों ही देगा तू जायरो?
मैंने आज तक देखा नहीं है सिड भाई को ना डीपी चलाते हुए। तो वाटरमेलन्स फॉर डीपी।
देखिए, और कंप्लीट प्लेयर होने के लिए स्मोक्स होना जरूरी है, और रेबल को स्मोक्स बहुत पसंद भी है।
कम डालो कम। ये क्या डाल रहे हो भाई? है क्या ये?
क्या है ये? मिंट लीव्स।
मिंट लीव्स, ठीक है।
तो रेगा को मैंने देखा है पहले एकेएम से बहुत अच्छा मारता था यार। नहीं यार, एकेएम देने से पहले ये 4 उंगली के साथ खेलता है ना तू।
हां
क्लॉक
तीन।
चौथी एक ऐड करते, कमबैक है तेरा।
हां ठीक है,
चौथी ऐड करेगा, अच्छा
ऐड करते। क्लॉक में क्या है? क्लॉक का है,
क्लॉ ये रहा क्लॉ।
मीठा कमबैक होगा हमारा।
मीठा कमबैक होगा। आम है यार उसके क्लॉ में, क्या बात है।
दाल
मेरे में डालो आम।
अरे आम वो पढ़ के तू उसका लोडर बनना, आम इधर डालने का तेरे को।
माफ करो, मैं मेरे में भी डाल दिया। चलेगा आपको? मैं भी क्लॉ खेलता हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच। तो आप केस में भी आम डाल रहा हूँ। ठीक है,
ठीक। मैंने तेरे को DP28 दी,
बराबर दी।
तो DP28 किसके उसमें जाना चाहिए?
गन।
अरे गन में नहीं, तरबूज दे मेरे को, तेरे में चला गया।
ये तेरा है।
ये अब उल्टा कर ले। दरअसल सीन ऐसा हुआ है, मिसकम्युनिकेशन हो गया है।
क्या सीन है?
तेरे को उसका लोडर बांधने का, तेरे को उधर डालने का है।
ये तूने मेरे को जायरो दिया,
मैंने तेरे को
उसके बाद तूने मेरे को क्लॉ दिया।
ठीक है, तूने भी 2 चीज दी मेरे को।
क्लॉ दिया, मैंने तेरे को जायरो दिया, मैंने तेरे को बस
कुछ नहीं दिया। मैंने तेरे को DP28 दिया।
ये मेरा DP28। अच्छा ये मेरा है।
हाँ
ठीक है।
हाँ
अब क्लॉ दे दिया इसको, तो एकेएम देना बहुत जरूरी है। बहुत अच्छे से चलाता है एकेएम।
एकेएम में हरा दिख रहा है ऊपर से।
हरा हेल्दी है ना, एकेएम हेल्दी है।
मतलब मैं कुछ और भी चला लूंगा स्नैक्स।
पुदीना है एकेएम में, तो अच्छा रिकॉल ज्यादा हो तो ज्यादा पुदीना देना पड़ेगा। मतलब अच्छे से क्लोज रेंज में हेडशॉट एकदम जिगल।
बिल्कुल। बस नहीं भाई बस। अरे मीठा चला जाएगा।
कोई दिक्कत है, हेल्दी है। देखो नेट और स्मोक की जरूरत पड़ती होगी ना।
हां नेट की ज्यादा पड़ती है।
नेट की ज्यादा पड़ती है, पर हम तो नेट देंगे ही नहीं
दे मत।
नेट सपोर्ट वाला डालेगा ना। तू तो आगे गन लेके जाएगा।
हां मैं तो गन लेके जाऊंगा।
गन के बीच में क्या पड़ता है? रेड डॉट।
हां
नहीं 2x देंगे।
मिर्ची डाल रहे हैं।
अब पता है यार, मिर्ची डाल रहा हूं भाई।
डालना
लो।
अब चेंज नहीं करेगा। अब नहीं।
भूल गया मैं।
अब चेंज नहीं करेगा। नहीं।
हाँ तो हमारा ओम यहाँ कंप्लीट हो गया है। यूजी
पाइनएप्पल।
अब हमारा लड़का कैसे चलाएगा गन?
नहीं पाइनएप्पल नहीं है ये।
4 फिंगर क्लॉ। वाटरमेलन।
4 फिंगर क्लॉ। पपी तो ये जा रहा है, क्लॉ जा रहा है। आम हाँ
ठीक है, लेकिन हमने गन लिया नहीं
है।
ओम से काम चलाएंगे।
हाँ अभी तक तुम्हारे को कोई गन दी मैंने? अभी तक नहीं ना, बट स्कोप दे देता हूँ ना, जरूरत पड़ती है। रेड डॉट जरूरी है। ये हमने डाले थोड़े से
खीरे डाल रहे हैं।
हाँ
नेट तो होना ही चाहिए फिर स्मोक्स के साथ। नेट नहीं है तो कैसे चलेगा? ये थोड़े कच्चे ओट्स।
बस नहीं भाई बस। अरे मीठा चला जाएगा।
कोई दिक्कत है, हेल्दी है।
जब स्नैक्स तू ओपन फील्ड में जाएगा,
जाऊंगा,
मान ले कवर ही नहीं है कहीं पे, तो किसके पीछे से मारेगा? ओपन में स्मोक करेगा, उसके पीछे से खेलेगा।
बराबर
खेलना पड़ेगा ना स्मोक के पीछे से। आजकल तो ये चलता स्मोक राउंड खेलते हैं।
तो आजकल यार आगे पहुंच गया। स्मोक में एडजस्ट मारते हैं।
स्मोक ले लेते हैं।
क्या है स्मोक में यार?
स्मोक हो सकता है
ये क्या है?
पुदीना का बड़ा भाई इतना सा डाला है।
थोड़ा सा क्या है वो? भले वो है क्या?
ये
करी लीव्स क्या है? एक मिंट लीव्स है और दूसरा वो है कड़ी पत्ता।
क्या?
छूटे मत कर बेशरम।
अबे
अरे
सारी निकाल
आगे
दी
बहुत कुछ आएगा भाई।
इसने ये ले अब ठीक है।
तू यहाँ पे 5 नीचे डाल रहा है, मैं डाल
अरे भाई
के साथ होने वाला है।
मेरे को
क्या गांडू
तू पहले मेरे को दिखा दे 5 है उधर, पहले गिन के दिखा दे 5 है। AKM तो एक AKM होना जरूरी है
यार मर्सी आप जिगल करते
भाई,
हैं
भाई,
से या रेड वो एडीएस खोलते हैं?
रेड डॉट
हीरा का ऑफ चलो।
सो अभी हल्का सा इधर पुदीना है,
रेड डॉट लग रहा है। थोड़ा सा ग्रेनेड होना चाहिए।
हाँ ग्रेनेड भी
ग्रेनेड होना चाहिए।
नेट वेट ये सब जरूरी है पोचिंग की में, क्योंकि अगर कैंप भी करना होता है तो काउंटर ग्रेनेड मारना होता है ना, कि लोग मारे फिर वो लोग सीढ़ी से आ रहे होंगे पुश करने। अब हो गया लगता है, अब क्या ही करें।
स्मोक,
हाँ स्मोक भी दो।
स्मोक 4 स्मोक रखेंगे।
हाँ 4 स्मोक।
लेवल 2 बैग है ना, ज्यादा मिलता नहीं है ना। 1 स्मोक,
क्लॉक का इस्तेमाल तो तुम भी करो।
2 स्मोक।
जस्ट सेइंग मर्सी, तेरा लोड आउट देख।
हाँ तो मामा के लिए भी लोड आउट कर रही है देखो।
हाँ करे।
अरे यार ये बहुत बड़े स्मोक है यार।
क्लॉ सीखना था ना आपको? है मेरा क्लॉ ही है शायद।
ऐसे कैसे पकड़ते हो? फोन पकड़ के दिखाना, पकड़ के दिखाओ। ये फोन है। हाँ क्लॉ है, क्लॉ जरूरी है।
क्या मिक्स किया तूने अभी? खीरा और आम?
हाँ क्लॉ जरूरी है ना, इसलिए।
उजी आनी चाहिए क्लोज रेंज के लिए, उजी आनी चाहिए क्लोज रेंज के लिए मेरे हिसाब से। बोनविटा है।
तो मैं दूंगा इनको AWM। हनी है ये, हनी।
तूने क्या डाला? हनी और खीरा मिक्स किया है।
हाँ भाई तुमने मेरे को केले के साथ बोनवीटा दिया है।
देख अपन दोनों में है तो चुल। हाँ। जब नॉक करते हैं क्लासिक में किसी को, ऐसा कॉम्पी में नहीं करते, हम अच्छे लोग हैं।
पैन करते हैं।
क्लासिक वाले बंदे को करते हैं जानबूझ के पैन, जो
उसको
स्टीम
बात
टाइप करके
करो,
आते हैं,
राइस
देख लेते हैं
सर,
अड्डा और उसको मार के पैन कर दे। पैन मारने मजा आता है तेरे को, तो पैन देंगे तेरे को एक। पैन में ओए ड्राई फ्रूट है, बादाम रे, तेरे दिमाग में भी काम आएगा और जो पैन में भी काम आएगा।
डालो अपने में,
ज्यादा डालो।
अपने में
डालना है, माफ
फिर
करो।
मेरे में डालो।
ज्यादा डाल रहा हूँ। बादाम है,
पैन एक कॉम्पी प्लेयर का भी मस्त है।
हाँ, मस्त है।
बुलेट लगनी हो बता।
डार्क में अगर बुलेट लग रही है तो अपने आप को डॉज
ना करे, फिर खोलना पड़ेगा।
आप ही डाल रहे हैं।
अरे आप
क्या बात है, थैंक यू सो मच।
कितना डालना?
बादाम है, जितना डालना है डालो, अच्छा है हेल्थ के लिए।
ठीक है, तुमको याद रहेगा ना कि कॉम्पी में क्या क्या यूज करना था,
yes.
आप एक्स्ट्रा डालो।
अब चल।
अच्छा हाँ, तो माफिया तेरे को क्या यूज नहीं करना था? बता
क्या
तेरे को क्या यूज नहीं करना था इनमें से?
क्या जो नहीं करना था डाल दिया तूने।
और बता। तो फिर तू चला 8x। मेरे देगा ना सपोर्ट प्लेट, तू मेरे को देगा।
तो 8x का मैं उस पे लगाऊंगा राइफल पे।
अरे तू मेरे को ही देगा जब मैं स्नाइपर उठाऊंगा।
क्या है?
ओरियो भाई, ये भी नहीं खाएगा? बोल दे ये नहीं खाता तू।
3 कितने डालेगा? दूसरों को छोड़ दे।
बहुत है।
अच्छा ओम चाहिए तेरे को? तू
क्या-
स्नाइपर
क्या
स्नाइपिंग
चाहिए?
अच्छी करता है ना?
क्या चाहिए?
ओम
हाँ।
AWM
बहुत अच्छी होती है,
बहुत बढ़िया होती है ना।
बेस्ट
क्या
स्नाइपर है।
ओहो
डालना
What is even doing, dude?
याद है भाई।
अच्छे डाल भाई, अच्छे से।
बस उतना ही शायद है, खत्म मत कर।
प्रोडक्शन देखो, अगर BGMI जब आ जाता है तब आप लोग को क्लॉ से खेलना जरूरी है।
और भाई सबसे जरूरी पैन। भाई पैन होना बहुत जरूरी। नॉक करके मारूंगा ना, फिर स्टोरी भी तो डलेंगी सामने से। पैन कर दिया।
DBS बहुत जरूरी है पोचिंग की में, क्योंकि उधर पे वो घर
हाउसेस पुश करने होते हैं।
पुश रोकने के लिए भी बहुत काम आता है। मान लो गन नहीं मिला तो DBS ही मिल गया।
मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि माम्बा का लोड आउट बहुत अच्छा है।
हाँ तो मेरा भी लोड आउट अच्छा इधर दिख नहीं रहा।
वही है माम्बा का लोड आउट।
यार उजी मेरे हिसाब से देखो, क्योंकि क्लोज रेंज गन है, तो क्लोज रेंज के हिसाब से उसका जो
मत करना। अगर कुछ लगता भी नहीं है बस फिर मैं भी पूरा गंदा कर दूंगा।
क्लोज रेंज गन है ना उजी क्लोज रेंज है, तो क्लोज रेंज के हिसाब से फिर स्कोप भी थोड़ा क्लोज रेंज वाला होना चाहिए। तो मुझे लगता है कि 2x आई थिंक उजी पे अच्छा रहेगा, तो 2x के लिए मैं 2 डाल रहा हूँ।
DP पे भी जरूरत पड़ेगी 2x की, बट इनको 2 गलती से मिल गए 2, तो मैं डाल रहा हूँ 4।
उनको दूसरी गन कौन सी दी थी मैंने? DBS।
हाँ,
DBS पे स्कोप लंबा वाला लगता है ना शायद, मेरे को लगता है 8x आई थिंक 8x मेरे लिए पकड़ सकता है वो। तो
स्मोक थोड़ा सा डालना जरूरी होता है। ये थोड़ा सा स्मोक जाएगा अंदर। अरे
अब
तुम्हारी बारी है, मेरी बारी।
मैं सोच रहा हूँ मैं देता हूँ स्नैक भाई। DP28 तुम उठाओगे, स्कोप रहने देते हैं, रेड डॉट देते हैं दूसरी गन के लिए।
क्या बात है
ना?
जरूरी है
रेड डॉट एक मस्त है, वही मैं कह रहा हूँ।
क्या है रेड डॉट में?
कीड़ा है,
खीर, हेल्दी है, कुकुम्बर
एक।
अब रगा भाई जो ऐसे पहले मैं देखा यारो, एक एम पे 2x बहुत चलाता है।
हाँ
एक एम पे ना 2x लगा के हेडशॉट बहुत मारता था।
नहीं वैसे मैंने आज तक 2x तो उठाया ही नहीं है, जस्ट सेइंग।
नहीं पहले चलाता था, झूठ मत बोलो, चलाता था।
ठीक है चलाता हूँ, कभी 2x कभी नहीं, ऐसा ही है।
एकेएम तो रेड डॉट बहुत लोग चलाते हैं। आयरन साइड भी ऑप्शन है, ठीक है? अगर आपको 2x ना जमे,
आयरन
सेट एम का 2x हटाओ, आयरन साइड पे मारो।
तो 2x हटाने में उठाऊंगा ही ना,
काम में आएगा।
अच्छा आएगा क्या?
काम में आएगा।
ठीक है मैं
तो
उठाऊं।
एक 2x बनता है। अब्बा बाबा 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 2x के नाम पे आ रहा हो एकदम जबरदस्त मिर्ची आ रहा हो यहाँ पे।
एक ही डालना, मतलब एक ही उठाऊंगा।
एक ही 2x मतलब इतने से मैं कुछ भी नहीं जरूर तेरे भला
So what the hell are you doing, dude?
मैंने इससे स्पाइस
I don't know why, but I want BGMI to get banned. Again, sorry if this happened someone. It's not about offending, it's just being foolish. Gaming in India is where it is right now because of BGMI.
अच्छा ऐसा
स्पाइसी है मतलब क्या होता है? एक सेकंड, स्पाइसी खाने से क्या होता है? गाफ लाल होती है।
हाँ तो गुस्से में मारूंगा ना।
और तो अगर स्पाइसी रह मारेगा तो क्या होगा? हेडशॉट पड़ेगा,
एकदम
लाल लाल होगा।
अपने में डाल
इधर में ये तुम 2x चलाओ।
तू मेरे को और सपोर्ट देगा, तूने 8x रखा मेरे लिए, और तू देखो स्मोक भी तो करने होते मेरे लिए कर करने होते हैं तो ये मेरे लिए तो करेगा है। धनिया है क्या ये? हाँ ये जो भी माफिया। अरे बस भाई पत्ता कर, मेरी मर्जी, हाथ हटा दे, मेरी मर्जी है, हाथ हटा दे भाई। तू मेरा जैसा मर्जी, मैं तेरा बना रहा हूँ, प्रोडक्शन की कमी नहीं है।
हो गया भाई, और कितना लोड आउट दोगे यार?
तेरा भी तो ग्रिप क्लॉ है।
मेरा क्लॉ नहीं है।
क्लॉ अच्छा रहता है,
आर्म क्यों डाल रहे हो उसके साथ यार?
क्लॉ का प्रैक्टिस कर, क्लॉ अच्छा रहता है। और यार कंप्लीट प्लेयर होना चाहिए यार, सिर्फ 2 गन क्यों यूज कर रहा है?
नहीं भाई 2 गन नहीं अलाउड है।
2 गन
नहीं 2 गन ही नहीं,
2 गन कर, तू कहे तो सब स्कोप दे दे,
स्कोप दे
पास
सकते
करने के लिए।
हो भाई, पागल है क्या? 2 गन ही है मेरे हिसाब से। इनको आना चाहिए।
मेरा पैन क्यों नहीं है?
8x जरूरी है।
Guldip franchise to play EMG off
आपसे
season.
मैं खुद पूछ रहा हूँ कौन सी
EMG? What is EMG?
मान लो कॉम्पी में सीरियस
So the first off season I don't know.
मिड रेंज है, कभी कभी लॉन्ग रेंज चल
जाती है,
चल जाएगी, उसको स्कोप दूंगा बाद में दूंगा, बट पहले दूसरी गन कौन सी? रेड डॉट किस में डालेंगे आप?
क्लोज रेंज गन दे दे यार कोई।
उजी बोल सकता हूं मैं, नहीं एकेएम दूंगा ना आपको। एकेएम यार क्या सेक्सी करना यार,
मतलब यार दोनों
एकेएम के अंदर है
यार, दोनों क्या पूरा
क्या ये
पुदीना।
अच्छा पुदीना ही था क्या? भूल गया।
थोड़ा सा
Switch करना है, इसमें कंटिन्यू
7.62
करता
एमओ की गन 762 बोलते थे ना यार, भूल ही गया। वहां की अंक 10
हूँ। इसमें कंटिन्यू करता
तू
हूँ।
स्नाइपर भी है मेरे को पता
हाँ,
है।
मैं
तू
best
स्नैपिंग करता है,
sniper।
तो तेरे को है ना ऑम देना बनता है।
हाँ
हाँ
या बेसिकली हाँ
ऑम देना बनता है तेरे को। ऑम दे दे तो स्नाइपिंग अच्छी करता है, एकेएम क्लोज मारेगा और लॉन्ग
लग रहा
रेंज।
कुछ मीठा होना चाहिए यार, ऑम इतनी
ऑम अच्छी है जी। आपका गैस एकदम जबरदस्त। ये तेल है या शहद है?
शहद।
शहद है। अरे बाप रे
तेल
बाप।
कौन डालता?
ये ऑम में आ रहा शहद है, मीठे मीठे हेडशॉट मारेगा रहेगा। डालू?
हाँ डाल।
कितना चाहिए?
बस
दाने तो दे। अरे मीठा रहेगा, अच्छा रहेगा। तो एक ऑम तो दे दिया बाबू। ऑम के साथ स्कोप तो देना बनता है।
हाँ
The Noji match it hasn't started yet. Waiting for it to start.
के साथ 2x प्रेफर करेंगे और एक
नहीं क्या बात
डेडली कॉम्बो आ रहा है। एक 8x देते हैं। ओरियो
I want to see them drink it, dude.
तो लाए
रेडी मैंने कर लिया पहले गेम यूटिलिटी होती है,
हाँ।
यूटिलिटी थोड़ा कुछ मीठा मीठा भी डाल दे भाई।
गाइस लोड हिसाब से तुम लोग लोड आउट कुछ ज्यादा ही पर्सनली ले रहे हो।
पर्सनल नहीं है भाई, सही चल रहा है।
बहुत मतलब हैवी लोड आउट बन चुका है मेरे हिसाब से। हाँ कुछ है एक आखिरी चीज लास्ट एक
तुमने रखे थे?
नहीं एक 4x रखा है
एक
उसने,
मैंने
तो
भी एक
उसके
रख
लिए
दिया।
रख सकता है। ठीक है
मेरा दे दिया, तू बना दिया लोड आउट। लगता है कमबैक होगा दोनों का इस लोड आउट से।
गाइस इस शेक के पीने के बाद
हमारा
कमबैक
कमबैक
करने वाले
है। तो बन गया यारो, बनाते दूध डालते
आए
इसमें।
बनवाते हैं।
अब तेरी स्मूदी देख ले और मेरी स्मूदी देख ले, पत्ता भर के दे।
मैंने हेल्दी बनाई तेरे लिए।
रेडी है, ये तेरा है। आई मीन ये अक्षय को पीना है, ठीक है? ये माफिया को पीना है, ठीक है? अभी इसमें जाएगा दूध और बनेगी स्मूदी, ठीक है?
कितना मस्त लोड आउट बनाया हमने।
प्यार, ये बहुत प्यार से लोड आउट बना
हाँ
है।
जी, प्यार से नहीं, ये कोचिंग में यही मिलता
है। कोचिंग में यही मिलता है। वो तो नसीब अच्छा था कि फ्लेयर गन मिला। ठीक ठाक लग रहा है। और ये है रेबेल का लोड आउट। पता नहीं इसका क्या होएगा, इसमें भर सकता है। ठीक है, आपने पार्टी ड्रिंक्स स्मूदीज बन चुके।
देख यार, हेल्दी ड्रिंक है, स्मूदी हेल्दी बोलते हैं इसको, माफिया, बट मैं कह रहा हूँ
तो मम्बा
इतना खूबसूरत लुकिंग शेक्स है।
मर्सी दोनों का ऑलमोस्ट कलर के हिसाब से दोनों का लोड आउट।
यस,
सपोर्टिव चीयर्स वाला लग रहा है।
थैंक यू सो मच।
ठीक है, रेड नहीं कर रहा हूँ, वीडियो के बीच में थोड़ी छन्नी करूँ। रेबेल का
लोड आउट है
तुम्हारा लोड आउट।
ये भाई इतना अच्छा
अबे
दिख रहा है,
सेम
इतना-
है।
क्या एक बार सुन
एक बार सुन दो,
एक बार
सेम
सुन ठीक है ये सुनगा अब वो सुन
देख देख
कितना अच्छा है ये भाई।
ये काफी अच्छा लगा। ये तेरा लोड आउट है।
मैंने बनाया है भाई वैसा लोड आउट।
ठीक है, पी योर बीजीएमआई ड्रिंक।
पूरा पी गया बे।
कैसा है?
मेरा अच्छा था।
पिए आप।
पी भाई मैंने पूरा पिया है।
कैसा है?
Cheers.
The BGMI powered.
मेरे को तो चका मेरा।
वो कितना भुक्कड़ है बे मामा।
क्या सेक्सी बन।
ठीक है थोड़ा सा शहद डाल देते मेरे वाले में। कितना सेक्सी बनाया पियो।
ओ बहुत यम्मी है।
फाक।
तो रेडी
रेडी
रेडी।
चीयर्स।
आपका ग्लास
नहीं,
दिखाएं,
हल्का
साथ
हल्का
में
भी
चीयर्स कर सकते हैं, मतलब पिए अपना अपना लोड आउट। कैसा है?
इतना बुरा नहीं है मतलब।
हाँ
ठीक है।
हालांकि आई थिंक मिर्ची नहीं होती इसमें तो
ठीक है देख सही में बट मेरे को तो अच्छा लगा ये वाला। हाँ
ये पी के देख।
इसने पिया
अबे बिक्स लेकिन पी क्यों रहा है? वेट भाई यू आर ड्रिंकिंग बिक्स।
क्या है ये?
अच्छा
क्या हो गया?
यार पी के देख।
फर्स्ट राउंड डन। इधर डन।
अच्छा नहीं लगा?
टीका है गले में चुभा है डायरेक्ट। थोड़ा सा पी गई।
इधर डन भाई। हेलो देख इधर डन। अरे स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ है। हेलो पटका स्टार्ट ही नहीं हुआ बाबू।
थोड़ा मीठा था नहीं।
अच्छा है भाई, इसका एक सिप पी के देख जो तूने बनाया है।
ये क्या है भाई देखो।
तो गाइस आई होप आप लोग को मजा आया रहेगा ये BGMI वर्जन ऑफ स्मूदी चैलेंज में। तो इसी कंटेंट को प्यार करते रहे और मेक श्योर टू लाइक शेयर एंड
मैं लाइव देख रही हूँ। अरे भाई ये स्पॉइलर देख रही है। अच्छा ये बिंग्स का आइडिया था। सो बिंग्स का सोशल्स। इंडस्ट्री बेबी का मोन्टाज लगाओ दे आना ब्रो। मेरा मोन्टाज देखोगे? मेरा मोन्टाज देखा है ब्रो आप लोग ने? मेरा मोन्टाज देखो यार प्लीज। ये 1000 व्यूज कर तो चलेगा काफी है। ये देखो यार मोन्टाज प्लीज यार। अच्छा मोन्टाज है ब्रो। गाना लेगा अगर सकता कॉपीराइट मिल जाएगा। जेन्युइनली अच्छा है ब्रो। जेन्युइनली अच्छा है ब्रो। बोलो VCT पैसिफिक किधर गया? जेन्युइनली अच्छा है यार। मतलब इंस्ट्रूमेंटशिप आपने किया। आराम से। आराम ज़रा इच्छा तभी सुन रहे थे।
Astra Phoenix for the side of Orangutan X,
Good,
and
that is okay.
then the Viper Harbor
I love
for
you,
Full
yeah, genuinely.
Sense Sapphire, and then
Full
both
change
teams
Harbor.
retaining that Sky, Killjoy, as well as Jet Core. So how do we feel about this? Especially since I think like Full Sense Sapphire, they're going to start out on the defensive side with the Viper Harbor also.
Yes, exactly that. And when you are starting on the attacking side, it helps you so much when you have a Phoenix in your ranks as well, as opposed to another controller. You have this aggressive duelist that can really flash out of so many smokes, right? One great thing about Phoenix is that his curveball is reliable in the fact that you know the distance it travels before it flashes, and you can do so really, really nicely. Travels. The great thing about Phoenix is that his curveball is a major winning point that they have to focus on if they want to bring home this map.
Yeah, and I love that we're seeing the Phoenix as well. Just Pearl, just one of those maps where we're starting to see Phoenix come back in competitive. But here to bring you guys once again all the action between these two powerhouse teams, guys. We've got Dax and Black and Blue. Take it away, boys.
have to change thumbnail.
Look, it's no classroom, it's the battle of the elites. Both teams are qualified for elite based on their points. Both teams have made it to the grand finals of Open 1 and Open 2 in different instances. And it's a rematch of that Open 2 lower bracket, my friend. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Full Sense Sapphire versus Orangutan X, a match made in heaven. That's here with Black and Blue. And come on, this is such an interesting first map to start with, because we're getting Pearl. And if you remember,
thumbnail change ho gaya na?
This was Orangutan X's permaban for pretty much the whole run of that circuit.
Well, maybe times have changed and they're hoping for different results here as well, because the last time these
Nakko
two
karo,
teams
Mansi,
faced off each other, well, that was in lower bracket final. We know Full Sense took the best of them, and we're looking here now, and you talked about how they would periodically kind of remove this from the rotation last Open, but they played this quite a lot. If for anything, throughout the Swiss here in Open 3, they've been playing it, what, 4 times now during the Swiss stage, and that just goes to show they have something planned up on in here. But you look at the composition of Full Sense stacks, and this is something they've started to play only this Open 3, who have that Harbor and that Viper.
Yeah, it's a new page of newness, basically. Double control with the double versus the double duelist. And honestly, for Orangutan X, you go back to some of their roster changes that they brought in Emmy last Open, and now I don't think Chloe's part of the roster anymore. They have doubled down on having her in the front line alongside Twirly. And they do want to enable that as much as possible moving forward. So, such an interesting change here for Orangutan X, willing to play Pearl yet again this Open. It is aggression though from Twirly, all alone though, isolated by the likes of Polly as well as Margot. Set up with the smokes, it's impressive how Full Sense was able to catch them off guard like that.
Yeah, it's because look at the setup that they've got here, Dax. They have so much to throw in the face of OGX on their attacking side that OGX, if they aren't able to find the proper timing and when those cooldowns are inactive, then they can simply get stuck in the initial attempt itself. Muffin has a great spot here. He dodges the initial clear. They still don't know over position, and they simply capitalize on the space given. Quick and easy, and this round should be done.
Yeah, lemon squeezy indeed, and Emmy's the only one still standing. No HP left for Baby TC. Run away, Baby TC! Gets shot in the back, but beyond that, it's Full Sense back in control. And with the first pistol win, they picked this map for good reason, Black and Blue. This is a map that they're accustomed to, and when they realized that Orangutan banned Haven rather than ban
Or
Pearl,
the team's name, bro. Heavy ka team ka naam kya hai?
Yeah, the biggest, most impressive thing has been from the early single sole performance.
Apart from the which team do you root for?
Zotac AMP Fnatic versus Kaguya.
Probably Fnatic
That's
too.
where they really
Probably
got
Fnatic
to field test this composition of theirs, and it worked out to absolute stellar results. And you can't blame them for trying to replicate it here. As Baby TC gets a pick off to start off the opener, second round.
Full Sense, Sapphire from front to back, absolute talent. A team that's made it to that international stage last year under a new banner with Full Sense, has their new org for the extended and BCT for quite a while. Also one player who stepped up immensely last Open. I give it a muffin. Honestly, one of the X factors here for Full Sense moving forward. Polly though, the hold towards Flowers here. Finds the target onto Emmy. The just crossing on through anyway. Desperate to get that plant going. In cover now, some bonus money for Orangutan to work with later on. Flashes to flash. Full Sense Sapphire prepared for the flawless, and they get it.
Full sense. Said that's flawless, clean, squeaky.
तेरा पीछे देख रहा हूँ क्या मैं?
Flawless. A single mark left untouched. That's what you want to see from this team on the defensive side.
Also behind.
Like one of the favorites once again to potentially challenge the by far heavily occupied throne that SMG have secured themselves in this past open.
One enemy
Looking
remaining.
like the favorite to win it all, but Sapphire, we've seen them do this last year. Throughout the entire year, have shaky moments, have times where they look great, but then ultimately, even if they don't
Okay, it's
win,
okay. First buy round, boys. Let's go. I mean, girls, let's go.
they win the big one. They win elite at the end. And that's something that they're looking to potentially replicate or even derive and do better from.
Yeah, Full Sense Sapphire. Ramping action is the key. And you look back at the history of Open 2, those map wins against SMG. The one
Nice
map
kill.
win they got in the
Nice
Swiss
pick,
stage.
Emi.
But Orangutan X, now with a full 5 at the ready with full rifles to go. Emmy will drop first blood. Muffin though, stellar shot onto Twirly. He's got the Sheriff, wants to force that closer contact, but here comes Ginny as well. Finds the timing, and yet again, Full Sense looking to play with smoke advantage. These controllers getting pesky. The angle's also taken by the other players. Well done indeed. Muffin though, still contesting towards back holes. Casper's the one who has to try and blockade that vision. I'm watching what Polly can do. Ginny's there too with the helping hand. Snakebite's there. Orangutan bit by bit getting dismantled. Aruma and Casper, they want to play it close, but Ginny just cuts her into ribbons. Casper gets two, but Muffin's been waiting, and Muffin will collect. It's bonus one here.
Technically saying,
Lovely punch
the first
coming
round she
from
got
Full
caught
Sense
like
here.
that.
You can see
Second
they're
round she
very
should have adapted in
perceptive
such a way
of
that
what's
when
happening,
going out,
what the situation
Emmy
is. They
throws the
know
wall up there and uses her molly on the left side so that they have only one side to isolate the fights towards.
And that allows these lesser weapons to just wreak havoc on
It's
the
the
push.
small stuff that
OGX here have to be careful to not get too ahead of themselves. Twirly and Emmy would sometimes just be so far removed from the rest of the push that they just don't have anybody watching their backs, and that's exactly
You
why they
understand
get
what I'm trying to tell you?
surrounded while
They
you're
should
on
have
the
done
B
that,
side 'cause
bro.
you're
They
all
should.
alone.
They
Yeah,
should
that
not
may
even
be
give
true,
them a
but
chance
then again,
to
you still
get the
look
better
at
of
how
it.
Sapphire sets up those walls, and how many times have we seen Polly and Margot be such a bother with the rest of the OGX roster?
Ooh,
You
yeah.
look at
They
Orangutan,
should
and
have
of
done that,
course,
dude.
you
Ah.
have to look at Casper in that back line. The star of South Asia, she's been absolutely stellar on that controller role. But from what we've seen so far, because of the walls, because of the smokes Full Sense has, they always keep away the mid line here and take advantage of getting the double Lulas early on. Case in point.
They made me
Drop
have
them
this
this time
faster.
around without nice smoke to even have to isolate them here. Obviously,
Value कर लो.
Chico and
भाईजान value ही तो है.
sevenfold favor. His long range shot as well. That
Is that a
cascade.
term?
What?
Sevenfold? Not
Yeah.
just twofold? Not just threefold?
It's from
tenfold?
the Bible. And
Ah.
दिन के लिए कहाँ मर जाते हो? अरे देव भाई करने का मन ही नहीं करता है bro. I'm in a very demotivated spot myself. Yeah, sorry. Sorry bro, सच बोल रहा हूँ.
I can't believe you go to church every Sunday, man. I'm proud of you. But even better here.
Sorry, I
Twice
did.
the
I'm trying
pride,
to build
twice
up
the
a
fall, and Orangutan will be caught
Everyone
out in a
note down
flawless
your
yet again.
observations,
This
then
is
let's run it
clean
again.
from Sapphire so far.
well, I mean, to say it's clean, it might
Yeah,
just be
bro, Rana.
undercutting it.
Wow.
They've been
The
to
back
quote
is
the
failing
popular
like
movie
anything
right
for some
now,
reason, bro.
Sublime.
And
I'm here, my
they've
back
been
is failing.
Really being able to, as I said a while ago, be perceptive of what's happening and what the intentions of OGX here, where you can tell they aren't being faked out by the defaults. They aren't necessarily being quickly pulled into any sort of
Less number of ways, yes.
Well,
That being one reason.
Yeah, and we've seen from Full Sense yet again aggressive towards the
That being one
entrance
reason,
towards
bro,
side.
yes.
There's always the forward-facing baby TZ before anything else. And as Orangutan gets that initial intel, they back on the way, left the spike behind. The
Not
more
less,
of a default
bro.
stance,
Yeah, very less.
look to converge with the split approach instead.
अरे इसलिए YouTube में देखना पसंद ही नहीं आता है. देख कैसा है गेम ही पूरा अजीब-अजीब दिख
We
रहा है.
haven't really seen a full commit on that split yet. What is good though is that they can seize connector control here, which gives
I
them
know.
options on
They should
where
have.
to suddenly shift and do it. But they
I've got
do
your
opt to go the
trail.
opposite way, and
joke's over.
maybe the split is exactly what they need to try and change things up, as they got the
Bella
Ryan back down.
Walk out.
clearing mid. It's a safer link take. The run it back is there too. And Emmy, guns blazing, just fires and forgets. Polly will fall. Advantage now here for Orangutan. A better clear so far before anything else. But Baby TC wants to clash. Twirly gonna fall to her hand. Retreats now towards dugout. Orangutan knows it's still danger close scenario here. And full sense Sapphire setting up the cascades as well. They scout out Japips and they swing her wildly. Full sense with the advantage now. Orangutan trying to go for the run route. Muffin knows Casper's coming. There's the Cove too. And Sapphire looking oh so stellar. Diamonds in the lure up? No, it's just absolutely a shining performance so far. 5 already for full sense.
What did I say, Dax?
Something happened with a lot of streamers post lockdown. Yeah, I'm one of them.
The flank there would have had great timing otherwise, but Muffin just at the ready. The all-seeing eye, all-knowing as well, omnipresent,
Not about
omnipotent.
not about
They know where
viewers
to
or
look,
live
they know
streamers.
where to
The
go, and
viewership
it looks
of channel is
flawless so
total.
far, 5-0.
Yeah,
OGX
it's like a
just,
hard void that you
even
want to
with the
get
run
out
it
because you're
down
not
from Emmy, who
because YouTube
simply-
doesn't pay you for money, and YouTube doesn't pay you jack for views. You only get your money through brands or something, and obviously brands don't want a dead channel, so.
And the
Hard.
shots have been
Very hard.
absolutely crisp. Sapphire looking stellar in the run so far. The hot hands there to clear out mid. Emmy leading the charge yet again on the Phoenix. But beyond that, this is space given
You like
here by
the,
Sapphire.
Diak.
Ginny's
What
the
is
one
Diak?
watching out towards the
What
waterways
is
here. Looking to keep an eye out on spawn. The rest of the team
What is that?
just absolutely anchored towards the site.
With the-
And Muffin
Thank you,
adding
Diak.
even more
Zoe,
injury to
thank
this
you,
insult.
Zoe.
The op in
Now, is it
hand.
talking about?
And she might be able to catch out anyone crossing here.
Is that what you're talking about?
It actually would be really good here if Aruma makes contact on this alarm bot, because then that will keep the defense towards that A site, which now it does. Smoke's on out here towards B. They say we do have the soul rifle onto Emmy, but the rest of her team is being shredded apart. Margot, good for the one. Twirly gets a trade. But Muffin's still up and alive.
My ult's ready.
What a quick shot, too.
Does she know that Chapips is there though, looking to go for the cross? Guiding light makes a sound, and it's only silence here from Orangutan as Sapphire gets another.
Deafening it is here right now, Dax.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. Are you asking about the
Simply
BenQ
cannot
Diak?
deny him.
I use a
RPX right
what
now.
quality do I have right now on me?
The only one round we've seen from them.
I think this is an
somewhat
Aorus.
competitive was that fifth where
Aorus monitor.
they got the plant on the A site, but then
Good time.
full sense in a league of their own right
Should
now.
have taken the timeout during 4-0 or 5-0 in my opinion, but good time on nonetheless. I use the
I guess
Aorus something.
incrementally
Like picture
improving
pura
on what
RGB
they've
with
done
it.
so far
They
in
use
the
this
past
mode.
open, and you can see that they've not necessarily added many new things to their core plan. It's more just refining what they've already had.
And come on, a composition where you run Harbor and Viper together, that has to be a comp where you need to exude mastery. That you need to exude stellar anchoring, great timing.
What did you guys do with the
all
old
set up,
extra PC in
and just
Bootcamp? It's in
reliable
Anna's
players.
house.
Look at the standings right now.
Anna told you he was
Muffin,
planning something to
Ginny,
do with it.
Baby TZ. They have just been playing off the smokes of Polly and Margot, playing off those sightlines, and just hitting every single shot that they need to keep Orangutan at bay.
Well, they're not having much of a problem doing that so far. Lockdown available on either side, but it's a reckoning that separates them here, really, and the cosmic divide for Casper. And I want to see what exactly they do with that. What has been good for them, though, is been taking kind of that connector control early on, because that just sets the defense to have to be, I guess, guessing more on where they could really go, and if they can continue to do that, that's when they can find these opportunities to
That too, with
really
the double
punish
controller
and
lineup, getting into the
open up
sides
the
is quite
site.
hard.
And after
You
it's
can't
all
hit
done,
one
you see
side
the
directly. You
adjustment
need to
from
make sure you
Orangutan.
get a pick
When you're
here.
running the
You
Astra,
make them
there's
think a
always
lot.
that
Nice
burst
shot,
potential.
Aruma.
And Polly also hit by the wall bang dink. Needs a bit of medication there from Ginny. Orangutan, though, resetting themselves and splitting on up yet again. A 1-3-1 this time with Emmy leading the art
Oh
to
shit.
link push. So
That's sad.
he's still looking very
Hyderabad
likely for
bootcamp.
Orangutan
Hyderabad
to hit.
bootcamp anta kadra.
Since
Hyderabad than intlo
they
undi.
have
Annal intlo
adjusted
ne.
accordingly. Margot's there. Polly will look to reinforce.
Yeah, but all this utility by Baby TZ is already on this A site, which means it's going to be so much more difficult for them to get a quick and clean entry. Emmy.
Casper plays a very important role now.
On her initial contact to be made, Cosmic Divide can separate that backside for them.
Yeah, but it's so hard here for Orangutan. They know the op still holding over this B-long angle. Muffin here, keeping Casper at bay. Just some great instinct to not run out into the open, but eventually something's got to give, and it will be timing with the Nebula. Perfect. I was actually just a dissipate, so a chance here, perhaps for Orangutan to push on forward. 2 fake smokes now to hit the Cosmic Divide, allowing them to cross. We hear the Blade Storm though. We get the Reckoning too, and Orangutan, they will have to deal with full send still. Ginny finds Emmy. Muffin waiting for the timing, sees the commit, but Hips holding close, gets that takedown. Swing after the Trailblazer. Snakebite looking paramount too. Vulnerable even, but Orangutan still fighting on back. It's 3v3 now. The lockdown's there in position. Hips swinging, fighting.
Nice one,
finds Baby TZ.
Oh my god, Hips! Nice.
Stepping on up when needed the most, but Ginny will at least clash. The lockdown's there. Aruma is detained. Ginny, can she find the angle? Deals with the turret first and foremost. Critical damage. A single bullet is enough to get this win for Orangutan. They want to get on the board. The Nano's over the stall. He said there's the win, but can we get the frag? Aruma in cover. Ginny will find the kill, yes. But finally, Orangutan get on the board.
That one PC agility, gaining them a single mark of chalk. OGX. You can really see that almost killed them there to try and anchor down towards that back hall. But Japip is coming in big. One of the most storied players, one could say, that we've got in this circuit, and he certainly comes in big when they need her to do the most. A triple for her when put and backed into a corner. That's when the Orangutan strikes back.
Yeah, you know she's playing her heart out right now. Heart on the sleeve.
Yeah, bro. Her father is going through something, even though she's still playing and competing at this level.
But as of right now, it's time to see Orangutan
Batra, we need you in coach lab.
even more so.
Talk to Orangutan.
A single round already to work with, but not the best economy whatsoever.
But I think the players are pretty happy with the coach that they have.
And the Seekers out and about to look for some of these targets. They realize a dugout held still by Baby TZ. There's a flash, a dash on in. Casper leading alongside Twirly. The right click though, using up all those blades for nothing. Emmy on the inside, shuts down Polly. Emmy burns Aruma along the way, and as it stands, it's Full Sense who's done critical damage instead. As Orangutan try to cross their black and blue, they're getting hit from every side.
How could that have happened? Disastrous here when they needed a bit of stabilization. Pimp low HP has got the Trailblazer to try and buy them a bit of information where he's coming. Both make contact. She bites a counter Trailblazer, but she's dead. No way to get out of this.
No chance.
Casper, a mere ghost here, waiting in the shell, and the round is quick and over.
Yeah, so
new thumbnail
immediate wake up call for
bro. Naya thumbnail to dala.
These rounds have
डाला तो था नया thumbnail update नहीं हो गया.
Again, and especially these a-holes, Baby
updated
TZ,
or what? I
an
changed the
incredible
thumbnail.
actor in their own right, but assisted by the Polly and Marco,
I
who
updated
work
the
in
thumbnail.
tandem to keep the cross guessing. You can see the struggle so many times. Orangutan not in the best spot to clash against Full Sense.
OGX, they're one piece of pivot where you think they could have started to string some rounds in a row and just simply swept away. And that can be such a heartbreaker to be on a map like this, a map that you know you can definitely try and overcome, but it just statistically as well hasn't been the most, I guess, successful of theirs. And you go into a very difficult opponent in it as well. You're starting out on a series that you're definitely not the favorite team, even if you made it to top 3 last time. They're going up against the top 2. So it just works out in Full Sense's favor so many times. They've got the Seekers here.
How does Casper have so much control?
And not only that, Full Sense, Sapphire, their run to become the God Slayers after what they showed in Open 2 versus SMG. You know, eyes are on them. Orangutan taking that gamble, letting this map through in the pool. And as of right now, it's not working the way that they would like. A very split approach though, as the only thing Orangutan has to work with is that hero Bulldog. Margot pushing, looking to help Baby TZ out. Maybe TZ though with that first kill. Aruma with the trades, at least a good pick here from Orangutan. Can they get more after the dash in by Twirly? Making noise, trying to cause that attention. Japips though doubles back actually. I thought they'd go for the rotation. There's the smoke, but full sense with the kills yet again. Baby TZ, all she needs is a small little angle to work with, and the rest is full sense's history. 8-1 now.
They're playing good.
To run away with this.
You need.
More so if they take this next
Technically saying they're trying to not go to B because of Muffin's operator there, but at this point with the way that they've been playing, I think the fastest approach they should take is probably take art control, leave one person in art, leave one person in mid, go hit the whole side to B, make them rotate to B, and then probably give a fast rotation from art where he captures CT, and you understand what I'm telling? That's what they can do with the playstyle that they've been having
with
right
the
now.
Gecko Astra. And from what we're seeing, how they deal with this double duelist, it does seem like they're running these kind of comps to mitigate aggression all across the board. Find those opportunistic angles, create them themselves. It's a bit of an art attack, basically, from what we've seen from Sapphire. At the Orangutan, they finally have the rifles in hand here, black and blue. Swirly, oh, the timing! Just an opportune moment, perhaps. Fortunate there for Orangutan. Emmy crosses, Muffin can't hit the shot. Just runs and guns. Here she goes yet again. A second shot doesn't get the connection. The hop has behind her too. And a chance here for Orangutan. Emmy with it clear. Margot will make the trade work, but it's only a run it back. Here comes Swirly. Down she falls. The wall yet again in the way. Ginny now trying to play the small nook, the small angle, but Emmy knows it's coming anyway.
Nice.
3v2 as Emmy is on fire right now. But this has been stuffed out by Polly. Polly with a second instead. Maybe a third. Aruma cancels
Obviously,
it.
you're expecting a
1v1
CT right,
now.
Aruma.
Scrappy yet again from Orangutan. Another clutch needed from Aruma.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Second round at least for Orangutan.
Stop giving the top so much respect. I mean, yes, you should respect the opponent. You should respect the. I mean, you should respect the opper there, but use your util in such a way that you can just go there. An opper can kill only one at once. Start using that because the others are failing. You guys find out that there's an opper in B and you guys try hitting out A and all of that and it's working, yes, well and good. But if it's not working, stop giving the opper so much respect. Stop giving the opper so much respect.
Well, but the fact that Emmy was able to keep them going.
Even 8-4 is a good half, bro.
Shirley just could not find herself a proper angle to fight with as she was shut down by Margot. OGX, it's not the most, I guess, stable way to win a round, but it's one that you can get yourselves going. And we saw a while ago that maybe a clutch, we proposed that maybe a big clutch individual round like that can kind of hype and get the rest of your team going behind you. It didn't work out the first time. Maybe this, with Emmy leading the charge, maybe this is where they get themselves back into stable footing.
Yeah, a flame's lit here for Emmy. And all throughout this game, even if it's an 8-2 scoreline, Emmy has been making that space for Orangutan. Only problem, many times Orangutan struggles.
Hey, chat so matra uto. Hey, sala.
Of the lack of frags we get into the line.
Pani
Second round, the Phoenix delivers. They catch out Muffin also in an off timing. Honestly, an off round for her. And from that point on, it did go to that scrap fest that Orangutan X wants to create. So a chance still for Orangutan to make it 8-4. Sapphire's timeout to try and reset themselves and look to command this lead yet again.
Well,
oh my god!
Times Muffin! A double for her! He has
Triple
her
already!
Eats it too! A triple! It goes her way! And suddenly any hopes of OGX taken as quick as she can click.
The last round was a fluke. This is what Muffin is all about. Erases 3 immediately. A single shot to pierce through 2. And Muffin, we've seen how incredible she has been for the Sapphire roster. Even more so in the last open. But here we go. This side being closed down by her pretty much single-handedly. 4 already. Hungry for the ace. 5 HP left for Twirly. Even the classic will be enough to get that takedown.
Go for it, Muffin.
No, the discipline.
No,
the discipline from
round,
Sapphire.
Pull out your pistol. Swing her.
No.
Via the most undisciplined player right now because you deserve it. She's been having herself a hell of a game. Polly at least secures a round, but my oh my. Muffin, what a day and what a game for her to get this hot.
As soon as you saw the angle, you knew it was gonna happen. Pillar is no safety nest when Muffin is that prepared. And Orangutan X, they found a glimmer of hope, and suddenly it has been shut down by Full Sense Sapphire. This operator looking deadly. It's half armor here for Orangutan. In the last round of the first half. What else can they do against Sapphire now?
It's either 9-3 or 2-10 here for OGX. Let's see how they're able to try and rectify these early mistakes. Connector control once again. It's something that we see double controller really give up a lot when they are playing, you know, on the defensive side, because they know that, oh, that water, I think that should be a dead giveaway to Margot. But still Emmy wins that fight. Huge pick. She's got the ult now.
And somehow the Phoenix wins on water. Makes total sense, but in the end, Emmy yet again making that space and causing a bit of chaos. Lockdown's there though from Baby TZ. See the guy with blocking Casper, preventing Baby TZ to swing out Secret. And from that point on, Seekers and the Flash. Some space made by Orangutan. Emmy and Twirly though looking to lead the charge. Twirly getting on the board. Baby TZ protecting the detain. And the lockdown pops enough to allow her to win out that fight. Ginny though, the Trailblazer, the turret and the Trailblazer, the bite and the bark indeed. Here comes Ginny, and down goes Emmy. Full Sense still in command. A 3v2, make that a 3v1. It's Aruma all alone now. The Nanoswarm for the stall, but the chair is all she got. She's been hitting the shots, but it's not enough versus Ginny. 10-2 it is. What a lead made by Full Sense.
Oh, that was so close too. After that opening pick there that she found on Twirly, she had lockdown to place. Emmy just trying to will her team here into a round, but just the lockdown there being too much of a problem. Obviously the right back expiring before she can fully round the corner too. In the end too, Full Sense just so much more in command of the situation. But in command of our conversation will be Jenny and Koldan.
Thanks, gentlemen. But whew, what a half from Full Sense. 10-2. OGX just straight out of the gate. I think one thing that we really wanted to highlight was Muffin on the operator, just how devastating it's been, and just, I mean, the patience that she shows on the op as well. Kolden, what are your thoughts?
We could see early on in the half, right? We saw how OGX actually really wanted to abuse mid. Multiple times they kept trying to push mid, and it just didn't work. They had the ground, they had the map control, they just could not convert the rounds. They sometimes even had the site, but the post plants and the retakes was so good coming through from Full Sense Sapphire. They played as a true team. Every single time you see them taking fights, it's most likely always 2 or 3 people fighting together. The smokes, the walls was so oppressive. There was so much obstruction for the side of OGX to try to even get onto site. And from then on, heroics coming in from Full Sense Sapphire, they were all on point.
I love hearing Black and Blue with like the intrusive thoughts. You know, we're praising Muffin for her patience. Black and Blue out here being like, just swing out, girl, you deserve it. And we're like, wait a minute, Nika, that is not the play. But I mean, we got 30 seconds left in this halftime. How do we feel going into the swap? Do you think OGX have a chance to turn it around?
I think that OGX need to
imagine saying Yeruma got
calm down and remember that this is not the end of the map just yet. Yes, it's a devastating half, but at least get a couple more rounds on the board and really establish themselves some kind of advantage, or a couple of rounds at least, going into the next map.
All right, well, we're going to see if OGX can somehow turn this one around. Dax and Blue, back to you guys.
Thank you there, Koldan. I'm still not vibing it. We need to make a pair name. We need to make a pair name for them, okay? But in these past few days. But right now, what? I mean, it's Ray Ritchie. It's pretty obvious already. It's a Pokemon reference. But then again, Orangutan X, they're gonna need more than that. They're gonna need to create a way for them to recover into this game. It's such a big problem right now that they can't find the answers to this double wall. They send out Emmy, they send out Twirly to try and make that space, but it doesn't lead to enough. Can they find the frags early on?
Let's go, OG!
Sapphire just set up the way they want to yet again to wrap up this game.
It's going to be very difficult right now. Mentally is the biggest thing to get yourself back into fighting capacity in these type of situations, right? You just have such an insurmountable lead, it seems, in front of you, and you almost want to look forward into map number 2. But if you're the underdog here, which OGX definitely is, then these type of maps, they're definitely ones that you want to try and secure. Statistically, not the best map of Full Sends, for sure. But it's one that they've certainly rectified and really improved upon with this new composition they've got. Aruma's just such in a difficult spot. She's getting hammered here on the back hall.
She's burning basically thanks to the snake fight, but
Oh, she's alive, thank God.
Easy. And Orangutan provide enough cover to allow the retreat. So advantage now here for Orangutan next. A chance on the retake, but look at Full Sends lead the charge and get punished accordingly for it. Ginny and Marco, the only one still standing. Cascades there to try and find an isolated angle, but here comes Orangutan.
Good round, good round.
Full Sends Sapphire. Confidence has not been rattled. It's Orangutan
Mali
next. Takes
చెప్తాను
much needed pistol.
It's a great flank that they're able to pull off here, Emmy. Especially with a sheriff like that to try and further make that long position.
Oh, Vishal, tu hai kya chat mein?
Threat. Because of the fact that she was able to secure that long position, it made it so that Full Sends were pressured to have to play within the site, but also forced out to potentially push out. And
विशाल है क्या chat में?
kind of half and half
विशाल इसको ऐड कर देना वो वाला ग्रुप में.
OGX just able
तू
to
admin है ना उसमें?
to their advantage.
तू admin है ना विशाल भाई?
Climb up to Mount Everest starts as a single step, so OGX, at least it's one in the right direction.
Yeah, and Orangutan X, at least they're in better positions this time around. I dare say that they're better suited on the attack. But from what we've seen, Full Sends separating them too many times, putting them in bad spots. At the very least, here on the defense, they know where to anchor, and the rest can be history if they hit their shots. Twirly with the Marshall, and Ruma instead will be pressured by Sapphire. Muffin there looking for the tag. Trailblazer also preventing her from swinging out of connector. The question is, does at that point, maybe TC though falls despite a bit of an advantage. Emmy and Twirly, the takedowns necessary for Orangutan's success. And Twirly's not done. She's covering up that link immensely.
चल देख admin बना दिया.
Catch the cross and Margu hit even with those estimate shots. 3 already, the Marshall mattering here. The updraft to get on the way. Jenny trying to find the frag, but no dice whatsoever. Twirly gets away with bloody murder, and 4 for her and 4 for Orangutan.
She kept it spinning.
Gokul का number है विशाल तेरे पे.
Top rolling. It's much more difficult to connect the shot. Twirly blind shot here as well through the smoke. Gets Margot. Obviously the follow-up, but it's this one where he somehow is able to escape the clutches. Single shot left, and that's all she needs to the chest. 4 to 10. They're starting to slowly make some noise here, but it's a mere murmur compared to the lead. They still have to climb.
Add him in the more members group, bro.
Might prove to be difficult.
Look, it's a tough mountain to climb, and single step became that double step there at least with a 2-round string so far. This is where their defense does get tested, though. Yeah, double step. Hey, double step. Oh. You want to talk about it here? You want to talk about that here?
No, I'm just saying.
Congratulations to him, that's for sure. Yeah, but maybe Full Sends can stop those steps from happening along the way. They have the rifles at the ready. The Trailblazer is there too. And honestly, this is the setup we've been anticipating so far here. 7th wall, look for an opportunity to cross, but they're keeping Orangutan guessing instead.
You have to make sure they take the right choice here. Orangutan not entirely aware of what's been happening. You can see they're starting to catch on. Pretty slowly on the rotation here from Full Sends. They hear all these footsteps barreling down towards the B site. The now
30 seconds.
Watch out what Aruma can do in this situation. Full Sends has crossed, and they want to make their way toward the side. For protection. They can plant it out in the open because of it. Swirly though dashing on in. Trailblazers there too, but they still can't get the shots because of that cove. Instead, it's Swirly who isolates Muffin, and with Spectre in hand, does get the takedown. It's 4v4 for now though. Rifle still at the ready here for Full Sends Sapphire. They're playing the long game for now. They want to use those smokes to help them out in the pinch. Twirly tried to just clash accordingly. Casper's there too. Swing on by. Ginny though over at the corner. Casper, great heads up to find the angle. Casper for the second. Twirly's there in position. And Orangutan X. It's only Baby TC now that they need to deal with. 3v1 and Twirly gets it done. Orangutan answer back. The bonus is won by them.
No way, even at that range, they're the ones who still fight out for
What
the
are these
long fight.
POVs that I'm seeing, bro? Just show me the normal POV. ऊपर से angle क्या
on the
है?
back end, Muffin isolated on the back. Ginny as well, not expecting the forward push coming from Casper. And then at range, they simply have the player advantage to win those peaks. Full sense.
Oh shit, I'm actually worried because of the timeout now.
And timeout for them because they know that
Very
they
good
can't let
timeout.
this lead be cut into even more further.
Yeah, it's looking
Very
a
good
bit
timeout.
more
Legit a
wonky
very
here
good
for Full
timeout.
Sense
Very
Sapphire.
good
The fact
timeout.
that Casper,
Wait, I'm gonna get something to eat
with
and
their
come.
great heads up play, just swinging to get in cover towards pillar in time, find Ginny there trying to set up the flash. That was the moment where everything changed in favor back to Orangutan X. And you know that Full Sense Sapphire, they're gonna want to play with utility, right? Using this double wall setup, having Baby TZ, having Pauly there who can just go for the snake bites and nano swarms later on. But the fact that Orangutan is willing to take the fight towards Full Sense Sapphire, it's what's really keeping tabs on Sapphire at this point.
Well, Sapphire have to be sure that, or at least try and secure as much as possible that this bleeding is currently flowing, but they gotta find some way to cauterize the wound, stop it from continuing on. OGX starting to rip and tear into him slowly but surely. And that could propose to be an even bigger problem now that they've built up enough economy to start supporting this operator by flash.
Curveball to start things off. Cloudburst is there though to prevent that contact. From that point on,
Good day, like one of the most underrated
points
biscuits,
towards
bro.
mid. They're looking to see if they can bring Pauly across this B-long angle. But Twirly has had enough. The up in hand, keeping tabs on the longer ranges if ever. And we're not done with Orangutan X being proactive here. Casper playing towards main, getting into cover. Set us a few stars on the other side though, but does she realize it's not just one, but many here from Full Sense Sapphire. Casper gets the first, but Muffin with an immediate trade. That stinger, packing that punch that they needed close range.
Is it really worth it at this point, now that they've given up that rifle, right? They lose their sole controller on the defensive side. Gives them a better chance here, Full Sense. Oh, Pauly, she could have immaculate timing here. Emmy's probably gonna check her. That snakebite alerts her to what she was already assuming. But that also keeps the defense here towards A bit more.
Yeah, they're pulling that away as much as
seconds
possible. Twirly does double back to get in position. But is it enough space created here by Sapphire to get in there in the first place? Duck screen is set on up. The flash is perfect. Twirly has to get in position, but Muffin will punish her immediately. What a play so far by Sapphire. Can they get the job done? It's 4v3 though. The Orangutan X already on the retake. The blaze walls there to separate the longer angle. Holes is where Orangutan wants to collapse on, and that they do. 2v2 though. Lesser guns here for Full Sense, and Emmy finds her target. Baby TZ will fall, and it's all up to Pauly now. She can't
Well
deal
played,
with
Emmy.
those
Emmy
hot
stepping
hands
up huge,
indeed.
bro.
And Orangutan X keep the win streak alive.
OGX, it came to very close margins. I don't think they're going to be able to save that op. They don't have time to run to it.
Hello, Machaira. Why did Big Fan get deleted? NG? No idea, mom. No idea. What has bro?
Because it wasn't, that's a
Wait, Eren, is your name Mridul Kapoor?
in return.
Is that your name?
Definitely could have been a dangerous, much more dangerous position that turned
that
out
your
to
name?
be. But at least they still get the round here.
Because when I was streaming on Twitch, I had a Mridul Kapoor. And like, is that you?
It's a reckoning that I'm looking for. How does Full Sense
Mridul.
use this? Do you use it for the post
No,
plan or the initial?
I remember your name was Mridul.
They can get
Mridul, I
the
thought.
with it.
Mridul.
But honestly, the threat
वही
right
बोला था ना,
now,
Twitch में एक बंदा
Full
था,
Sense Sapphire needs
and I
to
wanted to
deal
know
with
if that was you.
has to be Emmy.
There was nothing that
She's
he
been
did and all.
stellar
I
so
just
far.
wanted to know if
Even
it
in the
was you.
first half, there were struggles, yes, but she's found some big rounds.
You should
and here in
run.
the second, it's gotten even better. The
8
lockdown
मिनट में
though
some
to
fan
begin with.
कोई fan win नहीं है
That
भाई अभी.
space here for Sapphire.
तो
They
zaman आ
also
गया.
go for a more shallow high tide. They want to go for the plant in the closer angles here towards main.
Yeah, Yeah, they know they want to play that post plant instead.
female and
You have the snake bites and the nanoswarms for Linus potentially. Polly off the catch, off the lurk. Has to be careful for a second follow-up. Twirly there to get the trade. It's down to a 4v4. They still have the conflict divide, and they have to use that reckoning to try and dissuade that from being effective.
Expects the first lurk, but not the second. The Trailblazer gets connection. The rumor flies by Jenny along the way. It's Muffin who has to deal with multiple targets and multiple angles. The pistol fall, and Baby TZ willing to just punch Casper in the face with that rifle. A rumor with a tap, but there is no faking out full sense whatsoever. It's 2v1 now. Twirly versus the world. The high tide slowing her down. And the cosmic divide just silencing those voices. Danger close. Thy name is Baby TZ. Wins it again. And full sense do get on the board finally in the second half.
Nicely done here from Full Sense.
I have passed your contact to some people. Let's hope for some more. Let's hope, bro. Hope is the only thing that's keeping me going nowadays. Bro.
The effectivity of a cosmic divide there.
నేను ఒక్కడనే ఏ పర్లేదురా వచ్చి పూకుల మాటలు బాగాను దయచేసి నువ్వు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన మాట్లాడబాగాను చాలా ఒకలాంటి గ్రూప్ లో చెప్తాను నీకు ఇక్కడ మరి చచ్చిపోతుంది నా ఛానల్ అని అట్లా గ్రూప్ చేసి దానిలో చేద్దామని చెప్తే ఆ గ్రూప్ నా ఛానల్ కంటే ఎక్కువ చచ్చిపోయాను సార్ అర్థం అనమాట సంగతి.
For the tap, they double swing to get the kills that they need. So nicely done here for Full Sense to get themselves back into the game, and they stop the damage just a bit.
Yeah, they still have that immense lead to work with, especially. But that was a round full of ultimates there, Black and Blue. This time around, you're gonna have to try and make this B take work the way they want. Twirly, no off this side. Rifle instead, looking for contact. Snake bite out thrown. She knows now. The Trailblazer also with the scout. Snake bite connects actually. The Trailblazer does so as well. So flushing out the defender so far. Full Sense take advantage.
Updraft is used here by Twirly. She got the one cloud burst left remaining, and
G lost, bro.
Reinitiate utility here. The flashes, the curveball. That's gonna be big. Guiding light to confirm that there is back hall presence, and here comes Full
Second
Sense.
one. And she's ready for the close contact, but the Ruma just bobbing, weaving, finding those angles to get to. Here comes Emmy as well, but Margot does punish her in that instance. It's 2v3 inside the smoke. They can see that spike. There's a turret too. It's just a battle dome immediately made. Welcome to the show of Margot, and Margot will get the quad to win it for Full Sense. Match point now for the attackers.
They played that so well. You can see Margot was looking for timing there as well to potentially use her high tide, but she knew that she could not let her guard down just yet. And even with OGX, bringing this to a 5v2. Incredible stuff we see that Baby TZ and Margot were able to accomplish here. And Margot being able to check that smoke, that sole fact made it so that they knew that no one was actually on the spike and they weren't pressured to push.
Why was
nobody in the smoke? If they're going to try and go for a tap like that.
But if they're trying to tap and go, why didn't Casper and Iruma was diffusing? Casper and Japip should have stayed inside the smoke. You stay inside the smoke, you will see their gun barrels coming in. Instead, it was the other way around here. That is the mistake that happened. You guys should stay inside the smoke. Sit on angle like this, sit on angle like that. 2 people are only alive. We are 3 people. We have man advantage already. 2 people can kill 2 people still. Even if the second guy kills like 1 more, gets the trade done. We have 3 people alive for the trade to be done. Trade advantage is on our side. At that time, playing like this, I don't know.
And from that point on,
Side.
That was just incredible from Margot. Sapphire can do these
is the lucky.
amazing
Namaste,
things.
Gaga. Namaste,
They're
Gaga.
given
Rishi
that
guys.
kind of chance, and
Chale, Gaga.
Orangutan now is feeling that pressure since they still see they have a long way to go to try and tie things up.
Baby TZ is doing a great job there too of pulling
Growing my hair
away.
again, by the way.
So let Margot a bit of more committed position, kind of have the leeway to find those kills that she did. Initial information gathered here towards A main kind of signals to Full Sense that there's might be a bit more presence there than we otherwise might want to deal with. So,
I mean, the flashes did clash anyway. Intel provided for both sides, and as soon as Sapphire realized that, they do go for B instead. Muffin clearing out Link, leading the charge yet again. Alarm block broken. Now they know here from Orangutan what's coming. Not only that, the lurk from Polly. She's been trying to be very silent on her approach. The rest of full sense, looking to catch out anyone overcommitting onto the lurk instead. But right now they have time. They'll regroup to go hit A.
We have once again Casper pushed up here towards A main. In this case, she might actually be a great piece of this puzzle. Again, early pickoff when they least expect it. If they do execute onto this A site, is
30
contact
seconds
here
left.
towards Art, trying to draw up the site here. But as I said, since Casper is still here towards A main, she actually knows they're coming. She can get the double, but no, they
Spike
clear her
planted.
out perfectly. 4v5 now it stands.
Yeah, they saw her do that a few rounds ago. They expect it this time around, and Casper.
Look how fast they are in adapting, bro. Literally, bro. In men and female, that is the only thing we as Indians lack, bro. Adaptability. Oh shit, really nice shot.
Dancing now with the blades. Baby Teasy will fall. A chance perhaps to get even a second, but Polly, despite the low HP, she gets a takedown. This forces Emmy to push, but Polly yet again! Where are these kills coming from? They're just lining up for her. But Japips and the Guardian at least fighting back. It's 2v3. And Sapphire there towards Link. Margot swings, hits, and gets them all at the very end. This was commanding from Full Sense Sapphire, and a well-deserved victory to start off the series.
They're just
easy.
stoic even after the win. They know that
How much did your PC cost you? Close
Hill,
to,
Lady Sings, and
I think close to 1.5 to 1.7 when I built it. Close to 2 lakhs when I built it. And I paid what I should have costed that much for anybody else to buy. But I got some free stuff. ఎవరో నాతో అన్నారు నేను పీసీ పేరు వెళ్దాముతారా అని అమ్మాలి ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు ఏమేమంట నేను ఎప్పా నువ్వే చెప్తాన్నావు కదా 2 నెలల తర్వాత చూడు ఏసీ తెలియాలి அப்படிங்க Guys, I think I'm gonna go so that to record on the laptop. Anyways, guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. I think I can't watch the second game. Unfortunately, I have to go shoot a reel now. I'm super tired. My back is hurting. I don't know why. So I'll go watch this. I'll go shoot this reel that I have to shoot today. And then I have to get out and call a few of my friends to discuss about something. And then probably leave together and watch a movie. What will you do by going? Yeah. No, I have. This time I'm not feeling late. This time I have to shoot on reel. I have to get on a call with 2 friends, 2 different friends regarding this. I have to discuss something with them. So this time I'm not feeling sad and all. This time I'm genuinely going because I work. But anyways, hi Bam, kaisa hai? Thank you everybody for tuning in. I love you all. Make sure you all stay happy, keep everybody around you happy. I'll catch you guys in the next one, yeah? Happy days, bye.